Hello, everybody. Welcome to our PlayStation Experience pre-show. We're going to be talking about whatever it is Sony is going to be giving us tonight. I am here with the one, the only, the legend himself, Michael P. Huber.
Hello, thank you.
Yeah. Kyle Bossman. And Ian Hink there at the end. So we're talking about PlayStation Experience, and the first thing that I want to get out the gate is Sony has been treating this kind of strangely.
Yes.
Their whole language surrounding this event is like, it's gonna be chill, man. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
And so my first question for you is what do you think this means? Are we already pinning too many hopes and dreams?
Yes.
On what we're about to see? What is it gonna be, Ian?
I heard rumors that it's going to be man on couch with some trailers behind him answering questions.
Now, see, man on couch with trailers behind him could be good or bad.
It could be great.
You know, if you've got
but it could be the
behind
worst.
the man on the
Exactly.
couch.
Right.
Exactly.
It depends on what's behind the
different.
man.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
It's all about what the trailers are behind the man.
Yeah.
I'm thinking
Behind every good man, a better trailer.
I'm thinking it's very their language is very calculated. You know, we came off of the E3 of Sony Dreams, and then the next year was really, really good, but because the hype was so high, everyone was kind of let down.
Yeah.
So I feel like they're getting out in front of it right now to kind of temper everybody's expectations.
Right.
But I still think there's going to be some big bombs.
a
you think
calculated
it's going to be some
tank.
big bombs?
Big bombs.
Okay.
Big bombs.
So Kyle Bossman.
Good
Yes.
bombs.
Yeah.
Not
When
failures.
we're opening with that trailer
Yeah.
behind the man on the couch,
Yeah.
what do you think they start off with? What sets the tone for this evening?
They're gonna. Oh, Ben, you know what? It's going to be Shout of the Colossus. They're gonna open with that. It's gonna set the tone.
What kind of message does that send for you?
It's just, hey, everybody, we're not gonna bring out a lot of new announcements.
But you like this.
But you like this.
But you like this.
There's still good games.
Remasters only, but it'll be fun.
Everyone's freaking out about our table being crooked,
Our table is crooked.
apparently.
Okay,
Oh,
we
okay.
got time.
All
Thank
right,
you. It's
we got
pre-show.
time. Pre-show.
That's
Pre-show.
right. It's the pre-show,
Nothing
baby.
matters.
We'll
It's
fix the
pre-show.
table
It's
for
pre-show,
you.
baby. Oh, that's the
okay.
wrong way. That's the wrong way.
Oh.
We gotta go like this.
Adjust the books. Adjust the books.
All right, adjust the
I
books.
love that, like, approximately
Little
4
more,
feet
little
away
more
from
even,
me
little more.
is an Amazon Prime box that's got oops all berries in it. I don't know where that happened. I think that's a good representation of where Easy Allies is right now.
Easy Allies pre-PlayStation pre-show brought to you by Oops All Berries.
I like that you brought that up. I do. I like that. So, Huber, with PSX, the message that I've always kind of gotten is let's celebrate our best stuff. Let's reach into the past.
Yeah.
Let's hype up the things that we've got coming. What do you think is going to be kind of like the key title for tonight? Because they have a lot of options. We have a list of games we could talk about.
I would be shocked if it wasn't God of War.
Yeah?
I think God of War is
A lock.
A lock. I think it is the marquee game of this PSX because the release is imminent.
Yeah.
Did they confirm the date? March something, or was that like a rumor?
March not confirmed,
Yeah,
March
March
leaked.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because God of War, previous God of War games have come out in March, so
Right.
it's safe to assume.
Right.
Do you think that we'll get that confirmation tonight? Do you think that'll be
Yeah.
like kind of
Date.
the big story of PlayStation?
Yeah, dated.
Experience.
God of War dated.
The
Wouldn't be
thing is-
surprised to see a demo too. God of War has a history of demos.
Shadow drop.
Yeah, Shadow Drop
Drop
tonight,
that
God
demo.
of War. Boy, that would
Yeah.
be something.
Yeah, and then they can play it at the show floor as well. It'll be there at the show floor.
Ian, so we have this, whatever this is, guy on couch with
Right.
trailers behind him. This is coming after Game Awards.
Yeah.
Do you think that's kind of dangerous for whatever this is? Do you think that kind of creates an expectation? Because we saw a lot of reveals last night that you could see here again tonight. Do you think there's kind of an expectation there? Do we see?
I mean, like a
anything
repeat
from
of
Shadows
Death
Die
Stranding.
Twice?
If we see From Software, that'd be great.
Yeah.
They said on their Twitter that we'll hear something within the next 12 months.
Right.
Which could mean tonight. They said it yesterday. That's
That's
within
true.
12 months. But I doubt it.
We could still hear about from software without
Just different games.
Yeah.
Right.
Because they were rumored to be making 3.
Right,
Yeah.
right. What if they just come out and they're like, and here's the new Armored Core? Like,
Right.
Yeah.
they just-
And
they
then
just
we're
drop
like,
that bomb.
all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they're like, and
awesome.
here's Bloodborne 2 out right now. Put Zelda down. It's Bloodborne time. They actually say that in the trailer.
down.
In the trailer.
It's Bloodborne time.
They exported another trailer last night.
Go
It's
ahead.
not like
Adjust your
violent
goatee
or dark
balance.
or anything. It's just a guy up there. Put it down.
Put Zelda down.
It's Bloodborne
Pick up
time.
that book.
A game that I really want to talk about, Kyle, I'm going to swing this at you.
Sure.
A game that I think needs to be followed up on is Ghost of Tsushima. Do we see gameplay from that? Do we see anything from that? Or is it still needing time to cook?
I'm afraid it needs some time to cook.
You think it needs some time to cook?
I think it's going to come out soon. It might even come out next year. I think the game's been actually in development for a long time.
Yeah.
But I think that... I don't think we're going to see more of it tonight. I mean, do they have a panel? Chat, let us know if they're doing a panel for Ghost of Tsushima.
I want to go to
At
that.
PSX?
I want to go to that panel.
If they do, I'm going to say yes then. If not, I don't know.
You know,
Yeah.
I think we left a big one off, actually, Ben, that I think is going
I got a lot of games.
I think it's going to be there no matter what. I think it's
Okay.
going to be second in line to God of War tonight. Days Gone.
Days Gone. You know
Days
what?
Gone.
I left off Days Gone. Good
Yeah.
call. Good call.
Days Gone.
Ben, I get why you forgot it, dude.
I know.
I get it, dude.
I feel like
I left it off.
they
I think you're right, Hubert.
debuted that one trailer. It got people pretty hyped. I feel like it was a big
it?
game. Except Ian.
No, I'm not trolling. I'm actually
It
asking.
debuted-
Like, were
I
people
think
excited?
the gameplay is the exciting part of the debut.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
trailer fell flat.
Right,
The
right,
actual
right.
gameplay.
The gameplay,
Yeah.
exactly. So I think
They just rebranded it. It's called World War Z now.
Ghost of Tsushima will have a panel, so I think we will see more of it tonight.
Okay.
Thank you,
That's
chat.
exciting.
Thank you.
Hubert, since I've known you, I think I've known you for close to 6 years at this point.
Yeah.
I think. I don't know. Time is a flat circle.
We old.
Do you ever since I've known you, from the first year that I've known you, you've been campaigning it for any sort of Onimusha recognition whatsoever.
I know.
Does Ghost of Tsushima temper that desire?
It depends. You know, Neo did not really, because it was Neo is more in line with a
different
From
thing.
Software type of game,
Right.
whereas Onimusha is more in line with Resident Evil. So I would have to see how it plays.
Sure.
You know,
You're waiting to see.
waiting to see.
You're not
Yeah.
abandoning Onimusha
There's-
just because.
There's never too many feudal Japan games.
That's
though.
true.
So yeah.
That's true.
So
Trump's
whatever it
making
is,
one.
it's good.
Hubert, another thing that I want to throw at you. So Yakuza Kiwami 2. Do you think that's something that we could see at the show? Whenever I think about PlayStation Experience, the messaging that they have taken with Yakuza in recent years, this seems like a perfect avenue for it. Am I getting my hopes up for nothing?
Dude, Yakuza 6, man.
Yakuza
could be
6 could be here. Could be
Oh,
here.
I hope they blow it out.
We got closed captioning on Damiani.
And it's just wildly repeating, stay tuned.
Yakuza Kiwami 2.
in this
would be
moment,
so
we
hype.
got to move. I didn't realize this. Captain Crunch has
Yeah.
his canon. He's got at least 9 sub characters, and it's highly distracting.
Those are just
One of them
children.
is like Scooby Doo.
Which
Like a
one's-
hair.
Oh, yeah.
It's like Shaggy and Scooby Doo had a kid.
Yeah.
I'll show the camera.
Okay. But then please put it away. It's distracted. I can't think about Sony right now. I'm distracted by the Oops All Berries
Oh
claim.
God, we got to put it away.
We gotta put it away.
We got to show the camera, and then we got to put it away. Kyle,
Yes.
throwing it to you.
Spider-Man?
That's coming up next.
Oh, okay.
So we'll
All
stay
right,
on
okay.
you.
Okay.
But we got to get through this first question.
Sure.
When I look at the list of things that Sony is likely to talk about, there's a lot of stuff that we already know about that is coming out relatively soon.
Yeah.
And so in my mind, I could kind of see this show being just a continuation of that, like a final push for these things. We've got like Monster Hunter World. We've got the updated version of Street Fighter V. We've got Secret of Mana coming. We've got Shadow of the Colossus. We've got Spider-Man. We've got Detroit. Do you think that will be kind of the cadence of this show, or do you expect some sort of bombshell at some point?
So my real expectations, Ben, my highest expectations are for more PS1 remasters. Last year we saw the Parappa thing announced at PSX. We saw Loco Roco and Patapon. And so I want something on that level.
Yeah.
Like a Resident Evil 2.
I keep
No,
my
no,
mind.
no,
My mind
that's
jumps
a-
to
that's a higher level.
My mind jumps to Spyro, like the
Ben,
one.
that would be like, I think that's the max we can expect.
Right, I think that is the max. But now that we've kind of broken down that Crash Bandicoot door, it
Yeah.
feels a lot more possible than it did in the past.
But those
would
haven't been
love that,
performing well, though, I thought. Like, didn't Parappa not do very well?
Parappa did not, but Crash did.
Yeah.
Well, Crash,
Yeah.
But
I don't-
Parappa, I mean, honestly, didn't receive the level of attention that Crash did.
Yeah. Well, Ian, I guess like at least the Loco Roco. I'm switching sides. The Loco Roco sequel did come out, so like they did enough
Yeah.
for them to continue doing
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Chad, I see you. I think Ape Escape would be really cool to do an
Oh,
HD
yeah.
remaster.
Ape
of that.
Escape.
I
That's a
think
good
that'd be really
pick, Chad. I like
Whenever
this.
I do my episodes about what I want to see, Ape Escape is like
Really?
always one of the most commented.
Siphon Filter would
Boy,
be pretty
Ape Escape would be fun to replay. I haven't played Ape Escape in
Ages.
I remember that being like the thing that was selling you the DualShock.
Yeah.
As well.
Oh yeah.
It was a big part.
I
of
got them hand in hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't there a bet about? Oh yeah, T-shirt for the Ape Escape T-shirt
Yes.
in the shop.
Will there be an?
if there's an Ape Escape release, I might get that question wrong.
So Ian,
whatever.
like we like to do at Easy Allies, we're gonna get to Pie in the Sky Dreams. We're gonna hear Huber say Resident Evil 2 remake at some point in this pre-show. But I want to know realistically, beyond Shadows Die Twice, what do you want to see? What do you want to see here?
I mean, beyond the other two From Software games.
Yeah. With outside of the realm of From Software.
Right.
I know what Ian wants.
Well, tell me what I want because I don't know.
Tell me what you want.
Dragon's Dogma.
Oh, Dragon's Dogma Online in the West, Dragon's Dogma 2.
I feel like we turned a realistic portion into a Pie in the Sky section, which is okay.
I mean,
I'm
I
all
do.
right with that.
You mentioned it already. I do
Yeah.
want to see more Monster Hunter Worlds.
Yeah.
And I think it would make sense because the beta's this weekend.
Right.
I just want to see more of it. But, yeah.
Damiani, is chat hearing this music?
What is?
No.
This is the most insane loop. It's basically like a title screen menu for like a PlayStation 1 game. It's
Let
like
him hear
12
it.
seconds long.
Here.
Boop, boop, boop.
I also got a perfect gift for it, too.
Okay, and Damiani has a gift for us as well.
Give it a second. Soul Reaver would be good.
Demon Souls
Remaster.
at the very least.
Ooh.
Yes.
That would be.
Yes.
There's the loot.
That'd be something.
There's
I mean,
the
they
loop.
just shut down the
yeah,
servers.
there's that loop.
Wait, they did shut down the service
Yeah,
finally?
yeah, for Demon Souls.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, so remaster guaranteed.
Yeah.
Remaster guaranteed.
Guaranteed. Guaranteed.
Track your tweets.
They paid Atlas.
It's kind of weird to say this, but PSX feels like the remaster parade.
Yeah.
Like this is
yeah.
where you
yeah.
prey on nostalgia most heavily, and you
Praise
let
it.
it ray down
Praise it.
on Michael Huber.
Praise Shenmue
I'm worried
HD.
though. I'm worried though because the first PSX was like, whoa,
And
and then the second PSX was not whoa, really.
Yeah, so
Or
that,
one of like they've been getting worse. Is
that's
my
why
point,
I feel like
right?
they came out and they're like, yo, we got to keep it chill because expectations are just too much.
Because they
You
announced
know?
Final Fantasy VII Remake at E3.
So I feel like there are two elephants in the room here that we need to talk about.
Yeah.
We need to talk about the Final Fantasy VII remake.
Right.
We need to talk about Kingdom Hearts 3.
Right.
It does not seem likely that either of those have a meaningful presence here. Do any of the panelists disagree?
We still don't have a date for 7, so like,
I hope that
Yeah,
music
who
just
knows?
plays throughout the whole thing,
it's crazy.
regardless of what they're showing.
if they shadow dropped a demo for one of those, it would like break the reality
I would love to
a
see.
demo, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
I
for
would
either of them.
I would love to see, the time is right, the time is perfect. I would love to see Star Wars World in Kingdom Hearts 3.
Whoa.
Last Jedi's coming out.
Oh,
So how does that open for you? Who are we talking to? Who's escorting us around Star Wars World? Is it Rey?
Yeah, it's got to be Rey.
Okay,
It's
that
got to
makes
be
sense to
Rey.
me.
that felt shorter than usual.
Luke shows up at some point. Sora battling Luke with a lightsaber because Luke is like, what the hell's going on?
Wait, young Luke or old Luke?
Old Luke
Spoilers.
fighting Sora.
I don't want to see that. I don't want Dude, spoilers.
I'll cover your eyes.
Okay.
I'll go. Oop.
Go ahead.
I think realistically, like we're dreaming too big already if we're talking Square Enix showing
Yeah.
off anything
Alright,
big.
so-
Last Sphere, I think, is like the peak.
Lost
of, like-
Sphere? Yeah.
Yeah, like Lost Sphere. Sorry,
I wouldn't mind seeing
said
that.
wrong. Wait,
Someone-
is it Lost Sphere or Last Sphere? Lost Sphere.
I believe it is Lost
It's
Sphere.
lost
Now I'm
because you're
doubting
trying to
myself.
get you're trying to get the memories back.
I
for
believe it
Lost.
is Lost
yeah,
Sphere.
Yeah, yeah.
They someone in chat the other day said Dark Cloud 3, which I thought was
Oh
really
my
funny.
gosh.
That'd be fun. Bring it on,
It
chat.
would be. I just. I feel like they've already got a lot going on. Kyle, where do you think? Like, what do you see on the screen where like there's no hope anymore? Like this, whatever we're seeing is kind of a bust. Is going to remain a bust. Where do you, as Kyle Bossman, lose hope?
Anything Battlefront 2.
Anything.
Oh,
anything.
yeah.
Yeah. If it's like, and now we're going to show you something cool in Battlefront
Yeah.
2, we should probably take our headsets off and go home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That would be the
Hard
time.
cut
So
the
expect a
stream.
hard cut. So expect a hard cut. It's all going to go back.
Or we'll just stream an empty desk for the rest of the night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
I
should-
don't-
Dino Crisis, yeah. Parasite Eve? Oh.
So Huber and
Yeah.
Ian over there just saying Dino Crisis Parasite Eve. Huber, you are a man of dreams.
Yeah.
if you had to pick one thing that you could see just even a sliver of tonight, what would it be?
It's Resident Evil 2,
Resident
hands
Evil 2
down.
remake?
It's
Yeah.
been 2.5 years since they announced that they were making it, and we haven't even seen a logo. Really, we haven't seen a screenshot.
We did get a logo.
That
logo.
was like a work in progress logo. That
Yeah.
was like Microsoft Word typing in Resident Evil 2.
That was We Do It. Yeah, that was We Do It. That was way
Fear
back then.
Effect.
So
Yeah.
that was in 2015, middle of 2015. So I would just love anything.
Would
Resident
you
Evil.
be satisfied with Not a Hero footage?
I'm kind of media blackout on Not a Hero.
Okay. So that'd be actively disruptive to you.
It'd be hard. You know, like I kind of want to watch it, but at the same time, if I'm ever media blackout, it's definitely for DLC because it's so short usually.
Right.
So like anything they
A
show,
lot of potential to ruin.
Yeah, like anything
Yeah.
they show from Not a Hero is most likely gonna be big.
That made me think. I wonder if they're going to show anything from Let It Die, like a little expansion or something.
That'd be
Yeah,
awesome.
that'd be cool.
I would love that, Ian. You know, the Not a Hero and the End of Zoe DLCs are coming. They come out next week. So I just think like a 1-2 punch of that and a Resident Evil Remake 2 showing would be huge.
Ben,
Kai, what is it?
the loop, I think, is genuinely setting my expectations for the quality of this stream.
I gotta listen to
It's
this
driving you
a little bit more.
insane.
It is like I had to take the headset off. It is frankly driving me crazy.
It's kind of like putting me in this weird, like, manic space now.
Yes. I
So
was
kind
getting
of
manic.
thinking about this.
Yeah.
Does this loop indicate to you that maybe they just kind of threw it into the last minute?
Yeah, well, yes,
Hang on,
Ben.
I want to time this loop
Okay,
legitimately.
let's time the loop.
I hope
But,
Shaq can hear this.
like, even like you look at Paris Games Week, they had custom graphics especially for Paris
Oh
Games
yeah, Paris
Week.
Games
you
Week
know?
was nice.
Yeah, the budget was high.
Gosh.
TGS gets new graphics and things
Right.
like that. Look at what we're looking at right now. Stay tuned
This
for
is-
PlayStation.
This is we've
Presents.
seen
This
this,
is-
graphic before. I've
Yeah.
seen this
Do you,
before.
do you think this loop indicates Battlefront 2 TV spot?
Okay, I'm gonna go from drop to drop.
I'm nervous.
Yeah.
Ian,
I want
Hey.
just one big announcement. Just one.
so we've said this before about PSX. Do you think this will be a place where they talk about like PlayStation 4 upcoming features?
Yeah, I
that
mean,
sort of thing.
if they haven't learned their lesson, we'll hear from View tonight. We'll hear from What's Up with PlayStation Now. We'll hear like some kind of specs about sales. Like who knows? Like I am putting my expectations in the trash for this.
Where did they find this loop?
I
feel like we went
love
back
it.
in time
Yes.
Yeah.
for this loop.
Okay.
Yeah, just one
That is a
announcement.
33-second loop.
That you like the person whose job it is to pick the loop did a bad job.
They were just like
You did
they
a
went to
bad job.
Epidemic Music and clicked techno and then just downloaded the first thing without even listening to it. And I love them for it.
Sure, all right.
I am into this.
All right.
It's so bad, I love it.
We talked a little bit about follow-ups from the Game Awards, and there were a bunch that we didn't mention. So we've got like In the Valley of the Gods from the Firewatch developers. We've got Witchfire. We've got like Metro Exodus. We've got.
I got a question
Other
about
things?
Witchfire.
Oh, Infamous,
Yeah.
yeah.
Do we think that was real?
I totally think
game?
that was
Yeah.
real.
It looked too good to me.
No,
It looks really good.
That's
I think
all
Witchfire
gameplay?
looks
Yeah.
really
That's
good.
all gameplay.
I'll make a bet right now
Witchfire
that
looks
it is.
sweet, yeah.
I'll bet you.
Okay, so with any bet, we
100%.
have to have stakes, Huber.
Yeah.
I'm
You
not-
have to stream Painkiller if it is.
That is a good stake.
And then what? Sorry, who is the other
1 hour
developer?
Painkiller.
It's
Bulletstorm
Bulletstorm and
and What
Painkiller.
Remains,
No.
or The Vanishing of Ethan
Vanishing
Carter.
of
Vanishing of- So you would
Yeah.
have to stream Ethan Carter.
Okay.
And then
I
would have-
already beat it. I'll play it again. Sure.
But I mean, how do we know whether it was real or not?
We gotta find the scoops. Will they be at PSX? I'll go ask them on camera.
Was that real? Dude, was that
that
real?
Was that real?
You don't even preface the question. Was it real? Was it real?
Excuse me, sir, who are you?
Chat says it's real. Chat says, all right, I'll trust you, chat. Chat says real. I'll trust you.
I want to go
Why
like
isn't Ace
Painkiller.
Combat 7 out yet?
Yeah, whatever happened to that?
Yeah, what did happen to that?
Why isn't that out?
I thought that was out already.
Why isn't that out? All right, so Huber, you suggested this on the list. I don't think it's going to happen at all. Dragon Quest 11.
Dragon Quest 11.
Why do you think it's going to be there?
Because it came out in Japan
Yeah.
last year, and it's usually about a year later.
Yeah.
And that would put it right around E3 time. So if they want one last push in the public eye before E3, which is still like 7 months away, I think now now is the time. Just a little date, even a commercial, you know? If they're wedging in commercials in between guests,
Little spot.
have a little Dragon Quest XI spot with a Western release date.
Right.
Yeah. I'm actually on board. I think so.
I can't wait to watch the Dragon Quest XI ad, and you're in it, and you didn't know. It's that Japanese ad where they're playing the game and they're so happy. You're in the new one. I actually see some good suggestions from chat. I think Ni no Kuni 2 would be an easy win.
Oh, yeah.
I think that is a game that every time everyone sees it, they're pretty excited about it.
What is that, February now, or is it did it get delayed past that?
No, I believe it is February. Is that right, Damiani?
Oh my gosh, that's so soon.
Damiani can't hear me.
Damiani chooses
with
not
the
to
game.
hear
He's
us.
deep in the loop. He's in the loop.
Yeah,
with the
he's
gifts.
we've lost him.
Yeah.
Earth Defense Force 5 just came out in Japan.
like a
That's
Doctor
to
Who
me.
episode.
I don't know if it's an
You
easy
listen
win for
to
everybody,
Luke.
but it's an easy win for me.
Yep.
Do we see any Earth Defense Force? It's really good, by the way.
Yeah, I believe you.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, it's more Earth Defense Force.
January,
so whatever your
they're saying.
feelings are on that.
I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna come.
Sorry, Ben. Was it the good one or the bad one? The last TGS, we saw a good Earth Defense Force and a bad Earth Defense Force.
Earth
Yeah, there were
Defense Force,
two,
Atheros
yeah.
Defense Force. It is like as you know and love it.
Okay.
And we're putting a little bit more emphasis on presentation.
Got it.
But it's still. You shoot a rocket launcher at the ant. The ant has the most hilarious ragdoll physics ever. Like it's
And
still,
the frame rate is like
it's
2.
still that. Yeah. Well, the frame rate was fine in what I've played so far. But
Oh, really?
We'll see. We got to get to the later.
Did you
levels.
import it? What did
Yeah,
you do?
I
Like, well,
imported
downloaded it, I guess. Yeah. So it turns out Ni no Kuni is January, so they got to go heavy.
January.
They
It's
got to
gotta
go
be-
heavy on
gotta
it
be
now.
heavy.
Now's the time.
Do we get?
Yeah.
So they at E3 with Ni no Kuni, they had what they basically showed off is I feel like would be prime for a demo. They had basically two little sections that emphasize different things. Is that something where it's like, hey, we're gonna release
Dude, demo. Shadow
that
drop.
E3 section here tonight as a shadow drop for Huber,
I believe
Kyle,
it.
Ian,
Yeah.
and Ben.
You know
I
what?
believe it.
It worked for Final Fantasy 15. That had a bunch of demos.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Let's do RPG demos again.
Let's do RPG demos again. Bring it
Yeah.
back.
Oh,
I'm
that'd
cool
be
with that,
so
man.
cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're going to announce that Kingdom Hearts 3 will come with the Final Fantasy 7 demo. Right after the Star Wars level.
You know,
But it's for pre-orders of the Platinum Edition.
Yeah. The
There's-
$95 one.
Yeah.
there are a lot of things I miss from the PS1,
And they
PS2
sell out
days. That's
immediately.
probably the thing I miss the most.
Yeah.
Give me the hotly anticipated demo.
Like buying Zone
Yeah.
of the Enders
Yeah.
to play the Metal Gear Solid 2 demo.
Right.
It's a good feeling.
Yeah.
Right.
Going to Dreamcatcher to see the Animatrix.
What?
That's the only reason to go
cut.
see
Deep cut.
Dreamcatcher.
Yeah, that was a deep cut.
It's a deep cut.
6 minutes.
6 minutes left.
But they're always late.
We haven't talked about Spider-Man yet.
We have not talked about Spider-Man. You know, I said I was going to come back to that
Yeah,
immediately,
we
and
still
I did
haven't
not.
done it.
Kyle, I feel like Spider-Man is, in terms of things that are important to you in the world of
Yeah.
video games right now, that's top of the list.
We're finally going to get that gameplay demo I was thinking about.
Okay.
Where Peter Parker, and
Yeah.
you hear clip, clop, clip, clop. You hear his feet.
Yeah.
His footsteps.
What kind of shoes is he wearing where he's going clip, clop?
Like
clip,
business
clip,
shoes.
Business
Like business
shoes.
shoes.
Like
got
business
business
shoes.
Yeah.
Okay.
The things that are important to you are very interesting to me.
Yeah, I'm thinking like heavy wooden shoes.
Yeah.
Peter Parker.
He's got those Japanese
Drop your
sandals.
tweets. Drop your tweets. He's got business shoes.
All right, so tell me more about this demo.
A demo that controls its own pacing, you know what I mean? So I
Right.
expect not to see a trailer. I mean, we got a really cool demo from E3 where Spider-Man was Spider-Man, but I want the Peter Parker demo now, so we see what it means to actually play as Peter Parker.
Just taking pictures.
Yeah, I mean, we saw that you get to play as Mary Jane as well, and so maybe that's involved with what they get to show us tonight as well. But yeah, it'd be cool.
We get to play as Mary Jane?
Yeah, confirmed.
I did not
Is
know
she-
that.
I didn't
Yeah.
know that either.
Oh no, that's Spider-Gwen. Never mind.
Spider-Gwen is not in the game.
Not in the game.
She's in a whole other canon. She's a whole other universe.
I
Cool
feel like
suit though.
In her universe, Peter Parker dies.
Nice.
Yeah, so that makes her turn into...
Go like this.
I saw
Got
Spider-Man
some Taco
Homecoming
Bell in there.
last
we go.
weekend. That's a good
Yeah.
flick. It's a fun time.
Which
Spider-Man?
Spider-Man Homecoming. I saw it for the
it's
first
great.
time last weekend.
Oh, it's so
That's
good.
a good movie.
Man in the
movie.
chair.
Man in the chair.
When they released that
Yeah.
big poster of all the people coming to Infinity War,
Yeah.
seeing that they got him,
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, all right.
Man in the chair.
Legit,
No way,
legit
he's
movie.
on the poster?
He is. There's like a big
I'm learning
character
this from
thing.
him.
Cool.
There's a big like 40 characters thing, and he was on it.
Kyle, were
What's
you
his name?
cleaning up some
Ned.
Taco Bell from your face? Is that what was happening?
Yeah,
He's cleaning off a little Taco
little
Bell.
cat back.
Nice.
This loop has made me insane.
Yeah, you got to take it off. Trust me, it really will drive you.
I'm too
What'd you
far
say?
gone.
You were
I'm into
manic.
it.
It made you manic.
I'm
yeah.
manic.
Yeah.
I feel like we're spiritually changed to this, so I'm obliged to ask you: will we get a shadow drop demo for Spider-Man from Insomniac?
No.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for.
We're not
thank you
ready.
for that. We're not ready.
We're not ready for it.
Are we not ready? Or are we not worthy?
Both.
Okay.
No, you know what? We had a tough year. We are worthy. Everyone is worthy.
Everyone is worthy
of a Spider-Man
of a Spider-Man
demo,
demo.
but yeah, we're not ready for it.
The world needs it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shenmue HD.
Huber, so there are things that I know you're looking forward to. Resident Evil 2 Remake, Shenmue 3.
Frenzy.
What's something that we haven't heard of from Michael Huber that you're dreaming about? What's something that you haven't shared with the world yet?
It's been a while since I've shared it,
been a
but
while.
a new.
Ben memed it.
It's been a while since Rocksteady made a game.
Oh.
Yeah, I would love to see anything Batman from Rocksteady.
I was so sure Rocksteady was gonna be at the Game Awards.
Yeah.
I was so
Yeah.
sure.
It's
And you
time.
worked on them.
Yeah. I was so sure, dude.
We will be
I
showing
don't
you
know.
straight.
Yeah, to read
I
that.
really don't know.
How long can they keep teasing us on Twitter?
I don't know.
I don't think their new thing is going to be Sony exclusive. I mean, Batman VR was for a year, but like, I don't think they're going to reveal it tonight. I think it's going to be E3 before we find out what Rocksteady's
E3 is the
Yeah.
right place for a new Rocksteady.
Oh.
But
It's fine.
you can will things
Yeah.
into existence. I don't doubt
I don't
your
mind
process.
waiting
seen it.
6 months.
I've seen Huber do it.
I've seen it. So I was watching the Game Awards by my lonesome last night, kind of just interpreting things by myself. I honestly thought that SoulCalibur VI looked great. I thought that was a
heck yeah.
really good trailer. Is
Unreal
the
Engine.
panel? Yeah.
Unreal Engine.
Yeah.
That lighting.
It just gets the job done.
It just gets Listen, you want to make something? Yeah. We'll get the job.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait, you got a sword fighting game? Yeah, whatever.
Right.
We could do that.
Will Bayonetta be in Soul Calibur?
Yes, the Switch version.
Yep. The
Yes.
Switch version.
That's-
of
Yes,
Yes,
SoulCalibur.
yes.
Wait,
this time.
I think
no.
Soul Calibur did it not have Switch on the bottom of the trailer though? I feel like that was the one that
no.
didn't. One of them didn't, and we were like, no Switch.
It might have been.
There's something we
can't remember if it
haven't
was
talked
that.
about, and according to the rumors, it's not going to be announced until E3. But rumors are rumors.
We have to talk about it.
So we have to talk about it, and we can dream. The number one thing for me, the thing that would send me through a roof, the roof, not a roof, not any random roof, the titular roof, is Devil May Cry 5. What are the chances, Ian Hink?
56%.
56%. That was a lot higher than I was expecting.
Yeah.
Kyle Bossman, give me a percentage.
That rumor was so specific. I'm all in on it. There's a 12% chance we'll see Devil May Cry 5
Dropping down
tonight.
to 12.
Yep.
From Kyle Bossman.
98% chance we see Devil May Cry. That calculated
Yeah, that's
announcement
easy.
of the HD collection coming out.
That's to tide us over till
98%.
E3.
98%.
98%.
Dante rises tonight.
Okay, so I gotta ask you, Huber, what's the other 2% doing?
The other 2% is if like the guy with the footage is stuck in traffic.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
So like,
Yeah.
no, it's 100%.
Yeah.
Like that is their intent.
Barring
But
incident.
the 2% is human
Yeah.
error.
Human error.
Human error.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Oh boy.
I deleted it.
The data is corrupted.
Partway through the presentation, a guy comes out to the dude on the couch and just like, he thinks he's whispering, but like we hear it in the mic, and then the man on the
let's see a
couch
little more of dreams.
he just goes white. Come back out here, Media Molecule.
By the way, I've been hard on Dreams. I liked the new trailer.
That looks cool.
Dreams looks good.
Yeah.
Very
I like
excited to
Dreams.
make weird
Good
things.
follow up, Kyle. Nice.
Yeah, I like
Let's see a little more dreams.
I like how Dreams is looking right now.
Just keep it rolling. Oh, that's good. I don't know where else to go from there.
Getting over it console release.
Oh, we're at any minute right now.
We're
Any
in
minute. It's Sony, so probably like 5-10 minutes.
So last minute Dreams definitely just is some cool HD PS1 games. Ape
cool
Escape,
HD PS1
Ape
games.
Escape highest among them.
Ape Escape Highs among them. What's below?
Oh!
Never mind.
Or
Forget
Jammer
it.
Lamb would be
We
sick
gotta
too.
watch the show.
Speculation over. Some crowd noise.
That's a big stage.
That's a presentation!
That's no
Guy on the couch.
Yeah,
I know!
Guy on the couch.
That's real deal right there.
That's a Shenmue 3
Opening.
stage.
Yeah.
Level 2 calling now.
I am nervous every time this happens.
Now we can be hyped again, right?
Yeah.
Shadow.
Anaheim,
Immediately.
a CG render of the
that-
Anaheim
is
Convention
that-
Center. Yeah. All right, they got custom graphics.
Pretty epic.
This is
We
my
never
bug.
yeah,
This is
predicted
crazy.
this, though. A CG rendering of the Anaheim Conference Center. Digital PSX that you can download right now.
That'd be cool.
Explore
Ubisoft?
at home.
Yeah.
Whoa, is this
Ubisoft logo?
Ian, do you like Contact?
That's Thunder.
The movie Contact?
Yeah.
Everyone's like,
Ghost
Ghost of Tsushima.
There's a lot of people there.
Spidey! Part of the PlayStation logo.
I saw like a Damiani twitch from Kyle right there when Spider-Man
Spider-Man
came on
appeared? That's
stage.
embarrassing.
The Sims? What is that?
I forgot about it. What is the name of that game? Where the kid...
Bullet
Yeah.
graffiti game, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We all collectively forget it.
Yes.
All right,
Yes.
game journalist.
Graffiti, living,
Monsters in the wall.
lots of cutting to the wide here.
Will there be a Destiny 2 commercial, Ian, tonight?
Oh, yeah. Always. There must be.
Concrete jungle. Right?
Concrete Genie. Guacamole.
Huber's getting nervous.
I am
now.
nervous. Every time.
Bear Huber.
Is it a good news?
It's a good. It's like an anxious nervousness.
We had Huber at like reasonable expectations.
Yeah, so
right?
this is hyping.
Now
this
he's
is
Reasonable expectation is
Yeah.
98%, by the way. Would anybody like anything to drink before we get going?
I'm great. Thank you.
I've got a Vosser.
This is very PS3 era, starting off with a montage.
Yeah. Persona 5.
I like the vibe of the crowd though. People are going nuts.
Oh my god.
They'll be disappointed soon.
Okay. So now we move into PSVR stuff. Is that what's happening here? Yeah.
I'm out of it. I saw that silenced pistol and I thought it was GoldenEye. That's how out of control.
That loop really drove you
Your hype
insane.
is too high.
Yeah.
You're too hyped.
Bring it down.
Rein it in.
It's like GoldenEye. What?
Oh, that's that one you like.
Moss.
Yeah. Moss. Is that coming out this year or what, Moss?
Oh man, I can't wait for Moss.
Is that Dino Frontier?
Yeah.
I still need to play Dino Frontier.
It's good, dude.
What song does this remind me of?
Come on.
PlayStation
no
View.
one wants. No one
Lol.
wants that.
PlayStation.
450 games? Whoa!
Oh.
That's so many.
Ghost of Tsushima
I know.
looks killer.
Killer
app.
Killer app.
So Ian, I do think there is a couch.
The Oni
Yes, there is a couch and 2 chairs at least.
So that part was accurate.
Yeah. Looks like several couches. Yeah, it does not bode well.
The couches?
Couches.
It bodes well.
Goes very well.
PC Showcase.
They didn't even have a couch at PC Showcase.
Not this time, yeah. Oh, is that a little near in there?
Red Dead.
Yes, I read that.
I think I saw Ape Escape in there.
My name is
Okay,
Sila.
if they didn't want to get people hyped.
Yeah, right?
I was crying
Settle
about
down
the
with that
graphics
edit.
package, and then
Ladies
they
and
brought up a
gentlemen,
CG
please
render of the
welcome
Anaheim
Shawn
Convention. I'm
Layden and
happy.
Sid Schumann.
You're right about Sid Schumann.
Okay, watch those hands.
2, 3.
That's many couches.
You know, I don't know if he does it.
That jacket. Shawn Layden Unchained.
I don't know if he does it when he sits.
Oh no, they're so
He's got the
Hello.
armrest.
Yeah.
Welcome.
They're
I'm so
never
glad
touching.
you could join us here at
Everything about Shawn
PlayStation
Layden.
Experience. Thank you so much for coming. Shawn.
Is this a furniture convention?
I for sure got the hands moving.
Oh, there it is.
Play a game.
But
We're gonna
it's more-
kind of
since we
move
saw
our
him,
way
it's
back and
like
forth
more than
across
40.
the different segments here.
Right, and hopefully ending up with those nice postmodern gray office chairs. This is awesome. Yeah.
In all seriousness, folks, it is unbelievable to be here again at another PlayStation Experience. So
Q&A.
exciting to have all of you here. I really give yourselves a round of
Casual
applause for
Layden,
joining
I'm
us here
so
in
hyped
Anaheim.
for.
Yeah.
They could announce nothing, and I'm ready.
I wish he came out with
yeah.
a beard.
This is the fourth one. It's the fourth one.
No,
and
no,
I
dude,
can't
like
think
some
of a better way to
Chardonnay.
close out this highly memorable
It's still
year
Shawn Layden.
than with my friends. So thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks for coming, everybody. Really.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Great to be
Yeah,
here.
he's unzipping that jacket at some
And
point.
Shawn, it's been a heck of a year.
Wow,
And it's got
hasn't it been just?
Zenyatta on it.
It's been a crazy year, 2017. I think we saw a lot of great game releases. Any
hair.
Uncharted fans out there?
Nope.
No,
I'm a huge Uncharted fan.
We're
Just
certainly
like, come
proud
on.
and pleased with what our friends in Amsterdam pulled together with Horizon Zero Dawn.
There we go. There we go.
And then without telling anybody, just kind of slipped the frozen wilds.
I was just like,
Yeah.
because that's
Yeah,
what
they
they
did.
do.
Sneak it
just
out
slipped
there.
it
I
out
mean,
there.
what's great too is the year got off to such an incredible start. Resident Evil 7, one of my absolute favorites this year.
Yes.
Resident Evil
If you haven't played that in PlayStation VR, you haven't played it.
Good man. Creators
Persona
Intent.
5, Nier Automata.
Yeah.
Incredible year, incredible games. One of the
Man,
strongest
people just-
game
What?
lineups I've seen in years.
I think
My personal
I just saw
favorite,
some
one of them
allies in the
anyway,
audience
is
there.
Everybody's Golf.
That's a terrific game.
Can we get some
Terrific
love
game.
for my golf game,
Just
please?
in a weird way,
Grabs
them
Rush
name dropping
2,
everybody's
right?
golf makes me more excited
Yeah,
about
we
this
sit here
show.
all
Like,
night
this is going in a
listing,
different direction.
listing all the incredible games that came out this year.
Right.
But we've got a little bit more in
We've
store.
got other things to do.
That's right.
Yes, that's right.
I mean, I think it's such a special year. And I mean, then we had Paris Games Week. I mean,
Went really well. We saw the reveal of Sucker Punch's new opus.
We sure did.
Ghosts.
Their new
Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah, that's going to be great. We saw some of that in the trailer right now, but there was a lot that happened in 2017, and we can talk about that, and we can share some of our memories of that with everybody here. But 2018 is going to be another tremendous year for PlayStation, both in PS4 and PSVR.
Are you fading?
And we're going to talk
No,
a little
I'm
bit
not.
about 2018 here
I'm
tonight.
nervous.
We're also going to bring you
Talk about
some of the
2018.
Yeah.
world's top developers right here. I think
Heart
it's
is
something that makes
pounding.
PlayStation experience unique and special. As you folks can be right here with us, all of our friends right here.
Thus, all the furniture.
And all this furniture right here.
We're going to try to build a super group up here.
You can tell us what you think at the end, but I think we have a special night here ahead of us. We're going to have some old friends dropping by, Shawn.
Yeah, we're going to have our group chairman, Andy House, is in the house.
That's right.
Lion.
He'll be joining us later with our old friend, Mark Cerny.
That's right. PS4 system architect. Mark
Geo.
Cerny's dropping by. Do you
We need
guys,
Geo.
are you guys
where's
fans of
Geo?
God of War? You like God of War? Okay. Corey Barlog from Santa
Nice.
Monica Studio. He's going to come in and
Love
give us a
Barlog.
development
Heck
update
yeah.
here tonight.
Right. The taxi's outside with the
think it's
meter
an hour and
running,
a
but
half.
Corey's going to run in here, deliver a report, and then get right back to the studio and get that work done. And we're having Media Molecule.
Yeah, Media Molecule.
Dreams.
Did you guys check out the Game Awards last night? You see that new trailer?
Yeah, I thought that was awesome.
Incredible.
That Oral
incredible.
hat?
Great
Yeah.
stuff.
We're also going to take another look at Concrete Genie here a little bit
Definitely.
later tonight. One we're all very, very
don't
excited
like
about.
it when they
Another
tell
one we
you
announced in
everything you're
Paris
gonna
this
see.
year.
No, they're
So
doing
we're
the
gonna
right
have
thing.
some updates on 2018
Managing
games. We're going to take a
expectations.
peek or two at the PlayStation Experience show floor, which I know a lot of you are
They're
going to be
doing this for
excited to
Hubert.
check out over the weekend. And
They
there might
wanna
be a
let him down
surprise or
easy.
two.
So he doesn't have a
Shawn,
heart
what do you think?
attack.
Yeah.
I think there's more than a surprise or two, indeed. And
Uh-oh.
we have some
Uh-oh.
shows.
Uh-oh.
There
it is.
Yeah, we're
Heart
going
attack
to
game.
have a big weekend here.
Okay.
And actually, one of the things I'm
98%.
personally super excited for are the panels we've got going on
Yeah, it's a
tomorrow.
great lineup.
Really killer
Yeah.
panel lineup. I think the best we've ever had. I mean, look at this stuff here.
Cross,
We've
cross,
got
cross.
Naughty Dog doing not one but two panels. The cast of The
Right.
Last of Us 2 will be right
gotta
here.
see that IGN
right on the
panel.
stage, actually.
Dude.
They're
You'll
gonna
be
rank
able to
the top
see
10
them. You'll be able
PlayStation
to
games? I
see all
gotta
the
see that.
Uncharted
That's
voice
official.
actors for the big
That's
10-year
official.
anniversary.
Yeah. Those will be
Sucker
the top
Punch
10.
stopping
Yeah.
by,
You can't argue
Media
with that.
Molecule
Nope.
stopping
I actually
by.
really wanna see the
Super
Ghost of
excited that
Tsushima
Justin
panel.
Roiland and
Actually,
William
I
Pugh are going to be
think I'm
stopping
gonna
by.
make that.
I'm a
Really good
huge
panel.
Rick and
Yeah.
Morty fan. I can't wait to see what these guys are up to with Accounting Plus. So it's just a lot of great stuff.
Yes.
Then can we talk about that show floor?
Yes, the show floor. We were taking a look at that earlier today. It's like nothing we've done before.
Yeah, we have some photos, I think, too, if we could show
Oh, can we
some
put
of
this
those.
up on the screen?
Days Gone. I mean, that's an experience right there. Get your phone ready.
Yeah, that's
Crazy.
the entryway, so you're going to have to find a way to get through
intense.
that.
Are they ticklish? We'll find out
We're going to
tomorrow.
find out, yeah.
Another
and,
one-
and
Why
one
are
of
there
them is a
so
real
many
human.
couches?
You have to find out which
They're gonna
one that
fill
is.
them with devs.
Another one
Film
I'm
up.
really excited about. It's incredible. Shadow of the Colossus. Wait till you see this.
Do we get on it? I think we get on
guaranteed
Tell
it.
them
that's
what
a
they get
photo
to
op,
do,
yeah.
Shawn.
So what you get to
photo.
do, this is one of the key colossi from the game. You will be able to climb up the back
That's
of
one of
it
the key colossi?
and
Oh
put
my
that
gosh.
sword right into the center of his head.
Damiani, dude.
That line is
If you
gonna be
wanted to
great.
play the
That line
game,
is gonna be
you'll be
That
able to
line
do
is
now
going to be
at
That is
insane.
It's incredible. And I mean, that's just a taste. There's so much more.
That's
it's
such
the
a good
biggest
idea,
show we've
though.
done yet.
Oh, yeah.
So I hope you all check it out tomorrow and let us know what you think. Got a lot of PlayStation VR here. I know not everyone
sure
gets a
to
chance to
complain
go
about
on
the
with this.
inspection.
Oh.
This is the Inpatient.
The impatient is here.
The Inpatient from
And-
Supermassive.
Oh, that was nice of Oz to sit in the wheelchair like that.
Yeah.
But you will be taken
Yeah,
into
wait, oh,
this
that's- there we
experience
go.
via
We didn't understand what he was
wheelchair, and
joking
you will have an
about.
Asylum,
Yeah, I was like, is he just talking about someone in the
experience,
audience?
I
just
know.
like it is in the game.
Wheel
Sean,
you
no.
in,
Totally
they close the
creepy.
curtain, and
Trust
you
me.
play the demo. It's incredible. So
It's not for the faint of heart.
not at
The
all.
demo's
So
pretty cool.
around 80 playable PlayStation VR experiences here over the weekend. And so lots to see and do on the PlayStation VR front. But actually, Shawn, speaking of PlayStation VR,
Right.
I believe you do have a new PlayStation VR game to reveal here tonight.
Yes, we do, and I think it's really important though to
This
talk about
is
the VR
less
stuff.
bad
Get
than I
out there
thought it would
over the
be.
next couple of days
Yeah.
and experience it because
But it's not
you
as
can
good
read
as
about
it
it on
has
the
been.
web. You can hear
for
Sid and
sure.
I talk
Yeah.
about it all the
I
time.
think
But until
that
you put the
captures it
headset
pretty
on and have a gaming experience like that, you'll never really know what it's like. So please, for the next couple of days, get in there and do that because we have a new game we're announcing tonight called Firewall. Firewall 0 Hour, I think is the full title. Let's take a look
Probably
at that.
try to
Yeah, here
know
we go.
that.
This is the
Yeah.
first gameplay we're seeing of Firewall. Now, this is actually from the
is
folks
right.
at First Contact Entertainment. They're serious shooter
Reminds me of
developers.
old Rainbow
This
Six
is
Siege.
a
Yeah.
team-based 4v4
God, VR games
4v4
just don't
tactical
do well.
first-person shooter. So
4v4?
attack and
This
defense
footage,
on the
though,
two
is
teams.
so
Yeah, this is
So bad. Yeah, this is bad.
Bad footage. But I'm hyped for 4v4.
It's like look up.
Okay, there you go.
There we go.
Peeking
Somebody
around
figured out
corners
their
here. We're going to see some of that here in the footage, but
Switcher
just a
or whatever.
very early sneak peek for all of you here. Firewall
Yeah,
is
this
coming
is
to
rough.
PlayStation
So it's
VR.
Rainbow Six Siege,
You'll
but
be able to use
in
either
VR.
a DualShock or your PlayStation VR aim controller
This
if you've ever
footage,
picked up one of
though.
those,
Yeah.
or Farpoint or
Come
something
on.
like that. So this is looking mighty promising, I gotta say.
PSX is
It's
dead.
incredible.
Long
It's
live
so
PSX.
tense to be in that four on four
VR
trapped
though?
in the room, throwing
Yeah,
flashbangs
yeah.
and trying to
Wasn't
get
ready to
out
be
of-
shown.
Yeah.
Wasn't ready
Yeah,
to
this
be
is what we've been wanting to tell folks
pulled it
about
out
for
of
a
the
while.
wild early.
I know people
Show
who've
trailer.
tried
Yeah,
it
not-
have really come out raving.
1 out
So-
of 10
and it's
is
on the
low.
floor.
That's right. It's on the floor here. You'll be able to play it
like a
this
3.
weekend, 4-on-4. Firewall.
We can play it this weekend, I
Oh.
guess. Maybe it's
Huber,
not
go
a little
play it.
early.
Yeah.
together.
Absolutely.
And
We gotta
it'll be
build up
exclusive
four.
to
Let's
PlayStation
make a
VR,
squad.
so,
100%.
excited
Brad,
to see that.
100%.
Exclusive.
So,
Brad is in.
Shawn, what else do we have on the VR front? Anything else?
We have a gift, and
Shadow Drop.
a year ago, we launched one of my most favorite games, The Last Guardian. Any Last Guardian fans?
Last Guardian VR.
It was such a seminal moment for my career because I think I've been working on that game my entire career. and so we were able to ship it last year around this time. And in the meantime, Ueda-san and the group have come together, and they've made a VR experience based in the world of Last Guardian, where you'll be able to go in there and experience that with Trico, calling the beast and moving across a level. It's probably, I don't know,
Kinda
15,
exciting.
20 minutes of gameplay.
That's what I'm hyped
But we'll be
for.
putting that
Yeah, that's
up
it. That's-
on
yeah.
the PlayStation
Just say
Store.
December 12th here in the U.S. and Europe.
Not a shadow.
And that's our Christmas present to everybody. So
What's
please go
like
get it.
close to a shadow?
Next week
What's
it's
a
free.
term for that?
Yeah.
It is actually
misty drop.
standalone
A misty
experience.
drop.
You don't need to
That was a
actually own The
misty
Last
drop.
Guardian either. So if you've got PlayStation VR,
Damn
you can
drop.
get The Last Guardian
Foggy
VR
drop.
demo.
Yeah,
We've
foggy
seen a little
drop.
footage here.
Fog drop.
Sean, do you think Trico's feathers are more plush and downy in VR?
Well, I think you can only rub them one way. But yes, plush and downy would be one way to call it.
Yeah, there he is,
There, and you'll be able to call it.
our fine feathered friend.
That's cool.
Yeah. It is
Get
it's
out of
something
here,
else. It really
butterfly.
is. So please, make some time during the next couple of days and get in and try this. And then
Yeah.
on December 12th, go home, download it,
home and play it.
enjoy for Christmas.
That's really weird.
Nice
Why
stocking
December
stuffer
12th? Why
there.
not
So
right
that's
now?
the Last Guardian VR demo.
Like, what are those, what are those
next
3 days going to give me?
PSX to play it first.
Oh, maybe.
I don't know. Yeah.
Maybe.
That is weird though.
But wait, there's more.
There is more. There is more.
We like to go back from time to time and look at some of our classic catalog games that we
baby.
have because we believe that
He's not
a
talking
great
about
game is
Resident
always a
Evil,
great
dude.
game.
He's
and
not.
sometimes you have to refresh and bring them
talking about
back
Ape Escape.
on new platforms because sadly you can't go out and buy a PS1 and play it. So
Yeah, dude.
what we
PS1
have here
classic.
is we've taken a game we delivered last year. We brought Wipeout back, and now we're going to bring out Wipeout VR.
Yeah, let's check out the trailer.
Wrong setup for Wipeout VR.
Wrong setup.
Wrong setup.
That was like Ape Escape's
Yeah.
back to
Yeah.
the
Yep.
tone, you know?
Yep.
Yeah.
Wrong setup.
Come on.
Wipeout has always been that kind of game where it's like, yeah, okay, it's fun, but like,
I wanna check-
it's
I do
never
wanna check this
exciting.
out.
Yeah. It's like, I believe you that it's very good. I believe you. But
You would get I would get sick of the dog playing that.
I don't know. Skyrim VR is the worst that I've felt for sure.
On
Really?
PSVR.
Brad was bragging about how it doesn't give him the queeze at all.
That's a Brad thing.
PSVR makes me sick immediately.
Brad was like, dude, I was playing that for hours. It's like, all right.
All right, Brad.
Why, Brad? Why?
Okay,
You'll be able to
Dovahkiin.
download
All
a
right.
copy of Wipeout,
All right.
and this will add the VR capabilities to the game you have.
yeah. Yeah.
So You have to supply your own air sickness bags. We can't give you any help with that.
Yeah, and the
He
free
knows,
VR
he
update
knows.
is coming early.
It's an
2018,
inferior
Shawn.
product.
Yep.
That's
Yep.
right.
It's on schedule. It's on time.
I think a strong start so far to 2018.
I really
And
liked
I
that
gotta
comment.
say, I'm actually
That
really
was him
getting
in a
fired
board
up about
meeting,
2018.
yeah, that's
great. It's on
I mean,
schedule,
we've
it's
got Far
on
Cry
time.
5 coming
looks
early
great.
on in the year. Really excited for that
Yeah.
one.
That looks great.
Shadow of the Colossus, which
Yeah. And that's
I mean,
all going to be playable on the show
all
floor.
playable on the show floor, and Shadow of the Colossus is being played on PlayStation 4 Pro, and wait till you see that.
Yeah.
It is stunning.
Amazing.
But before we get into all the 2018 stuff, because we got some more to talk about there.
We got a lot of chairs here.
Got a lot of chairs here. So I wanted to revisit what I think is 2017's biggest game. So please welcome Herman Holst from Guerrilla Games.
It's a big game, Sid, but
It didn't win anything.
I think he's doing a good job of hosting this, by the way.
Oh yeah,
He's working with what he's got.
yeah. For what this is, he's doing great.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Herman Holst.
I should probably play this.
Yeah.
It's good.
Give it the 5 hours. You know?
Yeah. I wanna do it.
tonight. Hey, Shawn.
Hey, Herb.
It's very good. It's a very good game.
Sid.
It is very.
Can I borrow your copy?
Yeah, I think you can.
We have a lot of family.
Yeah, we do. Big family. Yeah.
We love
How are you
Whoa,
guys?
Sean Layden is Andy Richter'ing it,
Yeah.
getting pushed aside.
Is Jones there?
Jones is there.
Herman, you're looking
So is
rested.
Bloodworth.
Nice.
Bloodworth's
Show
there.
Jones. Show Bloodworth.
Taking my time.
Yeah.
Silent
I'm here on
consonants in
vacation
there.
for 40 hours.
Well, I mean, from my perspective, 2017 has kind of been the year of Horizon Zero Dawn. I mean, it's
Yeah, settle in, gang.
clearly
This is
a
what this
humongous
is.
hit.
This
I
is
mean,
what
people
this
have
is.
fallen
This is
in love with
what
this.
this
It's
is.
a
All the announcements
tremendously
are
great
over.
looking game
Yeah.
on PlayStation
Wipeout
4
HD is
Pro,
the headline.
Standard PlayStation 4. Nominations
said a couple
out
of
the
surprises.
wazoo,
We've
and
had
you guys
two.
just shipped the Frozen Wilds
done.
too. I mean, that's one hell of a year.
It's
Yeah.
been a fantastic
Pretty crazy
year. I
to
mean, we
fill in
worked on
time
this
with
game for
a
7
game that's
years.
already
A
out.
game that's
and
out.
then when it-
You know?
I am
when
thinking
you
about Zelda
finally
so
get,
hard right
get
now.
it in the hands of you guys, and we hear about it, and we see people being so active. It's just heartwarming for us.
Yeah, what is on
Yeah,
that
and,
shit?
and then you got the Frozen
Well,
Wilds,
that's one
which
of
you
the
just put
tall
out
necks,
too. I
right?
mean, that's
What's
a
on
whole
Shawn
bunch of
Layden's
new
shirt, though?
content. It's unusual to see an expansion, I think, of
Just
that
getting started.
size come
Just
out
getting
the same
started.
year
Just
getting
as
started.
big as Horizon.
Gotta go
Zero
down.
And you know
before
what?
come
We
up.
actually just started working
Gotta build 'em
on
up.
the week
Build 'em up.
after we shipped.
Oh, yeah.
98%
There
is
was
not
no
something you
preparation.
started.
There's no time
How
for
many
that
new
at all.
characters will
It's
speak?
a good chunk
Zero
of
so
content
far.
that we made in, 8-9 months?
Dude, yeah.
It's been a busy year.
Impressive.
What did I say? I said the lower one,
You know,
right?
given the fact the game is a huge hit, what sort of surprised you most?
It's only been
in terms of
20
fan
minutes.
reaction?
It's a long way to go, Kyle.
Oh my
There's
God,
been
it's
so
been-
many surprises.
it's
on
only
this,
been
on this
20
project.
minutes.
There you go.
I would say the just the feedback
Felt like
from
we were
the
wrapping up
audience.
the
I mean,
show.
we've had such amazing
Did I
responses.
tell you guys I got the treehouse?
We got this.
Animal
Actually, this is a
Crossing?
mail that Shawn
that
forwarded on
good?
to me from
phone game?
from a president
No,
of
the
one of
Treehouse.
the game studios. He had
It's the
4
highest
daughters.
natural
And he
thing.
just sent this
Oh.
note that his daughters, young
now I
girls,
haven't played the game
they
since.
rearranged
Yeah.
the furniture
I want- I
in their
got there.
home.
I want Pocket
So
Camp
that they
to have,
could practice like Aloy,
the
because it was a
world
character
tree.
that
Like,
for
it
the
just
first time actually
slowly
looked
became
like
like a
it's
fantastic-
these kind of responses, or it's the cosplayers that
Yggdrasil.
so many of them. They,
Yggdrasil.
come out
This
the
will
studio,
take
they've
3
kind of
years
become
to
super
build.
fans. They invest so much in it.
You're like,
Or
forget.
the sheer amount of time that people spend in the
Can you
game.
guys just shoot the
podcast?
So people have spent weeks and weeks just not taking snaps, because it actually borders pretty much professional photography.
It's incredible, yeah.
So
Yeah, I've seen a lot of
it's
really
actually
photos,
the,
to be fair.
the extent
From
of
Horizon
that
Zero
kind of
Dawn. That's
feedback
definitely one
that's
of
been
the
most surprising
on my
to me.
Twitter feed.
When it's great to have such a
One of the
strong
best,
female protagonist
photo
that has been, loved
uses
by the entire
in a
PlayStation
game I've ever
community.
seen.
We've just
Oh,
created
really?
a whole
Yeah,
new,
so many good
Is
ones.
is there lore in game
A whole
for
new
it?
icon
Does she have like a
for-
camera,
for-
or is it just
It's like Odyssey.
Beautiful
It's
game, one of my
President
absolute
Obama.
favorites this year. Now, okay,
Yeah,
from
Odyssey
my
is really good.
selfish
Yes.
perspective, one of the reasons I'm so
Am I the only
pleased
one
to
that
see
doesn't like
Horizon be
PS4?
such a huge hit is because, well,
Damiani
it's a
hasn't
single
taken
player
the lead.
game. And I love single player games.
diggity, eh?
I mean, I think it's fair to say it's sort of, it seems like people still want them. What do you think?
I've answered that question right there.
I think they're dead, man. No, the strange thing is, it's by far our best-selling game, and it's the first solely
such a hot
single-player
topic right
game
now.
that we've
I know.
made in a
EA
long
and
time.
mul-
I don't really get the debate that
microtransactions.
much. To
Easy
me,
applause.
when you're
Go for it.
Yeah, why
somebody
not?
like myself, sometimes you're after this kind of magical unbroken.
It's actually crazy he just said
narrative
by far our
experience,
best-selling
and there
game.
is no other way
Because it's only been
really
out a
than
year.
having that,
And
that
those kill zones I
single-player
thought were actually pretty
experience. So
successful.
There will always be a market for
They're
that.
always like
It's
kind
hugely
of
important.
successful.
You're right.
Especially
Because,
in
like,
a
they're,
world
like,
as
came with the
unique
system
and
almost, I feel
exotic and interesting as Horizon
Well,
Zero
it didn't.
Dawn,
They
with the
didn't, but-
characters interesting and unique as Aloy. So
You don't want to be interrupted. You want to be in that magic spell
Yeah.
and stay there. And
Chat,
that's
give me some
why
data.
sometimes a single-player game can be the
Is that
Get
a
us
big
the
deal or not?
MPDs.
absolutely, couldn't
Yeah.
agree more. Herman, you're going to stay with us here tonight, and we're going to
I
have
like
some
those
other folks
M2
dropping in. Thank you so much, Herman.
Towerfall, not so much.
Horizon is not the only
Yeah,
narrative-based
there are some Killzone
single-player
games
game
I like.
PlayStation's
I don't like any
focused on
Killzone
right
game as
now.
much as I like Horizon.
Anyone interested in a small, handcrafted artisan franchise by the name of God of War?
That was
Come
weird.
with that,
Okay,
Corey.
okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Wait, I'm sorry.
in that
Are they done
case,
talking to Herman Holst?
How about we welcome
But he's gonna
Corey
stay out
Barlow.
Yeah.
He's the creative
That's a
director
bummer.
at Santa
That's
Monica
actually-
Studio.
Dream Team, dude. They're forming the Justice League right
It
now.
is. I think I just wish they asked him, I don't know, more meaty questions or
Yeah.
something.
Other than
Well, the game's
how
already
awesome
out.
is your game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you trust your wife?
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome
I don't
Corey
have a
Barlow.
Trust your wife.
That's how they lead it up. Hey, welcome to the show.
Corey Barlog. Praise Corey Barlog.
Yeah, he's a cool guy.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody.
W. Lucha, no, you haven't missed any trailer.
God of War.
Man, he's
Not
gonna
really.
Andy Richter right off this couch in a
Oh
second.
boy, oh boy.
3.6
Corey
mil for
Barlow,
Horizon.
Great to
Thank
see
you,
you again.
Wow.
Good to see you.
Yeah.
That is huge. That's an
All
enormous.
right. Well, you know what? I'm going to cut to the chase on this one. Can we get a little bit of a status check on God of War? How's that one coming along?
He's stressed, dude.
Right to the heart.
He's been working.
They're crunching like crazy. Yeah.
no.
Apparently it's really
just right
intense.
to it. All right, fantastic. It's going.
He looks
really
like green
good.
screened almost.
We are in a
is.
final
Oh.
phases right
He's not
now,
there.
doing a lot of playtesting.
He's in Santa Monica.
He's very
Throw a stone
excited.
through him at the end of the video.
I'm very excited.
Excited.
But it is, it's a big game.
I gotta get some clear glasses.
Oh my god, I'm
You like
so
that?
ready.
Yeah.
Apparently,
Yo,
you,
is
can
God of
I
War
would
gonna
like
be?
to clear
Is God of War
glasses.
gonna be like 30 hours?
you can get clear
me 100,
sunglasses
dude.
apparently.
100 hours.
Freebird?
Well,
Is
this
that
thing's
what
Are
off
you
the
just
rails.
talking to the audience?
Yeah.
You feeling confident, Corey?
Oh, absolutely.
they
I'm feeling
plan
very
this?
good about things.
What's happening?
I would love to be able to tell people
there
when we're going
security?
to release it, but my
Security?
delegate the release date, so I don't have that right now. But I can tell you a little bit more about it.
There's no release date?
Yeah.
Right now, we are in the playtesting phases. In fact, this week we just finished up a playtest, and over the last 4 or 5 playtests, we've been clocking in. I think the total gameplay time is somewhere in the arena of 25 to 35 hours.
Whoa.
Wow. Very nice. Yeah.
That's long.
That's big. I mean,
It's not as big as this game, but
I think he might be
a
yawning.
given.
I think he might be yawning.
That's a
though.
gift.
getting there. I
To
mean,
that
I
guy's
gotta say,
credit.
I
Gift
was
that.
It was in the maybe 10, 15, 20 hours.
Yeah, that's what I was telling people.
I'm into this.
Yeah.
My back just
And
is
then we sort of
tired.
accidentally made it a lot bigger.
Oops. Yeah. It's twice as big as we expected. That's funny. So, Shawn, a question I've been wondering about.
You're fired.
Corey obviously has a very unique vision here for God of War. It is quite a shift from what we've seen from the last six games, I think it is, in the series.
Right.
So what was it about Corey's pitch and his vision that sold worldwide studios on this new God of War?
A bribe.
Well, he said he'd ship in 2018. Corey has so much expertise and knowledge and special secret
circle.
skills, as if he might have sat in some library at some
It's not a
university
skull,
and
chat.
reading all the
Confirmed, not a
forbidden,
skull.
Norse mythology books they have in the back room.
Bloodborne 2.
This is totally true.
Not even close.
And so when he took me through his vision for the game and really taking it to a new place, not only by by the camera angle, but the type of story we're telling, a more narrative driven and not so like brawler driven kind of game, I thought this is exactly the place where we need to take something like the God of War franchise. It keeps it true to its roots, yet
close
makes
to the
it new
stuff I'm
all
actually
over again
curious
for a
about.
new audience.
The idea of
And that's
Corey
what Corey
Barlow
sold me on. It
pitching to
took him
Shawn
about
Layden
90
is
minutes
actually
to sell it.
incredibly
I just told you
interesting.
before
Oh,
this,
yeah.
but
It's just still very fluffy, you know?
it was exactly
I'm a
what.
bit loquacious like that.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the guy who's already shipped his game, and this is the guy who's in
Right.
crunch.
Yeah.
He is way more relaxed.
Chilling, dude.
Yeah.
What are you still doing here, man? You gotta be. What's the butt count?
He's like, you're not even joking. Like, I need to get out
So
of
Corey,
here.
the game is at least bigger than I expected. I can say that based
Me
on what
too.
you've been telling me. It's large. It's large. So, but in a big world like that, how do you sort of keep a narrative focus? Like, how do you stay on track with the player?
Very, very, very carefully. I mean, playtesting honestly has really helped us a lot to figure
many
out
hours of sleep
how
did Corey
we
get last
keep
night?
the player focused. And one of the
3.
original things I was talking to
3?
people about was
2 or
treating
3.
the game like
Kojima 2.
a tour bus.
Yeah.
Wait, what's he
So
do?
that
He
you're
does
in this
4.
massive world,
At
and
a
we're
time?
sort of
4
rewarding
hours,
the
yeah.
player for being curious.
No, he just
and
picks
you can kind
4
of pull the
separate
string
hours
to get
throughout
off
the
the
day.
tour
Well, that was
bus,
like
which
that
the tour bus is the
Einstein
narrative
rumor that he
in
would
the
like
story.
sleep for 20 minutes
And
every
you kinda go
hour or
look
something,
around,
which is
check
not
out
true.
The world, but the bus is always a few steps away, no matter what you do. So it's kind of a fun exploration in the world.
The music loop did
bus.
kind of mess with
tour
me.
bus.
I think we
right?
use the analogy of a theme park just around the corner here, Disneyland, for making Horizon Zero Dawn. Or a tour bus.
And that really
We
was
said
like a
before
theme
this
park.
that they
It's
had
a theme
managed
park.
expectations. I think they did
So,
not manage them
Corey,
low
since we
enough.
got you here, I wanted to run through the latest gameplay footage actually that we saw at Paris
All right.
from God of
Like,
War. But
think
because
like
we
a
got you
low-key
here,
talk
you
show is what they should have
add
pitched.
some
They
context
should-
and
yeah,
some
they should have
information that
said
we maybe didn't have
Envision
last
a
time.
low-key
Oh,
talk show.
good.
Envision
Let's
a
go
Q&A.
ahead.
Exact phrase.
Let's go ahead
Yeah.
and roll that.
Should have started
Low-key
it
talk
Say
show.
like right away.
late night.
Yeah.
I was talking about playtesting.
Low-key
We
talk
were
show
still
Q&A on
building
the
the
couch.
system for the kids' ability to talk in game, the banter system we call it. So Atreus in the game wasn't fully talking a lot. So when we made this video, I was dropping the audio in without us having playtested it. So I treat this video a little bit
love this
like it was a
scene.
giant playtest with the world. So we sort of discovered as we sent it out in a playtest that was happening almost the same time this was coming out that we were like, oh man, he talks too much. We need to chill that out a little bit. So it was kind of a fantastic realization. This right here is just was meant to give you a little bit of a glimpse into sort of the moment-to-moment combat.
That too.
Previous
Oh my
ones
God,
we
it's
had
gonna be an
focused a little
HDR
bit on the story and the
showpiece.
tone and the world, and this is kind of
Get
giving
ready.
you that sense
A
that
giant sticker
we
on the
never
front
really
of the
lost
box.
that big of a
Yep.
play
Yeah,
aspect of
showpiece.
God of
It's your
War.
showpiece,
all
dude.
the
God of War. Let's go.
Allow the
It's a
player to
quote
really
from
open up and use
I want that to be
creativity.
in your review.
It will be.
Yeah.
It already is.
Environment, using other characters against
The
each other.
HDR dazzles.
Whether you're a new or
And
old
this is
fan,
really just
to
a-
God of
a-
War,
Yes, this
you
is
can
the
appreciate
Paris.
area you
the
find in the
HDR
game when you're
showpiece.
around exploring. So this is not even the sort of main critical path.
No,
Oh,
it
that's
does look good,
interesting.
though.
So it's kind of honeycombed with secrets and extra paths.
Honeycomb. That's nice.
You like
Do you guys remember that cereal for real?
Good.
Put that in the marketing.
It
book,
is
you know?
absolutely honeycombed.
Do they? He just said honeycombs too.
Now I remember there being something here at the end of this.
Well, because it was Halloween, right? You just gotta scare the shit out of people.
Anything you can share about that particular ghoul?
That's the Revenant, one of the characters that we've introduced in the Lost Pages, and those are characters that
Starring
are
Leonardo
practitioners
DiCaprio.
of Sather magic, and they've been doing it for so long they've kind of lost their
Yeah, check out the Lost
humanity
Pages,
and
dude. It's
their
like
sort of
lore
human
leading up
form,
to
if
the
you
game.
will.
What is it? A
Super
book?
interesting.
Possessed by the
Is it
drug
an
of
internet
magic.
website?
Drug
yeah.
of magic.
Okay.
All right.
And it's a honeycomb.
Sort of like a book, but on your computer.
So we have tour buses, we have honeycomb.
Right.
Theme park.
I'm so
It is
good
cool.
at
There's
this.
like sub dungeons in God of War.
Corey, it's
That's
been
actually really
6
cool.
games. This will actually be the 7th game, I believe, in the God of War series.
Optional sub dungeons.
I think it's actually, if you include the mobile.
I was
like on
wondering
8,
if, yeah,
right?
so let's
God of War
call it
Betrayal, man. It's all about that.
That's right. So how do you keep up with fan expectations? I mean, there's a big history with this title.
There really is.
Permission to bust out
very
Zelda.
tirelessly.
No, denied.
constantly
Permission denied.
feedback
Permission
from
denied.
playtesters. Paying attention
It'll
to
be
what
even
people are
sweeter
seeing
once you make it
when
through
we are
this.
showing stuff.
I like that.
Yeah.
This is a labor of love for everybody at Santa Monica. So a lot of people have worked
This
on
is
this
awesome,
franchise
dude. This
from the
is
beginning.
Barlog talking
We
about his game.
Care
Yeah, it's
a
good.
tremendous
It's cool,
amount
it's
about
just-
this game. So we
Because
hope
of
that you all do as
expectations of
well.
what PSX
Like, games
presentations
come-
have been.
Yeah, games come from somewhere.
Like, this is rad.
his
This is
mind.
cool. It's just not
You
exciting.
guys shipped
Yeah, it's not
this year. Do you have any advice or?
Like, this is something that they just put up online and
I'm
we
trying to
watch
help
when
you.
we
I'm trying
feel
to
like
help
it.
you.
All right.
And
I mean,
no
you
new
guys
footage
shipped,
kinda
So
hurts.
you've been where
nothing
where
new.
Corey is right now. Do you have any words of wisdom? Any advice?
I should stream
Lots of
Zelda.
coffee. No, so Corey's now in a place where you're peak productivity. Every hour counts. I really don't know what he's doing here right now. He should be back in the studio. But it's also the most interesting phase in the project where everything kind of falls into place. And I know because we're pretty close, Guerrilla Games and Santa Monica Studio, we actually visit each other. We do an exchange program. We have a lot of people that have been on site of this team. And I know that these guys are in a situation now where everything is falling into place. So it's going to be magical. I can't wait to visit soon.
Yes. I want to visit you guys too. I never have gotten a chance. Everybody else goes out there.
Invitation is open.
Right.
You're too
All right.
busy.
Finish the game.
Totally going out there. We should crowdfund that.
Not
Did we
joking.
say that Corey needs to go finish
I
the
think
game?
you
Did we say that?
speak for a lot of people here.
Not
I think
joking.
say that.
Right. We'll just delay the game. I'll go out there.
Corey, I don't know if you got a chance to check out the God of War booth that's actually being built right this minute here at PlayStation.
I have not
I
seen
really
it
get
live
the
in
impression
person,
Shawn Layden
photos,
is not
and then I
joking.
heard about it over the phone. Wow. Look at that.
Yeah.
So you'll be able to. There's a lot of
Do you
great
think that's a
photo ops. You'll be
conversation
able to
that
kind
they
of
have
wear
like in private?
Kratos
Like, hey,
face
Shawn
paint,
said
be
this
able
thing to
don
me. I'm
the
not sure
armor,
if he
take
was joking
photos.
or not.
But there's a
Has that
special
happened?
reward for those
With
who
Shawn,
are brave enough to get
you
their
like
head
head
shaved.
to face with him.
Yeah,
Any
yeah. You had a
takers
piece
out
of
there
it with him.
who's daring
like,
enough?
oh, yeah.
Whoa, look at all those
Okay.
hands
Give him an
for
update.
Well,
shaving
so
heads.
We're gonna do it now.
I love
know.
raisins.
They've had a conversation about the
thank you so
delays
much.
for sure.
We're gonna have some other guests dropping by here.
Yeah,
Um,
wow.
okay.
March
It sounds like
is
some
I don't think it's
slipping
going to make it.
through,
No, I don't
man.
think it's going to
Right?
make it.
Like June now, or May.
We got an
If they
awesome new looking
just
May.
finished their
games, and
first
I
test
thought it might be
playthroughs,
fun
dude.
to learn a little bit more about it. What do you
May
think?
or June now.
Dreams.
Wow.
All right. Well, please
all right.
welcome
no
Siobhan
rush.
Reddy from Media Molecule.
Dawn's Dream Lab.
I'm actually pretty stoked for Dreams.
Dreams is a game I really need to play.
Right.
It's hard to.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Siobhan Reddy.
I was gonna say it's Siobhan, not Siobhan.
It is. Hang on, Siobhan.
Hello. Hi. I didn't really thought it was. Hello.
Siobhan.
Oh, hi.
I made you shake it one time.
Hello. Good to see you. Hello.
Well, welcome.
Thank you.
This is the more relaxing seat.
This is so relaxing.
It's lovely.
I
Very
feel
nice.
separate.
Well,
I feel apart.
This is the stress seat. Go ahead.
okay. I'll take it
He's
off.
so candid, man.
But I gotta ask. I mean,
I like how
what's
Sean's
Media
just gotten
Molecule been up to?
looser and looser
Well,
every year.
we have
Yeah.
just been so busy. Heads down, getting Dreams ready for everybody. So we're so excited to be here at PSX
How
and
many years have they
sharing the
worked on
project.
Many. I swear it
You know,
was
for us,
shown
like we're a studio
in
that
concept
loves
phase
to,
with the announcement of the
you know, bring
PS4.
new experiences
Yeah.
and innovative new experiences to everybody, and can't wait
So
to
is
see
that
what you're going to do with it.
4 years, 5 years?
How would you describe Dreams? I mean, it seems like a game that's kind of hard to describe, if I'm frank.
Well, I mean, so we did make Little Big Planet, and for us, Dreams is our next step into the Play, Create, Share domain. And
Whoa.
I mean, in the trailer that we released last night, like the really important thing about that announced our story mode and sort of showed what the story is that we're making. But also the really important thing about that
Double
is
jump.
that
That was a double
everything
jump.
was made in
Double jump.
Create.
There it is.
So
We got two, baby.
the Create this time is that you can create
Yeah.
absolutely anything. You can create games, you can
Nice.
create
3.
movies, like all of the characters, the
remember what we
animation,
said.
the logic, everything was made in Dreams.
Didn't jump
And so
that
for
too.
us, that's what's what's a
What did I
really big
say?
differentiator.
6.
And
There's
then you can share it with
4.
the world. So really, it is like that next step on with Play, Create, Share.
This looks cool.
Tell
Yep.
us a little bit more about what we're seeing here in this
I
story
mean,
mode. I mean, I think
so
there were
if
sort
I can
of
be
like
critical,
3
it looks a
different
little Big
dreams
Planet.
or
Yeah.
universes that
That's
you were
right.
kind of
Or,
learning.
It's
I
cool.
don't think
So
it's
here you have
necessarily a
little
bad thing.
debug.
Well,
So
I mean,
basically,
in
our
the
story
sluggish
It
is
looks a
way
lot
you
like
jump
Tearaway.
into
Oh, I see what you're
Tearaway?
talking
Yeah.
Okay, I see what you're specifically.
I love
it's called
Tearaway, but-
Artstream, and here
It's
you're
not a
seeing
tight, controlling
debug.
character.
This is the sort of more
The
sci-fi
impression I
thing.
get.
And we decided that instead of just sort of going with one type of gameplay and one type of look, we would do the 3. So this is a sci-fi. And we also have the sort of film noir
Show the game
setting,
more.
which
Oh,
is
show the game.
point-and-click adventure, and there is the childhood
show the
fantasy,
game.
which is kind of
We can
classic
hear it.
MM with a bit of horror stuck in.
Yeah, and I think we're seeing this.
Here
Are we
you
seeing
We're
go.
not seeing it, Sid.
Looks lovely.
There we
I
go.
mean, so interesting to me.
Whoa.
You could
Yeah,
build
that's
something.
Rad,
Yeah,
dude.
which is
Oh,
very
They
well.
look so different all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's sort of the point, because we want to show people the breadth of what can be done with the tools. And this theme here, the
New
mystery
characters,
theme,
both.
is just
nice.
it's absolutely gorgeous. The whole theme is just drop dead stunning. And for us, like, it was really important sort of to bring in these, painterly
New
looks and
characters.
sort of
That just counts as
chiseled
one.
characters. Here we have a map, and so this is sort of how the dream is laid out.
And there's secrets in
you'll
each
see
level.
that, like, as you play through it, we're beginning here now into art.
So it's like a showcase, basically. Like, here's all the different
So
settings you can
Art
play
here
in.
is the main
Yeah.
character.
And then there's a free build mode,
and
maybe,
this is,
as
again,
well?
in the
Oh, for
noir
sure,
setting.
Yeah.
He's the main
But
character.
yeah, for us, it was the idea of like taking these 3 different settings and sort of binding them together into an interwoven narrative.
That is straight up
These
Tom
three
Not to
stories.
belabor the point, but you've made all of this in the
If Tom
Dreams
Waits'
engine.
voice came out.
That's
of
right.
that,
All of it
yeah.
is running real time in Dreams.
I mean, he
all
looks a
made in
lot
dreams
like
running
And the
real time.
tools are
Oh,
there
yeah.
that someone could
Looks
recreate
identical.
that
Yeah.
That's right. Yep.
on their own.
Yep. They're all there.
Wow.
I mean, one
Yeah, I
question.
mean that's the
Was that
exciting
one game?
thing.
Contrast?
Yeah, I've
was
just
it called?
always been
Yeah.
wondering with this title. I mean, how
Contrast vibe.
far sort of does the rabbit hole go when it comes to genres? I mean, can you make like racing games? Can you
Yeah.
make RPGs?
Yep.
Can you make? I mean,
I think what we learned from LBP is give people the tools,
Yeah.
and but we just saw the most extraordinary things. And Dreams
two new
is
characters
just,
talking.
it's just so much deeper than LBP. So I mean, for us, like we're so excited because
question.
there's absolutely the sky is the
Why
limit.
not? Why not just stay on
and
the
I
game?
think
the whole
Why
time?
not just stand
Why
there?
not just?
Ben, that's a really good question. I think the director doesn't know that this is actually new stuff.
I see. So
we were
it's
full
like
screen
it
for
strikes
all
me,
of God of
Corey,
War.
I mean,
right.
And I think
would
the
there be any
director of the
benefit
show
to God
simply
of
doesn't
War
know that
maybe
this is
borrowing
actually
some
new,
of this
interesting
Dreams
footage.
technology?
So you're
And
saying
would that
it's
help you get
pure
across the
guessing.
finish line a little?
Yeah.
I mean,
I would have had a release date today had I had.
If Dreams is
Speaking
good,
of that, actually, Shaban,
That would be
do
awesome.
we have a target?
Stop
be
calling her
like
Shaban.
So
Yeah,
we're
it's a little
releasing
uncomfortable.
2018.
Right?
Yeah. So we're ready, getting ready. Yep.
No release
I
dates
would
tonight
imagine
is
you
crazy.
need some kind of beta or something to really launch a
Some
game
kind
like
of
this.
That's
shadow
right,
drop
so we're
demo.
going to do a beta prior to launch, but we're not announcing the exact dates just yet. But yeah, that will definitely
on, give
happen.
us
And
something.
we know
There
that our
will be a
community
beta.
are desperate to get it into the beta.
2%
so we'll be
human
definitely
error.
doing
Yeah.
And so are your sister studios within the Worldwide
I
Studio.
know. Well,
Anxious
come on
to
over.
get-
Come on over.
Will do.
Yeah.
I'm sure you
we
guys
get a
are-
copy early, right?
Yeah. Well, we'd love to do the jam, Worldwide Studios Jam. Like, how cool would that be?
I like
That'd
that.
be cool.
I'm in. Let's
Yeah,
do it.
that'd be
would be
really
cool.
cool.
That would be
Like,
cool.
I just think
They're
it
all,
would be
they're all
the
making
best.
games within
I'll cover the
dreams.
pizza.
Okay, for a
that.
second that sounded very facetious.
No, I'm into it.
That'd
All
be
right,
cool.
thanks,
Yeah.
Shaban.
That'd be
We've
cool.
been doing a lot
We're
of talking
firing
here
everyone
tonight.
after
I
God
kinda
of War
feel
is
like playing
done.
a game. I mean, what do you guys think? Do you want to play a game?
Play something.
Play a game with us? Okay.
Oh no.
Yahtzee.
And you guys have any ideas about a fun game to play with friends?
There it is.
Yahtzee?
Yes.
Meme now.
We're gonna just sit down and play Yahtzee right here on the
live in a
stage.
world
I've got an
Pizza
idea.
matters. Yeah.
I've got
Will
an
control
idea.
the world.
Yep.
Through the power of wheels, I will
Overcooked
dominate
is a
the
brilliant game. No, we're not going to play Overcooked up here. We're going to play.
We've done Until Dawn before in the group setting.
Yes, we're going to play Detroit Become Human. Please welcome Guillaume from Quantic Dream.
Yahtzee shadow drop.
Yahtzee shadow drop. It's been out for 65 years, but now it's out again.
Fight Todd. So do you think they're gonna have some like
Ladies and
phone
gentlemen,
integration with
please
this, like
welcome
for like
Guillaume
decision
de
making?
Fondemier.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting. They have the tech.
We have the tech.
We have the tech.
I'm ready for Detroit to be out. It's like
Shawn Layden is
it's,
now-
it's in the oven
for this
burning.
too. Yeah.
Detroit is in the oven
It's
burning
crispy.
right now.
It's crispy.
Yeah.
It's
They
not burning, it's
overcooked
crispy.
it.
Pull it
A
out.
lot of
Like, hey,
people here.
check
Yeah,
on
it's
that.
gonna be
Yeah.
exciting.
Hey,
We got the
it's been
idea
in
from
there a
this from the
while.
very first PlayStation experience, by the way, where we
Shawn
fired
Layden
up
can
Until
move
Dawn,
stage right
great
2
game.
more
I'm sure you guys are
slots.
fans of
Absolutely.
it.
And then they have
And
to
had
fill in on
everyone
the other
cheer
side.
and hoot and holler
Yahtzee
and decide,
Remaster was set
decide
on
what actions
stage.
we should take. But before we do that, we'll do that in just a minute.
Yahtzee.
Guillaume, I wanted to ask, what inspired Detroit
They show
Become
the
Human?
dice.
Well, as
They're HD dice.
2011, we started to work on a tech demo called Kara.
Oh, yeah.
And this
Was
Android that is
Kara,
getting
dude.
built.
Unreal.
And,
This is cool because it's always
when
David
it
Cage.
released
Right.
in
Yeah.
2012,
Probably a
we
good
showed
move.
it as
Yeah.
a prototype.
Probably good.
Everyone
Or
was
he's just
asking
busy,
us, what
whatever.
happens to Kara when she goes out into the world? And so David Cage and the team started to work on, what happens when she comes out. And so we imagined this world in about 20 years when human-like androids are really commonplace. So they're everywhere. They've
Hasn't started
taken
yet.
on actually most jobs.
The show hasn't
of
begun
humans.
yet.
And although
He was checking
they
his
look
phone during a
and speak
PlayStation
and
press
behave like
conference. That's where we're
humans,
at right
they're
now.
only
The end
machines.
is near.
They're really at the service of humans. And so in the game, you're going to play as 3 of these androids. Kara, of course.
I am excited for this game.
Connor,
But like this is
and
old
Marcus.
news.
Right,
We already knew
They-
we play as those
we
three.
know
They're
said
each very different
the
models.
same thing.
Yeah.
They
At,
have,
like, 7
their own
different-
backstory.
Right.
Like
They
they,
have,
showings.
I feel like they almost shouldn't have
their
had
own
a
place in
presentation.
society.
I think for this
as
to
a
work,
player,
you have to
will
get out there and
make
say,
critical
all right,
decisions
here's where we're at today,
that is going
instead
to
of just like a
impact
vague
the fight.
rehashing of things that we've heard.
So you're really going
Which,
to be in
got
control
awarded,
of the
which is
story
cool.
Yes, that was cool.
Yeah.
and change the way the story unfolds.
I love games like this. And the great news is this is playable here this weekend at PlayStation Experience. But I don't want to wait. Why wait, right?
I get you.
I want it all.
Demo.
I want to open my presents right now. So Guillaume, take your position, please. Guillaume will be playing on PS4 Pro. And here's what's going to happen is all you early bird ticket holders out there, you're going to help Guillaume make decisions in this game. And you're going to do that by making noise, right?
I don't hear you well, so please. So a little bit of context. We're playing this hostage scene, which is the very first scene in the game. We're playing as Connor. Connor is a prototype.
This is
He's been
Nickelodeon
built
level.
to investigate deviant androids that all of a sudden do something weird.
Oh.
And so we're going into this hostage scene where the house
Is that on there?
android
I'm going to write down Nickelodeon
has
level.
taken a little girl hostage. And we're going to try and save the girl.
Let's save her.
They slime him at the end of the day.
I know, dude.
X for Shawn.
We got the hostage.
Yeah, we saved the kid.
Wow.
It's like we've seen this clip, though, Ben.
I know.
7 times.
Right. And it wasn't even just like we saw it at the last one. It's like we've seen it as the last.
So many
So
times.
they're doing E3 last year.
He comes out. There's the fish
Dang.
tank. The clues are there. There's a hostage situation on the roof. Like
Then
we've
if it
seen
rewinds,
this.
I'm
I've played this.
Yeah. There's the fish tank.
Give me the loop.
Wow, they
Okay,
really
now
are showing
I'm in
this part
control of
again.
The
It's like-
character, I can really move him around the way I want. with
Okay,
the,
so
Oh my god, he can really move the
left
character in a
analog
video
stick
game?
with
So
the
this is
right
cool, though.
analog
This
stick,
would be
I
cool if
can
it was new.
interact.
I love a real, actual live gameplay demo.
Me too. It's been a while.
Yeah.
But it's not new.
And the trailer that showed this was pretty much just this one narrative of this one level, you know?
Connor
So
is
like,
very
it's so
intelligent.
unexciting to see it again.
There it is.
Go down the elevator. Somebody
Should I
You
save
can
the
put the
fish or
fish
not?
back or not.
Oh, too late.
If you could just
Too late.
leave, that would be pretty funny.
Yeah.
There's no sound.
An android?
All right, ma'am. You need to go.
You can't do that. Why aren't you sending a real person?
They're like, yeah, save the fish. Save it.
Save it.
Save the fish.
Save the fish.
Save the fish.
I actually have seen a few people that I
Remember
recognize.
that every action has a
I
consequence.
haven't seen anything that I recognize.
Really?
Yeah, I gotta look harder, I guess.
So one thing we do know,
So at
chat,
any moment you can
is that the
hold
actual fish
R2
decision has zero impact. A bunch
you
of the
enter
decisions
what we
are
call
just
the
there to
mind
be
palace
there.
of the character.
Why do we
shows
know
you
that?
your objectives.
I asked when I was doing this demo.
Really?
Yeah. I was like, what could that possibly do? And he said, oh, not all of them do anything. But like when you're picking up clues, those
so
things
here,
will
for
matter.
instance, I can see that I can talk
Ripple
to Captain
points.
Allen.
Yeah.
What are they called in Until Dawn?
Butterfly?
Butterfly
Yeah,
moments
butterfly.
or whatever? Yeah.
Captain Allen. My name is Connor. I'm the android sent by CyberLife.
Very Johnny Mnemonic vibes from this.
Oh yeah.
Everything.
Dude, Detroit's gonna be good.
Captain
I
Connor.
already shot down 2 of my men.
Hyped on
Could
it.
easily get it.
This is so HDR.
No, I'm not really feeling the HDR on this one. I don't think it has it.
That's pretty flat.
So I can ask him about the deviant's name, emotional shock.
Emotional shock!
Emotional shock!
Nice.
I heard you.
The clue. Does it matter?
This is kind of fun. Playing with the audience is fun. He's gonna do them all. It doesn't
Tried
matter.
its deactivation codes. The first thing we tried.
I don't think you get time to do them all.
Listen.
I
Saving the kids
Yeah.
matters. So either you deal with this fucking android now, or I'll take care of it.
hands on my mic.
We didn't vet this.
Okay.
Oof. We should have asked the other questions.
Should have asked those
I
other
don't know
ones.
if we
gotta
said
get
the
up to
right thing
98.
here, but okay. So as Connor the investigator, I have special abilities. One of his abilities.
This is a
of
really good way to
Connor
demo
is
the
that
game.
he can analyze evidence. And
least
if
they're
you
demoing,
find
like,
all the
a game.
evidence, you can
Yeah.
then put them together. And you enter into the reconstruct mode. So you can basically reconstruct
Batman.
what has happened in a recent past. So here, for instance, you can see that someone has taken this
Triangle.
wallet here.
I was like, triangle is
the
that
deviant took the
wireframe
father's
guy's
son.
or that sketch guy's prompt to take the thing. It's just in the past.
In his world.
Yeah, in his world.
Okay, so we have unlocked something here, apparently, that we may use later in the game. So I'm going to further investigate
showed
this
us that the
apartment,
Bad guy took the
which
gun
is
down.
actually fairly large.
No, that the bad guy stole the gun.
So he knew it was there.
Here-
Yeah.
Sorry, up.
Oops.
That's not gonna help us, audience. Oh. Nice, audience.
Oh, the probability of success thing. I hadn't actually seen that before.
Oh,
So there's really nothing you have to do.
With the probability of success.
he's having a hard time with the swipe.
Oh God.
Come on. There you go.
Swipe the touchpad. So
Okay, now we know
Daniel.
the deviant's name is Daniel.
That's gonna help us a lot.
Maybe something that we can use later on.
It's a 20% boost.
yeah, that's a big boost. It's a boost. Wow.
We're up.
Got a trophy for
Good.
that one.
So at any moment,
Daniel.
I can press R2 here and see, those little yellow flags.
No.
That's
Yes.
an indication
That
of
kills
something
the
that's
game.
interactive in the scene.
Just don't push R2.
Now
Hubert.
it's
So let's
now
take
it's
a look at-
just
It's just collect
you
the
go in
things
every
here.
room, you hit that button, and you just walk up to everything yellow.
Clicking
have the
some
time.
things lowers it though.
You don't have the time to click on everything yellow.
Still, man.
Do you not?
Like, let me
No.
explore that room as a detective.
Whoa, Damiani, dude. Aggressive yawn.
Message yawn.
Sending a message.
Get the clues, dude. What are you doing? Oh boy.
I have a bad controller that we know.
I have a bad control. Okay. They gave him a bad controller. Oh.
I'm uncomfortable.
Oh.
I don't like it.
He's deceased.
I don't like it.
I don't.
Okay, now I can reconstruct and
Freaks
try
me
to
out.
understand what happened with him.
Bad controller.
And it's really part of the gameplay to also play with the camera. Try to find clues.
This is kind of creepy, Guillaume.
Okay, we found something. I've unlocked new evidence that I'll be able to analyze.
It's one of my favorite things, Cal.
Oh, come on, man. It's a relief every time.
Oh,
There really
jealousy. Jealousy.
Oh, that's gonna be a huge boost.
That's gonna be
Okay,
like
now we
a
understand
3-4%
probably
boost.
what happened. Deviant was going to be replaced. Didn't like it.
Ooh.
Oops.
Yeah, it's go time, baby.
All right, so that
We
is
don't get to
a
play around
soft
anymore.
reminder that time is of the essence.
A soft reminder. Gunshots. Interesting when a demo unsells you on a game.
Is this unselling you?
Yeah.
I love this.
What's unselling you?
Just
Just the
I don't know, the amount of time things take and then it just tells you, like kind of what he was saying, like it is just a search and find and then your percentage goes up and then you do the thing, you know? It takes my agency out, I think. It makes me feel like my choices matter less because I just have to get my
Here again, I
percentage
can
up.
reconstruct
The conversation
events, try to understand what
that
happened.
he will
I can turn
have
the camera.
outside with the hostage taker is like the good parts of the game. To
Right.
me. The meaty stuff. Because then it's not just like go into a room, hit the button, go pick up the clues. It's like your dialogue choices matter in what you do in the moment.
But what I like about this actual scenario is you don't have time to
Right.
I found a
goof
weapon.
around.
And the fact that you control the camera for these is cool. Like that's
Like outside is chaotic, dude. The helicopter.
Should I take the weapon?
get the gun. I just
Take. Nice, dude.
that's probably a critical error. I guess
No.
I just really hope that your
so now I
choices
have a
do really matter.
78% probability
They
of
definitely do.
success.
Definitely.
Try. Let's go.
Especially playing their other games, Ian, like people can have wildly different endings.
Okay, now we need to be quick.
Don't come any closer or I'll jump.
Chopper, dude, chaos.
Game looks good, huh?
Yeah, it does.
Hi, Daniel. My name is Connor. How do you know my name? I know a lot of things about you. I've come to get you out of this.
Kind of a bad play if you're afraid of being replaced, taking the child hostage.
Ooh, I need to approach slowly.
I like that you're controlling this part,
What do you want?
the approach.
Good shot.
Yeah, that was good. That was good.
Trust me. Let me help. I don't want your help. Nobody
Don't
can
examine.
help me.
No time. No time. Don't examine.
Shall we
Don't do
help
it.
the cop?
No.
Help the cop.
Help the cop. Put him out of his misery.
Bad controller.
Okay. This is a bad call.
He's losing blood. If we don't get him to a hospital, he's going to die. All humans die eventually. What does it matter if this one dies now? I'm going to apply a tourniquet.
Tourniquet.
Don't touch him. Touch him and I kill you.
What should I do?
Ignore. Ignore.
Obey.
Nice. Yeah, we got a
Can't
boost.
stabilize.
We got a good
To
boost
the
for
line.
Obey.
Everyone wants it to look.
You don't have a gun. You're lying. I know you have a gun.
Bad
I'm
decision.
telling you the truth, Daniel. I came here unarmed.
Why did we lie about that?
Okay, so now
Yeah,
we
why
can
do we lie
use what
about
we've
that?
unlocked. Quick.
Emma, dude.
Emotional
Emotional shock. I'm
Oh.
with this.
We're very close. You think she betrayed you, but she's done
All right, I'm back in. I'm back in it.
See, this is the
Yeah,
good
this
stuff.
game. This game is gonna be fun.
Yeah, good boost.
She loved me,
Body in the pool.
but I was wrong.
You can go get the
Just
body.
like all the other humans.
Just hold on a second.
You see that body in the pool? You can go
What should I
there.
do? Quick.
Emotional shock.
Emotional shot.
He's filming it.
Kiss you, and you became upset. That's what happened, right? I thought I was part of the family.
Dang, 92%.
Nice.
But I was
Made
just
in the
their
shade.
tool.
At 98, Dante comes in.
What should I do? Quick.
Kept you waiting, huh?
Kept you
I know it's not your fault. These emotions you're feeling
Damn,
are just
Dante,
errors
got it
in your
memorized.
software. No, it's not my fault.
98! Dante! He just gets cut in half.
You know? But I was nothing to them. Just a slave to be ordered around. I can't stand that noise anymore.
Now's a chance, dude.
Tell that helicopter to get out of here.
What should I do?
Get it out of there. Accept. Yeah. Yeah.
This is a highly respected robot.
Rational.
Last chance, Daniel. If you let it slip, they'll kill you. Let the hostage go. No other choice. I want everyone to leave. And I want a car. When I'm outside the city, I'll let her go.
Quick. Should we?
We're using the gun. We're using the gun.
He's gonna fall with the
Yeah, you knew that was going to be picked.
Execute.
Whoa, dude.
Dang. Whoa, headshot. Gotcha.
He would have gone over with the kid.
I've seen it happen.
If you shoot him?
I've seen the kid die in it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I knew you would say that.
Yep.
It's actually interesting. Execute is the best possible outcome, right?
No, you can probably get him to come.
You think so?
willingly. Yeah, I bet you can.
That'd be cool.
I guarantee you, you have to. be able to.
So I think that was good. That was probably the highlight of the show so far.
Yeah, that was cool. That was cool. I was out for a little bit and then I came back.
Nice job.
Yeah.
Nice job. Well done.
You guys should be very proud you saved the fish.
Got to save that fish.
Save the fish.
That was
Kill the
incredibly
android.
tense. And I'll tell you, I played that 2 or 3 different times. I didn't even know you could do that. I would always talk them out of it, or I mean, how many ways are there to solve that situation?
There are many ways, but more than the different endings, and that's true for this scene, but for all the other scenes, everything that you do has a consequence. And so you have to experience it for yourself, because watching someone play and playing it yourself is really totally different. But we really try to give players the possibility to make decisive decisions that are going to impact each of the character's fate and
like
totally change the story.
Yeah.
And it's really our most ambitious project. It's the most branching narrative that we've ever created. And it's also the most incredible game that we've created, because we are touching upon certain themes that are, socially relevant. And we think that we're going to touch players on an emotional level and give them the opportunity to experience something really, really different.
Well, you touched me on an emotional level, I can tell you that right now. What about you guys down there?
Touched?
Yep.
Out of the shot.
Wow.
Out of the shot.
Yeah, he's on the far couch now.
This is the script. I need to know.
I gotta
So
go.
David Cage
question,
says
Marlon.
2000.
Whoa.
I counted them. It's slightly more.
Yeah, slightly more. That's a lot more, probably.
The script
Yeah.
is more than 2,000
Well,
pages long.
we are.
Crazy.
I mean, game scripts are
at the
always
end of the
long, but
development,
yeah.
obviously, and we have thousands of story permutations that we're going through. It's hell.
So wait, you have been working on this for 7 years, and you said you were working on yours for how long were you working on yours?
Pretty much, yeah.
If seven?
I mean,
Seriously,
that's the
I'm
magic number.
5
It's the
years,
magic number.
less than 5 years.
Well, we're
I worked
thinking
for
about
extra
the
2
game.
years,
We're
yeah.
thinking about the game for 3 years, then we start developing.
Oh, there you go. So 10.
But it's necessary.
Everybody's just trying to top me. That's cool.
Finish the game, Corey.
Yeah.
I want to take an additional 2 to 3 years.
Do I have more time?
No, I'm just kidding.
Do I
Finish
have
the
more
game,
time?
Corey.
Great job, everybody.
Sean
You
Lane's
saved the
taking him
hostage. That
backstage.
was
to
Detroit
go.
becoming
Hey,
the
You need to leave now.
This
and
weekend.
finish.
This has to
Play
be
that
done.
fish.
Yeah.
They know how important the game
PSX
is.
is
I
it
guess.
for you.
Experience, who knows? That is coming out next year, right? Next year on PS4?
It is coming out next year in spring.
I am buying that.
Spring. When
Not
is,
that kind of show.
when is spring?
Oh, Guillaume, you just laid
Sean
it right
Layden
on.
on
months are those?
salad like that's funny.
What months are spring?
Okay, well, very cool, very
know,
cool. Good
March,
stuff so
March.
far.
April, May.
But I gotta say,
March,
who
April,
wants
May.
to see some trailers? You want to see some new game trailers?
Oh,
Yes.
what?
I would
forgotten.
love to.
This clap.
Let's
This
see
clap
some
right
new game
now.
trailers. Roll it.
I can relate.
Annapurna.
This is the
Donut County?
VR game.
Donut County, baby.
Donut County.
Benestesitos.
This game rules.
So what is this? Like hole simulator? It's kind of cool. You put trash in the hole and it gets bigger. You know what would be cool? If it actually ran at 60 frames per second. Dude, it
It's like
does.
Katamari.
Look at the screen. Does it have a platinum trophy? I don't know. I just started. So like, what's the point of the game? There's puzzles. If you collect the kiln, the hole catches on fire. Oh, sick. This game has Updog, right? What's Updog? What's Updog?
This looks really fun.
Yeah.
It's a cool game.
Yeah, Donut County, dude.
Katamari vibes.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Reverse Katamari,
Yeah.
basically.
I'm
Yeah.
Ben's been working on this forever. Yeah, it's been.
Good trailer too.
Ben Esposito.
Does it have a platinum trophy?
Ubisoft.
Did the people on the couches clear out? Oh no, they're still there. Just hanging out.
Where's Shawn?
Tigertron? Flower. Yeah, wait, is it Echo the Dolphin for real?
In our dreams.
What if it is Echo?
That's some echolocation right there, baby.
Wait, is Echo this kind of insane future thing?
No, but
okay.
you gotta update Echo somehow. 2 dolphins, though.
Dang, look how cool this looks.
Jupiter and Mars.
Is there a moment in the game where I'm separated from Mars?
100%.
Oh, yeah. And it's really sad.
Cool. Sign me up.
Yeah. Tantalus.
We could win.
Tantalus.
What do you got to say about Tantalus, Damiani?
Terrible.
Oh.
Whoa.
What
Did
have they
you say
made
that
that's
on
bad?
Sound
Shots.
Yeah.
Arc system works.
Is there a crossover game?
Yeah, it's a cross.
This is giving me hope right now.
Yeah,
This is
this
bringing
is
me
giving
back,
me hope.
Ben.
Wake up!
Yep.
Wake up!
Here we go.
The collision is inevitable. It's very funny.
Come on. Yeah!
This is bringing me back.
Yukio, let's go.
Showadachi.
Yeah, Ben, tell us when new characters pop up.
Okay. The time to intersect is nigh.
That's so good.
The time to intersect is nigh.
Just a minute.
Ruby Rose? That's like an actual person.
John Wick.
Yeah.
Fates will intersect. Okay.
All right, this is
The
bringing me
time
back.
is nigh, you know?
No, it's not that kind of show.
There's hope now because of that trailer.
Oh, fuck. Oh, hope. There will be no Megaton.
SoulCalibur.
SoulCalibur, yeah, probably.
Yep. 100%.
Yes,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah, we got a show.
Next time, fight like you mean it.
I am ready to
Same
fight
trailer
you.
from last night?
Is it?
No.
No, this is
New
different.
location?
This is different already.
There's my move right there.
I just really
like,
immature.
yeah, I love Maturity. Maturity has a sick moveset.
Yeah.
Is revealing a fighting game with 2 characters enough?
Absolutely.
If it's SoulCalibur 6,
They
Yeah.
teased.
Okay.
They
100%.
teased the 3rd character last night
Oh, they did.
with
the
the,
This
the like
looks so
dual
good.
blade
It looks
thing.
so good.
Unreal gets the job done.
Unreal. It's got lighting.
Oh gods, guide me.
Comeback mechanics.
Snapping necks with your calves.
You want to talk about a game that could milk loot boxes? Yikes!
What? Just like new swords or something?
Yeah, you get a lot of equipment and stuff. Well,
I
other
feel like
ones
they've
have a lot
been
of,
pretty reasonable with that game.
Yeah. Good.
People need to start learning their lesson on that.
That's
Yeah.
sick, super.
Need for Speed is like
That is.
absurd.
I know.
All right. Okay.
SoulCalibur. Okay, we're coming back. Coming back from the brink
back.
right now.
Wake me up inside. Monster World. Monster World.
Monster World. Still great.
It's good. It's
You
good.
were tensed up.
Fan favorite.
Fan
Oh
favorite.
God,
See, they just brought us down to bring us up.
Look at the presentation, though, man.
that was so close.
I know. Look at this game. Look
Capcom
at this
doesn't make
game.
games like this, you know? It's cool to see.
Give it a chance.
Yeah.
My heart stopped
I'ma
for a
play it.
second.
Give it a chance. It's
Beta tomorrow.
That means the Elder Crossing is upon us again.
Will the beta have story stuff?
Bethesda's gonna sue their asses.
From what I was told today.
Just wait till we're finished.
Okay.
Soon, I hope.
I could do all
If they'll have story stuff. Like, I think this is
In the
why-
beta?
Yeah.
Dude, she's cool.
Look at that big monster. What?
I know.
Oh,
We get to hunt that
That's
thing?
from the trailer. Yeah. That's sick.
Stop it. This whole operation
Climate.
relies on how
Dude,
well-
then I will load the cannons, man. You fire, I load.
Yeah.
Like, we got this.
Oh.
Weekly hunts, baby.
How many different character classes are there, Ben? Also, were those new characters talking? Have we seen them talk before?
I haven't seen her
She's new.
before. Yeah, I haven't seen her before,
One
but the
that
rest I've seen
easily
before.
dwarfs any I have ever seen.
How many classes are there? Like a lot?
It's not classes, it's weapons.
All right, it
Yeah.
switches with your weapon.
I love the main monster in this one. That guy
Yeah,
is
the-
so cool.
It's like some kind of volcanic area.
So cool.
So there's a lot of different biomes.
Were you playing this weekend?
This weekend, I
Ben, get ready for that all next year.
don't know.
Load the cannons.
Get ready for that all. of
No way,
2018.
dude. Weekly hunts is real.
This weekend.
No.
Hunts? Ooh, sorry, I gotta
Weekly
get
Hunts.
married.
The thing is,
Weekly
it's like,
hunts has been confirmed
I'm doing it no
way
matter
long
what.
ago.
I'm doing it no matter what.
She
Yeah.
knew?
I think she might be new.
Yeah, she's new. She's new. Or at least I haven't seen it.
I want
better way of
eyes
saying it.
everywhere. White
I said
I
16
don't
and Joan
have my
said like 46, so I think I'm cool on that one.
I will be away from my PS4 this weekend then. So.
Okay.
How long is the beta?
I'm not sure actually. It starts at 9 a.m. tomorrow.
If it's Monday or Tuesday, I'm in.
I mean, does this game not look consistently great? Does this not look like something?
You two feel so compelled.
It doesn't not.
It doesn't not. It doesn't not.
I appreciate they tried to animate a hood up. In most any other game, they'll just
Right.
cut away when somebody's putting a hood up. It'll go. And then the next cutscene that's up.
There's a big hood mechanic in this.
Good trailer.
Yeah.
Is the
Good
beta
trailer.
open to anyone? Ben?
PS Plus. So it's
Oh,
PS Plus.
well.
Yeah. But and you have to have a PlayStation.
Right.
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 What? What? What?
Great tease.
Yeah! Oh, that's
What the hell?
Great tease. Oh. No tease at all.
Mega
They're
Man
like,
Calico. Let's go.
Wait, is he in this game? What the hell's happening?
So you get cat buddies.
Yeah, Calicos, and you can.
This song, dude.
Wait, I'm sorry. Do the swords play music?
Yeah, it looks like depending on which weapon you're using, you get a different Mega Man song. Hunt to the Beast.
That is
Classic
so
Mega Man 2.
bizarre.
Cool.
That is insane.
Good stuff.
So cool.
That is so weird. World shattering.
This is what we came for.
Keep them coming.
I'll keep coming.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Andrew House and Mark Cerny.
All right.
I'm talking
Take
about
the stage.
specs.
Take the stage.
All right.
Okay.
Nice jacket.
That's a much stranger jacket.
Yeah, Cerny's always got style.
Oh, they just get their own couch over there, huh?
Yeah, they're the big boys.
A lot of people.
Hi, Shawn.
Yep.
So, Andy, you've been at the heart of PlayStation for over 20 years
that
now.
camera,
and
guys.
You've been planning a change for
There
the
you
last few
go.
months. Is there a little you can tell everyone about that?
Sure.
Whoa,
you know,
that's
in
like a
essence,
textured jacket.
I have been with PlayStation since the start, and I've been through some good times and some
It's a
not so
retirement
good
period.
times.
Yeah.
And I think right now the business is probably in the best shape, our platform, our games, than I've ever
Costanzaing
seen
it.
it. And thank you. I hope you guys agree. And with that, and having finally achieved the creation of Sony Interactive Entertainment, bringing all of our company together under one roof, and then on top of that, having been with the same company for 27 years, 14 of those years working in Japan.
I bet his
it
watch
just
is
felt
my
like
yearly
the right
salary.
time
That's
to
it.
hand
Good thing. Yeah.
a great thing.
You mean
to
that's
the
a
next
retirement?
generation.
The price of that watch
Somebody-
constantly
Shawn Layden bought
fluctuates?
that.
Find
Hey, can you give me a Pele?
one more
Yeah,
adventure.
thanks.
So, yeah, the tribute at the Game Awards last night was
That was touching.
definitely
Touching.
very
I really enjoyed
emotional.
it.
Seemed like he died, but it was touching.
And
Yeah, Brad was.
We have
He's done.
a special guest
Go,
who also
what?
wants to celebrate your impact on gaming. But before that, let's roll video.
Oh, sorry.
Once there was an explosion.
Take the coasters away.
We're playing this again?
Wait, is it the entire one again?
I'll watch it again. Let's do it.
There was an explosion.
Yeah, I'm down. Let's watch
Wait,
it.
are we really watching this again?
I've already seen it 4 times.
Yeah, I watched it like 3 times.
There was an explosion.
One more, Huber. Let's find the crabs right here.
To life.
Did you see that?
There's one.
Do you see that comparison video that the end of this and the end of the first one are like perfectly timed to each other?
Yeah.
Like it times out to seeing
5
the,
bodies in the air.
So it's like, is it different realities or something?
So do you think the Whisper Man is Mads?
Is that the guy who appears?
Drops down from the, hangs out in the truck and just goes, shh, and then he's
Does
gone.
he put it to his lips first?
He does,
Oh,
yeah.
I didn't see that. I didn't realize that. This is literally the same video? It's a little weird.
I'm so hyped for this.
I hope there are like...
Knowing Kojima, though, there could be some...
I was going to say, I hope there are like tiny differences that we're supposed to see. Yeah, you get a good shot of that Dreamcatcher.
Extended version, baby. 12
Yeah.
minutes. Let's go.
45 minutes.
Kyle, are you gonna be able to handle this game, dude? It looks
Because
kind
it's
of
so
scary.
freaky? I'm in.
Okay. Lights on, podcast on.
I don't know.
I figured
If
it's
you
Mads on
listen
top
to
of
it,
the car,
like,
yeah.
Kyle, if you play Death Stranding while listening to a podcast, never tell me. Just never tell me.
Well, here's the thing.
Take that to the grave.
Yes.
I didn't notice that they had Bridges patches, actually.
Oh, yeah. They work for Bridges. I didn't realize how young the guy starts.
Yeah, he ages like crazy.
Poor dude. Oh, no. And I love these things.
Yeah,
They're
those
so
things.
This
cool.
trailer is so good. I like their like health status bracelets too, because when that guy stabs himself, it turns red.
That's our trailer.
How freaky are these, dude?
Yeah, they
So
can walk.
great.
They walk on like hands.
No cuts. Corey Barlog's like nodding. He's like, I get this. I'm doing this too. But this is so much more like handheld than what God of War is trying to do. You know, it's so cool. Yeah, how do you do this? Do you actually have a digital camera in the room? Is that how
Yeah, I
you
think
like
so.
get this handheld look?
I think so.
It's so cool. Just to even have the wobble of somebody walking makes it so much more tense.
Yeah.
Face freaks out.
Green grass.
Yeah. That's like some Jacob's Ladder Silent Hill style stuff. Love that.
It just
Love
speaks
that.
to how hype Death Stranding is to be in the Game Awards and the PlayStation
Do you think
presentation.
I do feel like Jones is hating this.
Oh, Jones is pissed.
Oh, yeah.
Jones is so mad right now.
Look for Jones's tweet.
With his arms crossed.
Yeah. The bitter Jones tweet is coming.
You just see a little box in the corner of Jones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty positive that the baby power is the detecting device, because Norman Reedus just turns on as soon as he gets the baby.
Oh, cool.
And this guy's the only one that's working right now. I'd be interested to see if the baby times out in this trailer with the other ones too, because it like disappeared from the other trailer and showed up in the first one.
Mercy
Think
kill.
about the sentence you just said.
I know, right? That's the magic of Death Stranding.
Yeah.
Hey, bud, we're doomed now.
So, oh yeah, Mads. He's got a detector as well.
It's different though. Different
I don't
tech.
think it's bad.
He doesn't work for Bridges.
He looks bigger, I think.
But he does this. That's his move.
I don't think it is.
Okay.
He does do that in the other trailer. Right? Yeah, so this says Bridges on there, like his says Porter. So is Porter his last name, or is he like a different organization?
Porter has Bridges somewhere on his costume
Does he?
as well. Yeah.
So you think it's his name?
Yeah.
And this guy's name, just by coincidence, is Bridges.
Did his pants really say
His pants
Bridges?
says Bridges on it.
Huh.
Like how his, in a different spot, but I'm not convinced Norman Reedus has Bridges on his outfit.
Okay. I agree super wrong about that.
I love the little tendrils in the background.
That's too freaky.
Oh god. In 40 years, when this game comes out, it's gonna be so good.
Just stabbing himself in the gut.
Not a kill shot guy.
There it is, red.
In pure Kojima fashion, if you were to be holding a DualShock 4 right now, you could control it. Like, the game is out. It's just presented through trailers. It's the only time you can play it.
I'm waiting for the reveal that it's a Netflix series. It's not a game at all.
You're right. I mean, he doesn't have bridges anywhere on his uniform.
I don't think he does, yeah. But see, now his detector's working that he's holding the child.
Yeah. Oh, dude. This part.
Yeah.
I'm crying.
Cthulhu face.
Yeah.
Yeah, how are you gonna play this, Kyle?
I'm crying right now, yeah.
I mean, this is just a cutscene. Standard Kojima, like, 20-minute cutscenes. God, I'm stoked for this. That's kind of a cut.
Oh, for sure.
It's a fade to white.
Yeah, yeah.
Dip to white.
I just mean for that tense part.
Oh,
where
yeah,
you're just discovering things, letting things land on you and stuff.
Sure.
Oh, it's too crazy.
Handprints on his chest here and inside of his esophagus.
The upcoming baby part actually freaked me out.
Really?
The baby in the tummy?
Yeah. Wasn't laughing, just was like, whoa.
Oh, he eats that guy. That body disappears. Nom nom. Blood pointed out that the whale is upside down. Very cool.
Bridges.
Jeff Bridges. Is Jeff Bridges in the game?
Yes.
There's his, I think that is probably the Dreamcatcher from the back of his...
Name
oh, no,
an
but it's
actor.
still on him when he stands up.
Just any actor.
Mel Gibson.
They're in the game.
Yeah, they're in there. Handprints on the sides.
You're pretty good.
Saved us. The baby saved us.
Thank you, Elijah.
What are the significance of those numbers?
Just some bugs, dude. No big deal.
I love how they like crawl upward. So cool.
Yeah, just the universe is so effed right now, right? I think that's what the point is.
And that's the little logo.
What's the name? Lumens?
Skeleton.
Lumen Sage. Lumen Sages, bro.
He's crying.
Norman.
He's like, dude, this is so effed.
This is a Stranger.
Just
this music is a
crying.
Stranger Things nod.
He's like, dude, I'm so tired of this.
It's not a nod, dude.
It's a nod.
These synths are dope.
Ludens. Thank you, chat.
What's Luden?
That's the name of their little mascot.
Oh.
A bang which gave rise to life as we know it. And then came the next explosion.
Jones is pissed.
He's so mad.
Explosion.
Jones is big.
That will be our last.
Last
Brother,
explosion.
Yoshi.
Did you see Cerny's in the credits? Technical producer?
Does it say that?
Yeah.
You're,
Get it, Cerny?
Oh yeah.
you're teasing. Was it in there?
Yeah.
Can never tell with you.
It's true. Technical producer.
Probably that was like a massive drop, that text, but we just couldn't read it. Oh!
New?
Nothing new. No way.
No?
Sweet arpeggiators, though.
Arpeggio.
Okay.
Jones is so mad.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome
left.
Hideo Kojima.
Nice. Alright, okay, alright. Oh, he's got the thing!
Too cool.
Everyone's like, yeah, finally.
Yeah, he's wearing the thing.
Yeah.
That was a total Damiani.
Yeah, he's Damiani.
Quintessential Damiani.
He's got the dog tags, too. It's so funny how he's just like, I can't walk any faster than this.
Yeah.
This thing will break.
So
mute that.
trailer is a little strange, but the strangest thing is that after you played the game for 4 or 5 hours, all of that starts to make sense.
Really?
Cerny's in on it.
Cerny's in on it?
Yeah.
Humble brag. Must be nice.
Yeah.
So,
Humble brag. Cerny
Andy,
over
I know
here.
you and
Nice-
Kojima-san
nice outfit.
have a long history together. How did you meet?
We met under the worst of all possible
guy just
circumstances.
translating the Kojima's ear.
It was E3. I was responsible for running the show, and I was hosting an event, and I got a call on my cell phone saying Kojima-san's code has just been stolen by a fan from the booth.
Whoa.
And you have to go tell him.
Scoops.
You have to go tell him.
So went out into the night. We had tracked him down to a restaurant, and we called him outside. And on the sidewalk in LA, told him that his precious code had been stolen, and we had no idea where it was. And I remember the looks on people's faces as some short guy was bowing deeply on the sidewalk in LA to apologize for what had just happened. Anyway, the relationship could only go in one direction from there, which is obviously up.
For which
I'm
game,
pleased
I
to say.
wonder?
ね。
はいご飯を食べててテラスみたいなところで食べてて
Those are the type of stories I wanna hear,
あ
man. Isn't that story?
アンディさんが
That was juicy.
なぜかこう近づいてきて
He's on his way out. He's ready to say anything.
We were eating
その事
together.
実を聞かされてでアンディさんがずっと謝ってたんで
We were eating at terrace, and for no reason, for no apparent reason, Andy comes out of nowhere and approaches, and then he tells the news and he starts to apologize deeply. I remember that.
And Kojima-san's face just went white as a sheet. I've never felt so bad in my life.
でも忘れられないですよねはい
まさに
その前からアンディさんとは結構会議とか会ってましたけどあの時が
I love that he's doing it with the thing over his shoulder this entire time.
すごく
So
近く
cool.
に感じた時です
It's hard to forget that. I mean, before that, I've been with Andy in meetings and whatnot, but that was the first time that I really remember, closing the distance with Andy.
So, Death Stranding. Can you tell us a little bit about how that came together?
ですね先ほどトレーラー出てましたけどあれは実機で動いてますプレイステーションプロで 4K ですはい
So you just saw the trailer. That is all working in real time in a PlayStation 4 Pro.
で後半ノーマンがこう水中みたいなところ漂って自分の中に入ってきますあそこはプレイヤブルです
And also in the latter half of the trailer, you see Norman in like water, kind of swimming, going to his own body. That's playable.
Oh, cool. Good scoops.
Wow.
So how did Death Stranding come together?
Whoa, Cerny.
Cerny,
Hey,
chill.
man.
chill, Cerny.
We can skip
We've
that.
all had
So,
those shows.
We can skip the head.
maybe the world knows. So what are some of your favorite memories
Cerny.
together?
I'm uncomfortable.
食事を一緒によくしてますずっと前から
We often go and grab lunch or dinner together.
で大体仕事の話は我々しませんので
And we barely ever talk about work.
大体70年代80年代のテレビ
I like
ド
that
ラ
Andrew
マ
House just
これ
like
は
speaks Japanese.
主にアメリカヨーロッパと
He knows exactly what's happening.
そういうのをすごく
We mainly talk about 70s, 80s TV shows, mainly American or European TV shows.
Okay, so Kojima-san is being very modest here because he will take on pop culture trivia in the US and Japan, 70s, 80s, and he will kick your ass. He's just an encyclopedia. I would also add that I think the most fun time most recently was sort of building a different form of relationship and seeing at first hand the sort of rebirth of Kojima Productions and having Sony be part of that has just been really, really phenomenal from my point of view.
独立するときにですね、いろんなところからオファーがありました。
So when I became independent, I was fortunate enough to receive offers from many different people.
で、いろんなところあったんですけども、やっぱり自由にものづくりがしたいので、僕のことを理解してくれているところとやりたいなっていうのはずっとありました。
So I had this many offers, but I wanted to keep my freedom to create exactly what I wanted. So I wanted to work with someone that understood me.
で、アンディさんにお会いして、こんなものを作りたいんだよと。っていう相談をしました。
And well, I met with Andy and I told him, this is kind of what I want to do.
普通は、 役員室で何十人もいるところでピッチというのを散々やるわけですよ。こういうものをこういう狙いでこんだけ売り上げがあってこんだけで作りますっていうのをしないといけないんですけども。
So normally what you would do after this point is you go into executive meetings and you do a pitch of this is kind of the expected revenue, this is exactly what I'm planning and what kind of target audience I have. That's what would normally happen.
でその時アンディさんに 2,3 分内容を口頭で言っただけなのに OK っていうので
So I remember at that point I just told Andy maybe 2-3 minutes about what I wanted to do and just told him I didn't have any document and he just said, yeah, okay.
で最初の作品なんでやっぱりアンディさんもうねだいぶ付き合いも長いですし、信頼関係もあるのでそれで今回のストランディングができたと。アンディさんがいなければこれはなかった生まれなかったものです。これもこの赤ちゃんも生まれなかった。
And it would be the first work of Kojima Productions in the independent, so it was very important for me. And well, it was all because of Andy. Without Andy, none of this would have been possible. None of this, what you saw, would have been created. None of the baby giving the thumbs up would have been possible.
Kojima knows. He knows what people want.
Yeah. He knows what they want before they know they want it.
I think maybe a shout out to Herman and Guerrilla Games for Decima. Is in order.
What?
The engine.
Oh.
It's named Decima.
That was really
Did Guerrilla
it for
Games
questions.
make it?
Any final thoughts? We've run. I know we needed more cards.
Cerny's so chill right now.
でアンディさんと一緒にやりましょうということで、まあ去年の1月ですかね。
So well, going lunch with Andy last year, I think it was in January.
で企画は考えてたんですけども、テクノロジーが全くないので、エンジンもツールもないので、その時は事務所もなかったです。
I already had a good idea of what I wanted to do, but I didn't have the technology with me. I didn't have, I didn't even have an office at that time.
でその時友達のマークさんを思い出して、マークさんに相談しました。
So also thought of Mark and discussed with Mark.
でマークさんと1月世界中のスタジオを回って、そこでヘルマンさんと出会って。今のデシマエンジンがあると。
And well, went on a tour through all the studios in the world with Mark, and at that point, I met with Herman, and well, that's what led to today.
これもよくいろんなところで喋ってますけども、いろんなスタジオを回ってプレゼンテーションを受けました。エンジンはこうだよとか、ツールはこうですよとかっていうのを受けました。
This is something I often mention, but in that tour, I went through different studios, and I got a presentation of what kind of engine each studio was using, what were the characteristics of each one.
もう僕らもう何もなかったんで、その時4人ぐらいで仮事務所だったんですけども、すごく皆さん優しくしていただきました。
At that point, I had nothing. I think we were 4 people in total at a very small rented office space, but everyone was really, really kind with us.
でゲリラの皆さんはプレゼンテーション終わって、で帰ろうとした時に一つの箱をくれたんですね。
And well, Guerrilla made their presentation showing us their engine, and when we were about to leave, they just gave us a small wooden box.
で箱を開けるとそこにゲリラのエンジンのソースコードが全部入ったものが入ってたと。
And well, when we opened the box, there was the whole source code of Guerrilla's engine.
で契約書も何も交わしてません。とにかく小島さんこれ持って帰ってくれと言われて、もうそこでもう泣きそうになって、もうこことゲームを作りたいってその時思いました。マークさんも同席されてたと思いますけど、はい。
It should be noted that at this point we had no contract, nothing, no boundaries, and they were just like, yeah, go ahead, please use our engine. This almost brought me down to tears, and at that point I made a decision, okay, this is the people I want to work with. This is also in part thanks to Mark.
デス・ストランディングっていうゲームのテーマはつながりなんですよね。ストランドというか。
The theme of Death Stranding is connections.
で、最初にアンディさんとソニーさんとのつながりがあって、マークさんとのつながりがあって、ヘルマンさんのつながりがあって、皆さんとのつながりがあって、今ここにデス・ストランディングが 紹介できるっていうの非常に嬉しく思います。ありがとうございます。
It started with a connection with me and Andy that led to a connection with Mark, and that led to a connection with Herman and Guerrilla Games, and that led to a connection with all the people in here, and that all those connections led to having Death Stranding here today. So I want to thank everyone for this.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you, gentlemen.
That was cool.
Very cool.
That was
Some
nice.
Good
Chill.
juice
That was rad,
in there,
yeah.
dude. Some
Got some
juicy stuff.
scoops.
Fun night, huh? You know, just get some old friends together. You know, just hang out.
Why do
you
that
know?
transition?
That was weird, yeah.
Getting to be holiday times. I love spending time with friends and family. You know, and I count a lot of you among that. I mean, it's seriously, it's like a game development super group is stacked up on here. Just one huge name after another. Thank you so much for all of
We
you.
could start a musical act together. This would be wonderful, I think.
It would be incredible. What kind of game would
Two
we make
unused
if we
chairs.
made a game together? That's what I want to know.
Cushions.
We would make Death Stranding in dreams.
Whoa.
And it would ship in 2018.
And I still would not understand it.
There would be a story
Yeah,
not
indeed,
let
that'd be
up.
great.
that you'll
2018.
understand at the very end.
It would come in under budget. And,
Well under budget.
Well,
I'm sure.
Just seeing the wall would
and
finish
early,
the
like
game
all
in
those things,
chat.
all those things.
That seriously is in your dreams.
Anyway, PlayStation Experience is just such a special time, and we have an incredible weekend
it.
lined up for everybody
That's it.
here. We got all those big panels I was talking about earlier. Naughty Dog's bringing it. Sucker
They
Punch is
promised
bringing
Greg
it.
Miller.
Media Molecule's
No,
bringing
Greg
it.
Miller's hosting
And
something
of course,
tomorrow, a panel.
tons and tons and tons of
think,
playable
yeah.
PS4 and PSVR titles. Lots of
I know
stuff to
he's
play. I
doing the
mean, Far Cry
Uncharted
5 is at the top of my list. You're going to be able to play Firewall 0 Hour. That's the new PlayStation VR game we announced earlier. Shadow of the Colossus, seriously, it's the third time I've said it, I know. Absolutely gorgeous. It's going to make your eyes pop out of your head. And then don't forget,
Dazzle.
we've got Capcom Cup on
Yes,
Sunday as
Capcom
well.
Cup.
That's going to be a lot of fun, too.
Yeah.
That's going to be right here.
That Sakura trailer.
I truly think it is our biggest PlayStation experience yet, and I hope you all agree when you get out there on the show floor tomorrow. Before we wrap up, though, Shawn, there's been something I've been meaning to mention to you.
Way down here, all by myself on the streets.
Way down there. That's
Just
right.
chilling,
that's right.
dude.
There's this thing with this shirt. You know, I see it kind of peeking out there out of your... What's the deal with that? Can we get a look?
So we kind of, it's this kind of tradition sort of happened by accident. And that I would wear a shirt on stage at PSX, which would give an indication of kind of games to come in the future, things I want to
What
see
do you
happen.
want it to be?
There was the infamous Crash Bandicoot t-shirt experience. But it led our friends and partners at Activision to bring out Crash Bandicoot again, which is one of the biggest, one of our most successful titles.
Wait,
this
so that was
year.
just incidental?
We've done that with Ratchet. We've done that with Wipeout, and now we have Wipeout VR coming.
Bib ribbon.
Yep. And so this year's shirt.
Take it off.
Yeah, what is that?
Yeah, I don't exactly recognize
Sir
it.
D.
I think it's medieval.
Can you tell us
medieval.
anything about this?
I think you're right. I
Can you
think
tell
you're
us?
right.
Yeah.
What is that? Anyone know what that is?
It says Sir Dan.
Yep. Wow,
job.
dude, cool.
So I've been getting a lot of feedback about the title MediEvil. It's a really important title. In my personal
Okay.
journey, in my
Okay.
career,
Very sick.
we worked on that
Show
when I
it,
moved
though.
to London. We would like to bring it back on PlayStation 4. We think Sir Daniel needs one more resurrection, and this is the time
Show
to do
it,
it. Thank everyone for sending their suggestions to me. Serendipitously, I'd already had this one baking in the oven, and then I saw all the pressure coming in, so I thought this was a great time to bring it
I
out.
can't
and to
tweet you
talk
any
about it.
more times about
Should we roll the
Shenmue
video?
HD. Shawn
guys wanna see a
Layden.
video?
He's
Come
not
on.
joking.
Let's do that.
Oh, nice. Little taste?
Little
Here we
taste.
go. This is a one megaton right here.
This is it.
Finally, you can prove yourself as a warrior. Greetings, stranger. I'm dead.
Don't just do a title.
It's still hype.
Cool. Cool. So it is a remaster.
Just a remaster. Scale-o-vision.
Sweet.
Very sweet.
Not my favorite kind of trailer.
There you go.
No, it's so early,
MediEvil's
man.
coming to
Like-
PS4. That's awesome.
One more thing. This shirt will also be available in the PS Store for the
Sell it.
next 2 days at PlayStation Experience. And all proceeds from the sale of the Sir Daniel Resurrection shirt will go to Able Gamers.
Cool.
So,
Nice.
please, everybody, grab one of these shirts over the next 2 days.
Fantastic stuff.
Wait,
So,
couldn't have
hey, I
made
want
it?
to thank
I
all of
said
our
couldn't
panelists.
have
Thanks
made
to
it.
all of
No,
you.
that
It's
shirt's
been an
cool.
honor. This is
Could've made
an
a nicer
incredible
shirt.
bunch.
Oh my gosh.
You guys have been great. We have an incredible weekend planned for all of you. Coming up next is Greg Miller with Kinda Funny. We're going to take a very short intermission, but we're just getting started, so stay with us.
We're just getting started. It's 9:36.
Damiani looked at us like, I gotta go.
Wait, so
I gotta go.
Guys.
What is the Greg Miller thing? Is it more stuff?
I don't know.
I think that was the,
That
the
was
show.
the
That
show.
was the show.
That was the show.
That was the show.
Chat, was that the show?
That was the show.
Let's not kid ourselves.
Yeah. Kind of funny he's doing something.
That was the show.
That was the show.
So now do we talk about it?
No, because Huber, last year when they announced Parappa Remastered, it was playable. You can go play it, and they showed it, and it looked great.
Wait, didn't they say we'd see more from Concrete Genie? He said that in the beginning.
Yeah, so I guess that'll be in this Greg Miller thing.
Okay.
We gotta hang Damiani.
Gonna count it?
Hey, this was bad though, right?
Yeah, it was
this
bad.
Yep. This is bad.
I mean, like, they said it was gonna be chill and relaxed, and it was. But
They
still.
should have done it like
They should have just put it out as a video.
They should have done it like Entertainment Weekly does, like around the Oscars when they do like round tables with all the filmmakers and stuff.
Yeah.
If they had done a round table with all the developers and called it a developer roundtable, I would have been so on board because some of the stories were great. Like Balrog talking about God of War and Kojima talking about Death Stranding. Those were definite highlights for me.
Like the fact that they have this big stage with a bunch of monitors
And the audience.
and the audience,
Think of everybody who's there.
right?
Yeah.
It's sending mixed messages. It's a very weird thing to do.
Yeah.
Like, why pay for all this if you're not gonna actually
And
do
then
it?
just like randomly in the middle, here's some trailers, and then back to what we were doing before.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
out
All right.
of nowhere.
Also, medieval. It was it was all over the place. It was all over the place.
Yeah. Does Shenmue HD exist, guys? Like,
It exists.
what the hell?
Greg Miller's gonna
Does
announce
Resident Evil 2 Remake even exist?
Do you think they exist?
Yes.
Then they do exist.
All right. All right.
I mean, like, they did tell us not to get psyched,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
you know,
It doesn't. It's yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they just killed the audio too.
Kind of funny.
Greg Miller.
Greg Miller.
like, I mean, I didn't like hate it.
You know,
It wasn't good,
I
but
gotta
I'm not,
do
like,
some
mad.
research. I need to do some research
Yeah, I didn't
about
hate it.
this.
About the show.
Like, they said it would be what it was, and
Exactly.
it was.
They did temper
They
expectations.
tempered them.
I didn't want to believe it.
Like, it wasn't exciting, but it wasn't like I'm not like mad at them. You know?
Oh, I don't think I'm mad at them. I just didn't think it was good.
Right.
That's all.
Strange to have nothing new for God of War.
Yeah.
They
That felt
pretty much
strange.
had nothing new at all.
Pew, pew, pew,
Pew, pew.
How's-
What the hell?
There's the Battlefront.
What are they doing?
The Devil May Cry demo, man. They got stuck in traffic. Or the Devil May Cry 5.
Yeah. Human error.
Yeah.
Human error. The 2% happened.
Yeah.
It's still possible.
What was the what filled in for that?
Medieval.
Medieval?
Yeah, they weren't going to announce it. You know,
They whipped it up real quick.
he had the shirt just in case, like
Right.
a backup
in case
plan.
they got stuck in traffic.
And then
Yeah.
The 2% happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
The loop is back.
Is it? Yeah.
Shawn Layden doing slides was pretty good. Shawn Layden doing slides was good.
Wait, is it the same loop again?
The loop's back, baby.
No way, they're doing the same loop.
You're in one.
You're in one.
we're in one.
Oh no.
Yeah, so no shadow drops. Fewer than 16 new characters spoke.
I really want to watch that Firewall footage again. That was something.
That's the VR game?
Yeah.
Which one was that? I don't even remember
That's
it.
the 4v4 VR.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, that was not good
The
footage.
idea and the concept, I'm super on board
Right.
for.
The
But the
presentation.
footage
Yeah.
was...
Yeah.
Whew. Whew. Dude, Star Wars Battlefront 2 is such bad vibes. Like, every time I see it, I'm just like...
No, this is good vibes. Look, they're pranksters with each other. She's like, gotcha.
He's like, oh, I gotta turn this off.
Yeah, Battlefront 2. Bad vibes.
Gotta.
It is bad vibes.
I
Turn this
gotcha.
off.
We've always been rivals. That's the point of that. That was what the commercial is. So.
We've always been rivals.
Wow.
All right, well...
Greg Miller and what, though?
Well...
7 months till E3.
7 months till
7 months.
7 months.
You
The
gotta-
countdown begins.
The countdown?
Right now.
E3. That's gotta be when they show Resident Evil 2, right?
And you know what else is going to be huge?
E3. They're gonna show it at E3.
Nintendo Direct in January is going to be huge.
Oh, it's in January?
Yes.
Okay.
That's going to be the hypiness.
Yes.
That's gonna
Bayonetta
be
3
the hype.
gameplay.
Have they announced when in January it is?
No, it leaked that it's in January.
Okay.
Oh, so we're back in.
Kind of
Okay.
funny.
All right. We're back in.
Having a good time.
He knows
Been
it.
sitting a long time. Everybody get up. Let's do some of this. A little bit of this. I'm
I
looking
like
right at you. I'm not, sir. You. Right? Yes, there. Thank you. That's all I needed. My name's Greg Miller. I work for a website called kindafunny.com. But I think on the occasion, I'm feeling a bit nostalgic. Beyond! My kind of people. This is PSX. This is my favorite show of the year. This, of course, the fourth PSX, the fourth one I've been at.
He's
and
doing
the
a
fourth one
monologue
I've been
right now.
lucky enough to be at and have a panel. Now, usually, I come here and I do a podcast. I've done Podcast Beyond. I've done the Kind of Funny Games Cast. I've done PS I Love You XOXO.
Why do you
And
stop doing that?
This year, I thought maybe I would do Kind of Funny Games Daily. Maybe we do the Games Cast instead. But it finally dawned on me. I emailed PlayStation. I said, hey, could I get Shawn or Shu, sit them down and do an interview with them? I'd love to do that. And I expected them to say no. Instead, they hit me up and said, would you like to do it, both of them, on the kickoff night? And I said,
Okay,
okay, sure, that sounds like a
So
great
no
idea. So we have
announcements, right?
15 minutes
Probably not, dude.
to talk to these gentlemen.
15
about their
minutes.
careers, about the stuff we really care about, where all the games are, and all that other
Bounced
jazz.
out.
So are you ready for that?
Greg Miller,
PSX, please welcome back to the stage.
you
Shawn
have a
Layden.
responsibility to pump them for information about Shenmue right now.
Yeah,
Do not
Shawn-
let me down.
Chad, are we doing? Is there going to be more stuff?
Do
One
not
job,
let me down,
Shenmue.
Greg. Yes.
Shenmue information.
Like, yeah. Do we do our breakdown or do we watch this and comment over an interview?
It's a good question.
Something quiet.
I want to see if
This is
he-
uncharted territory, Chad.
The rest of the IKEA showroom.
No, the couch portion of the programming is over.
Oh, is that over
No,
now?
we're done with that
All right.
now. No. Shawn,
we don't know.
it's PSX.
Yeah, we don't know why.
You've been on the
Chad. We
stage a
don't
long
know.
time already talking. Great stuff, by the way.
Thank
Really
you.
good content, good reveals. No one's asked you the hard-hitting questions.
Yes, Greg.
Yeah, there we go.
Let's
There
go.
we go. Yeah.
Where is
Right.
Shenmue?
And I reckon that's not going to be you either.
No, please.
Oh.
You know how I am. You know who I am. Let's start at the top of the list.
Okay, fire away.
When will we be able to change our PlayStation Network?
Good man.
I would change mine.
The elves back at the North Pole have been working on that for quite some time.
I've noticed, yes. Many PSXs I've talked to people, and they're always working on it very hard.
It's
give
it's
you
a
money.
large piece of work,
Yeah.
and it's more complex than I think we. Hey!
Whoa.
What? Are you a coder? You want to come tell me something?
Whoa.
Let me put it this way. I hope
So good.
we'll see events occur that you don't have to ask me that question next PSX.
Okay.
Oh.
I thank you for that answer.
better not ask me
and
that
that's the thing. 2017, a crazy year for games.
Oh gosh.
Greg's
I
card just
feel like it's
blows
been a
up
crazy
tonight.
year for developers and publishers. of finally
Shouldn't have asked Shawn
that
question.
YouTube, Twitter, social space world.
Events will happen.
You can just be
Events
honest.
will happen.
You can have these conversations, right, where you're saying something is better than saying nothing. Telling people, hey, we're working on
All
it,
right.
we're trying.
We're
That's
gonna hold
better
them
than
to
just
that.
going quiet.
Correct.
Next, because the PS5 is coming out.
There's
The
not-
PS5 is coming
There's
out.
some things we just can't speak about in detail.
Of course.
But I think every question deserves an answer, even if that answer is, I can't answer it.
Good answer. So now, everybody knows you. You're in charge. You're the big man on campus.
Well, they made me sit at the end of the sofa, Roadies. You know
Yeah,
that
I know.
really?
That was weird, right? That didn't seem very respectful.
Hi,
for somebody that in
Andy.
charge.
Yeah.
Okay. You've been in the position now since 2014?
Yes, president of the sales and marketing company here since 2014 and chairman of the studios since last year. Only getting one paycheck.
Oh.
Andy.
Well, Andy's on the way out. You got to start figuring out who comes up next.
Oh, wow, you went there.
What? It's true. Everybody knows the facts. Here's my question about that.
Yes.
Have you adjusted to the role? Because you are now in a position where you say anything and it gets picked up as this is Bible truth. The headline says Sony says this.
Well, the great thing about being the CEO of the publishing business and being the chairman of the studios is that, crazily enough, the head of marketing and the head of development, they always agree now. We don't have any of those, problems. No, it's a privilege, honestly, to be back in Worldwide Studios, where I began my career back in 1996. And
It's a while ago.
It's been a while.
Real quick, go crazy if you were born after 1996.
It's been a while.
Whoa, really?
We are old men.
We are old too.
Yeah. Anyone born in the Eisenhower administration? Okay, my people. All right.
They're getting there. Is that
Which administration was
power?
I
I mean,
born
that
in?
position.
Bush
Did it
one?
take you a while to wrap your
I
head
don't know when
around, like what that
presidents are.
meant?
It
right
really
now.
is a team effort.
What?
Right? The days of building a game by oneself, unless you're publishing on, let's say, Android or iOS, those days are over. And it's your ability to pull teams together and get them focused in the right direction. You look at some games will have 150 or 200 people on it at peak. And that cannot just be driven by one megalomaniac. It needs a whole team around it. The same goes for sales and marketing and publishing. I see my role as not necessarily, picking the target and leading the charge every time, but really to create an environment where people can become successful, where people can get involved with the process. It's like distributed computing, right? I need the brain power of everybody that I work with in order to get the job done.
Reagan babies.
So now, I think probably the second big question then for PlayStation at this PSX. Are you going to take any of that computing power and put it behind giving release dates to the video games?
I'm not stupid. I just don't care.
Because I'm getting sick of 2018, and we're not even there yet.
I think we talked about The Last Guardian earlier, right? And we can create a rod for our own back if we come out with a date a date that's not secure enough too early.
Sure.
Because we end up moving dates out, and a lot of times people can understand why that may occur. It's just not a great place to be. You get all excited and they tell you, I'm sorry, did I say Christmas was December 25th? It's actually July 9th. What? That was Christmas. What happened to that? So you can't move those kind of things out. I think we're trying to get in a place where as soon as we get a solid feeling, we are going to express that. But would you rather us just not show the game until that moment, or do you still want to see the game earlier?
Don't show me it.
Don't show anything until 6 months
Do you
out.
want to see it not or earlier?
I like that he asked.
See, because I just feel like, God of War, I'm sold on. First trailer, done. I didn't need to see more. Spider-Man, we all know Brian at Insomniac, he is not going to ever put a release date on this. Because he just likes to tease you. You follow this guy on Twitter, he's terrible. Every weekend, I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to play Spider-Man in my house. I'm like, ooh, I don't like you. You got to put pressure.
I love that he's doing this cross-legged too. It's actually really cool.
You know what I mean?
No, I know.
Nope.
We just hate to put a date out there and then keep changing it or having it be a moving target. Or having to come back and say, oh, that wasn't the date, and we're going to move it again. I mean, there are other things that impact that as well. If you put something on a pre-sale on the store on a certain date, if you move the date, you have to refund all of those pre-sales because the date has moved out of a certain window. So there's a lot of complexity around that.
Yeah.
But we're trying to get better at it. I think I think the games that we've talking about in 2018 will be in 2018.
You're confident enough in that part. You have a strong feeling about that part.
Yes, because if it doesn't, then I go old Negan on my people.
Whoa. Okay. All right.
What does that mean to go
Speaking
Negan?
of which, is Quantic Dream in trouble? Because I don't
Beat
think
them
they were
to dead,
supposed
right?
to say spring.
Yeah,
They
to
said
beat them to
spring.
Walking Dead, yeah.
Oh, got it.
And to make a show that's
Okay, they're
bad
fine,
even
okay,
worse.
they're fine. They have a strong feeling as well? Okay, just making sure.
They're fine. They're in there for spring. You know when spring is in Australia.
What? When is that? So then, talk to me about this PSX.
You were so checked out right now. I can't believe that, dude.
Talk to me
We tried.
about this PSX.
We did everything we could to set you right.
About it.
on the
Just
right
remember,
path.
there's a thing about
I
authority.
believe
And if
it.
somebody's authoritative and higher, you need to answer the questions honestly and get out there.
All right. Yes, your question.
Weekly hunt
About this
Weekly
PSX,
hunt
this is
style.
a different PSX. This
Yes.
is a
It can't be
different
too bad.
opening ceremony.
Can we stream it
right?
Monday?
It's very clearly not
Monday?
a keynote. It's not a press conference.
Stream
Nobody
whenever
say
you
that.
want.
We're
Okay,
not
Monday.
How
supposed
long
to
does the
say
beta
it.
go
Like,
for?
It
I'm not
better,
sure.
it better be going through Monday or
Was
Tuesday.
that-
I like it better.
I can do Monday or Tuesday.
do you guys like this? If
They're
I'm
lying.
being 100% honest, one guy's like, no!
There's a door.
Shit, Shawn is just like aggro.
Everyone's on edge,
A lot
dude.
of our late year announces
My gosh.
and premieres and world exclusives.
Being put on the
and all
end of
kind
that
stuff.
couch
Winning the Paris
affected
game.
him.
We had it all timed together, like
No
Ghost
release
of
date for
Tsushima,
God of
we
War
were
broke
out
his
there.
mind.
It was very important because you all have PlayStation cousins living in Europe, and they're heavy gamers just like all of you are. And so we want to bring new stuff hot baking right out of the oven to them as well.
So
And it just
Bloodworth sent
didn't
me a
give us
message
whole
earlier.
lot
Beta
for
ends
this
the
show. So
12th
we
at
talked
9
about
a.m. according
what
to
should we
chat.
do here? And we thought
12th
maybe we
is
kind of
Monday?
turn this into more of
4 days.
a dialogue
What's
or
today?
ability to
Saturday.
meet
Today's
the developers and the studio
Saturday?
chiefs behind the games.
Today's Friday.
We get
So
Corey
Wednesday.
to come out here.
So we're
and
good.
Herman.
So Monday or
I
Tuesday.
thought that was a
Yeah,
really good chance
let's do it.
for you
Cool.
guys
Make
to
it
get to
fun.
know
Okay.
who the people are that are making
So
the games.
Bloodworth
as
sent me a
well.
message.
Yeah.
He said, let me know what the
I'm
best
a big
3
fan of
reveals
that.
are for
I
me to
make
clip
my
them
living
out and put
just
them on
talking.
YouTube.
So yeah, that's all.
I don't have a thing for
What a
them.
good living it is.
Medieval.
Medieval, yeah.
Patreon.com/.
Do we react well to Medieval?
I think so.
I think it's awesome.
I'm sorry about the changes.
I mean, we got 3 spots to fill here. I think Medieval
Yeah,
is one of
yeah,
them.
it's- yeah.
Was that
We're going with what we got.
He just talked about the Patreon changes.
Because I feel like
Really?
I love.
He was just like,
PSX.
I'm sorry
I've
about
said
the changes.
that, and I'm not
Hustle
saying, you know what I mean?
back,
Like, it's my
guys.
favorite show because it's
Hustle
all like
back.
constantly live.
Hustle back.
You look to the left, you look to the right, you can talk to anyone here, and you're all into the same thing.
cut.
PlayStation. That's why you're here. That's why it's great.
God, for
Hustle
too
back.
long. Hustle
A few
back.
people like that. Do you think that what you're doing here, having this open dialogue, the way you're running
SoulCalibur.
So
PSX,
the
making
12
it
is
more of an
Tuesday,
experience
9
on the floor? Because
So
I
we
walked the
gotta do
show
it
floor with
Monday.
Shuhei earlier today, guys. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Is that a move to redefine or at least reestablish what you think the identity of PlayStation is? Because I've talked on the shows a lot in the way that I thought PlayStation 4's launch, which has obviously been such a huge success, was so strong. The February event was so strong because it was you guys coming out and being like, all right, no cell processor, this is the box, it runs awesome games, let's talk about games. Games.
Yes.
And then it was, we rolled into E3 and there was a great video of Adam Boyes and Shuhei Yoshida talking about how they share videos. And it was like, they get it, they're there,
was
this is
gone from
PlayStation. Then PSX happened and it was like this
that
great
hurts.
ball of momentum. And then we
Yeah,
saw
he
a
moved
shift
on to-
with E3s recently,
What
where
did
it
he
was, all right,
I can't remember.
Shoe's not going to come out. You're
Let us
barely
know,
going to come out.
chat.
It's just going to be
still
trailers,
plays
and that's how
Destiny.
we're going to run it.
Yeah.
And it felt
Know
like,
that.
ooh, are we going back to a PlayStation 3 era PlayStation that wants to be more behind the scenes, or
CEO of Iron Galaxy.
Iron Galaxy, thank you.
I'm not sure what you mean by
Who
behind
is
the
what?
scenes.
I
but,
can't remember Iron Galaxy right
I
now.
think
They
we
made
found
Killer
that we have
Instinct.
this great opportunity
Right.
every year now with PSX to have this kind of let's get by the fireside up close and personal and let's speak our truths and tell our stories. And I think E3 really it's a trade show.
yeah?
That's what it is, it's a trade show. And we have such great content lined up for that. I really felt, why would I don't need to come up and say, on the next scene you're going to see, Bob is having a little trouble with his son and he wants to go over here and kill an alligator. You just show you what it is, right? And put it up on
Is that
the
game in development? Oh man, just having so many problems with my son. It's because of the alligator.
Let's go, boy.
It's good, Greg.
Yeah.
It's good stuff, dude.
So,
Best in the biz.
Best in the biz.
are we shouting out greatest hits? Or-
I think they yelled out karaoke. I don't understand. They don't.
I understand.
So
Please,
I think this
if
is
you're
what PlayStation
there,
Experience is
yell
trying to do,
Shenmue right now.
is
Just
yell
somebody
it,
in the
really
audience.
Nah, if you're there,
connected,
stop
engaged.
yelling.
Stop yelling.
Stop yelling.
Yell
For
Shenmue.
the next couple of days, not only are we
Would you
going
get
to
up on the
and you're
stage?
going to be able to see some great
Honestly, because I think the
gameplay
crowd's too
and
big for this type of vibe.
Right,
demos there as
right.
well, but
That's why
also
they're getting
there's
shouting.
some
That's why
other
they're
shouldn't
getting
have a
restlessness.
crowd for this.
I'm telling you right now,
You're gonna go in there and
tomorrow,
think that, is this a
Sony
game show?
employees
Is it a
better
trade?
look out,
Is it a theme park?
because I'm pumping
Right?
them all
And,
for
why don't you get
information
closer
about
to
Shenmue.
the
New
games
mic
and
flags
why
in
they
their
did
face.
what they
Yeah.
do. You'll see a lot of
Pumping
development
'em.
teams and creators, on the floor themselves, enjoying what we're going to do here. Next
It's not
couple
even a
days.
question.
And,
It's just
I
yelling
hope you
Shenmue.
get a lot of it as I'm warming the floor as well. This is
What time are you
the
getting
kind of
there,
show you
Hubert?
want to do. E3 is really
Bright and early.
It's kind of glitzy, but it's right there.
Like 10 or 11.
He's going after this.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is what PlayStation games are all
Yep.
about. Pow, 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 pow.
What did you think of E3 being open to consumers this year?
I thought, I'll be honest with you guys, I think the ESA sold 15,000 consumer tickets for that. And it really brought the crowd to the edge of pain.
Yeah.
And I won't bore you guys with the details around it, but if you're going to design a trade show or a consumer show, there's a completely two different beasts. And the way you do it, not only physically, the way you have to make rows wider, you have to have this
Traction
experience
on
shorter to
E3.
get more people through.
Yeah.
We have to determine, E3 is like in the middle of the highway, is going to get hit by cars on both sides now.
Yeah.
So it's got to choose a lane to be in.
Good point.
Yeah, that's not the way to drive. So then, looking at 2018, what is your vision for PlayStation in 2018?
Well, I think we continue along our path.
Shuhei after
putting
him,
my
or is
Worldwide
he just
Studios
not
hat
coming?
on.
He's coming.
Sure.
I think in Worldwide Studios we have a lot of energy, a lot of devotion, a lot of love around storytelling, around narrative. Some people call that single-player gaming. We do have most of our eggs in that basket, just because that's the thing we do well. I think, in my humble opinion, IMHO. And I don't want to go to any of those teams and tell them, I read in a magazine that there's something called games as a service. Make me one of those. I don't want to be that guy. So that's what we do. We do Horizon. We do God of War. We do Detroit. Uncharted. The Last of Us. These are the things we're going to continue to lean into really strong. So I see our content story continue to play out that way. As a platform, I think we're going to see again humbly continued dominance of PlayStation in the game market.
The Nintendo Switch is dominating.
And as we see the what we call the install base,
Switch
and
is
the number of
dominating.
people have your thing. The install base of PSVR
What are you going to do after Mario and Zelda?
growing to a critical mass point.
What
I
are you
think
gonna
we're
do,
going to see a lot more content developers jumping in there. Of course, Worldwide Studios will be there, and things
That's
like we
right.
saw today, Firewall. That's awesome. You guys
Luigi's
should
Mansion.
definitely get a chance
3.
to play that over the next couple of days. We're going to see some more energy in that.
Bayonetta
respect as well.
3, dude. I
PlayStation
cannot
VR
believe it
catch
exists.
you off guard. How successful it's been.
Like,
Yeah, well, it caught us really off guard when we
I'm
launched it a year ago.
gonna go to
Right
sleep
now.
just thinking about Bayonetta 3 and the fact
like,
that it
oh,
exists,
there's no
and
more.
that's
Um,
just.
And then so the momentum
all we
kind of
need.
slowed down because we were so
Sorry
trying to
for
get the
starting a
hardware to
fanboy war
catch up
chat. Didn't mean
with that, and so we've almost kind of
I
put it into a relaunch
started
mode
playing
right
Bayonetta
now.
1 on
Yeah.
PC.
Getting it
at
out
the
there,
Awards,
and titles like Skyrim.
That game is amazing.
Super
It's
cool.
so
That's also
good. That
playable
game
at the
is
show. You guys
amazing.
should check that out. Doom VFR.
Yep.
What's the F in VFR?
Nobody
He
knows.
watched
Nobody knows what the F
first
stands
hour
for.
of Bayonetta in a while.
Yeah.
I know.
It's pretty magical.
Fromage.
Fromage, exactly. Cheese edition.
Yeah.
That's exactly.
And then the other titles.
It's a good way to kill a
coming out
bit.
is,
Yeah.
Bravo teams on the floor. You saw the picture of the inpatient. Pretty creepy. So I think we're getting a good breadth of content coming out, and it caught us by surprise, but we're fully committed to the platform, to the format.
I have more VR questions, but your time's already up.
Okay.
Sucks.
There you go.
But the next man can answer these questions for me about VR.
You can ask him.
He's a fan of VR. He plays it.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for Shuhei Yoshida.
Please rise. Please rise. I like that very much.
Thanks, man. All right, Shu.
Shuhei rules.
Take him on.
Yep. Shuhei's great.
Take him home.
Oh,
Love
yeah.
that.
So it's just the best. It's the best part. If you ever see Shu, just give him hugs. Give him hugs. Look at all these people just leaving, Shu. Now, again, to clarify mistakes of PSX past, they were saying Shu. They weren't booing you. This was a big moment of contention before.
Yeah, I was worried.
Yeah.
I was worried.
This year it's much closer, everybody.
You like that?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. What does PSX mean to you?
Well, I always say PSX is my favorite show of the year.
Yeah?
This
Why?
is just the thousands of happy people. Everybody smiling, all love PlayStation. They're paying a lot of money to come. Love PlayStation. Right, so.
Does that blow your mind? I mean, you've been with PlayStation for so long to see the audience actually go somewhere each and every year.
Well, I never had this chance. You know, I've been to E3 and Gamescom and all these events, TGS, but I don't think we had this dedicated, like a PlayStation only big consumer event. And it just gets better and better. That the booth that our teams created this year is amazing. It's the whole production, and that's a walkthrough of the gaming
Greg Murray said
stages.
15 minutes.
Some
to
of the
keep
games
people
are not
tuned in.
Playable,
15 minutes is a plan.
So some are
sure.
very creative.
Here, we got
people
15
came
minutes.
Up with, the other.
We got people to ask about Shenmue.
So,
on a schedule here.
Of course, president of Sony Worldwide Studios.
Yep.
Do you think Jones and Blood are still in the
All this
audience?
stuff's happening.
No.
I think Jones and Blood are playing a game
in
together.
2015,
When the Death Stranding
you came on
trailer
our E3
played
live
again,
show.
Jones
And
left.
rubbed it in kind of his face that you had already played.
Just
Well, I said.
No, you rubbed it in our face. You don't try to walk it back.
No, I said I played something in Sucker Punch office, and they are making something. Yeah, they exist, right?
They exist.
Sucker
Yeah,
Punch.
I know.
Yeah, what are they doing?
They're
Tell
being
us.
real quiet for a long, long time.
Yeah, what's great about
It's Ghost of
working with
Tsushima,
Sucker
dude.
Punch is they are so focused
Oh, yeah. They're,
on
Sucker
getting
Punch is
the
doing it?
game
Okay, yeah.
feel right.
That's right.
The mechanic, the feel that when you have the controller,
I'm gonna make you go to that panel with me
you're
tomorrow.
holding
Bloodworth
the
is still in the
educate
audience.
yourself here.
Shit.
Bloodworth
You
is still in the
are
audience,
like a
confirmed.
really-
Okay.
the character.
Yeah. Sucker
So
Punch.
they spend a long time, at the very, very early stages of the development of the Ghost of Tsushima, they always had this prototype gaming working. So I got to be able to play some of the early prototype that went, many
Jones is
stages.
tweeting about Disneyland. Who knows?
So I've been playing the
Is he
game
really? Is he
for
actually right now?
2 years.
Give me the Jones tweet.
Blood says that
Tell me
Jones is
something
next
about
to
it.
him.
Okay.
In
The
the
fact
audience.
that it wasn't opening
Is
this
he
show, I don't know what
fantasizing
you
about
guys are
Disney?
Who am I going to see in Disneyland after the show
operation
tonight?
this is. What is going on with this game? Tell me about the game.
He's right there.
How big is the open world?
Yeah,
2
so
hours
it's
ago.
It's an open world.
He's checking his watch.
Yeah,
It's a
He's
large,
checking the watch.
game that they have,
Making
Sucker Punch
calls.
has created much larger than infamous Second Son, and it's beautiful. Like
We could
the,
tell Blood to
trailer
shout Shenmue.
that we showed was all rendered
He
in
wouldn't
the
do it.
game
No.
engine.
He might shout
And,
Skellige, but not shout.
It's always already playable. The sword fighting, and it's we are not talking about lots of gameplay.
Oh, I've noticed.
Yet.
Yeah.
Oh, I've noticed.
It already feels and plays very well. So
Okay.
it's a large,
What
island
about that
of
From
Tsushima.
Software announcement show?
We came so close.
Do you think they
to
tell Greg
get
what
the
he's
lead.
not allowed to talk about?
Oh, really?
Yeah. Early.
Yeah, but I think
this
they
year
like
or
they
late
let him talk
last
about a
year,
lot, which is cool.
because
Yeah.
Sucker Punch guys have been visiting the island of Tsushima many times for doing a research, taking photos, talking to people there.
Sure.
Learning about the history and the culture and nature there. And that became a story in the local newspaper, like a Tsushima Times or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was a small piece, but friends of our development team in Japan was let know that, I read about this, Sucker Punch people from Seattle visiting Tsushima to do research for the next game, and we are like, freaked out, and don't talk about it. And luckily, the paper, the circulation is only a few thousand.
Yeah.
And
None of them were on NeoGAF at the time.
Yeah. So it was only available in the island.
Man,
of
I'm
Tsushima.
surprised Days Gone.
Oh, wow.
wasn't
Yeah, they had
That story never came
Crazy.
outside of that island, so we are like,
Yeah.
I'm shocked.
They are so excited that large company, large
They're
production
mixing up the
house
art
is
style,
building
dude.
Tsushima and
Changing
they
it?
respect-
They're changing the art
Full
style.
overhaul.
They're
Cell
so
shaded.
excited that the game
They're doing the
will be
Borderlands
made,
move.
Based in Tsushima.
They're making a
history.
multiplayer too, right?
So that paper guy.
Yeah.
wrote the story.
Yeah.
Loot boxes.
He got this
Mandatory co-op the entire game.
Where were you, IGN?
Yeah. So I was afraid that Kotaku Japan or IGN Japan might pick it up.
Do you find it disturbing that even in an auditorium this large, you can make out Marty's laugh? Anyways.
Hi, Marty.
How much Last of Us Part 2 have you played?
Last of Us, no, I haven't played any.
Don't lie to me.
No, I haven't. No, I have not.
Yeah?
Yeah, and I haven't played Death Stranding either.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why not? You just go down there. You're their boss. You can go in and you make these things happen.
I can just wait and enjoy,
Or your hands off.
Classic Steve.
Your hands off.
Yes.
Yeah, they don't have to do anything.
Totally. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just tell me what is it her mom? Has that been confirmed? Because that's what it seems like. And then she's pregnant. Is that what the knife's about?
Yeah, that's my question.
Okay. Yeah. Well, no.
Yeah. So I was watching news video like talking about trying to figure it out.
Do you think Joel is alive, or do you think he's a ghost?
Ghost of Tsushima?
No, we're not.
Ghost of Tsushima.
You don't have to play the game we just.
Oh, that's a great game. I played through the Shadow of the Colossus remake.
Okay.
That's an amazing game. Luckily I've forgotten like half the Colossus.
Sure. Yeah.
How to, it's just beautiful and it plays well. They sped up the frame rate. It's I think it's
She was a
60 frames
master
on
illusionist.
PS4 Pro. Okay, 30 frames.
That was a good move, yeah. It was like, no, look over here.
Yeah.
Plays so well. They reconfigure the controls and still, trying to keep the original intent.
Sure.
Of the
that it should be a struggle.
Creator's intent.
I knew it was
Calling
coming.
it out.
I knew it was coming.
The camera should wake up.
But yeah, I couldn't stop playing. I played through the game for over 2 or 3 days, but it was amazing experience.
I know it's not a. We were talking about this backstage. On Kind of Funny Games Daily, we had a conversation, me and Andrea, about if second party exists, and is Insomniac and Spider-Man, that's a second party and we went back and forth for a while, and then Insomniac just tweeted at us, and they were just like, no, we're a third party developer. It's a first party game.
Mm-hmm.
So have you seen that? Have you played that? Do you know about that? Can you ask Brian when it's coming out?
Actually, I played Spider-Man.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Whole sequence of the E3 demo.
Yeah.
It looked like some scripted sequence, but actually it's an open world game, another open world game, and actually, every time I played, it played differently. Of course, there are switches you can trigger some event, but entirely it's controllable, and you might have seen Brian, play the different parts, and it feels so great.
When's that one coming out?
I don't know what we are saying. 2018.
Yeah, I know. You're saying 2018. I know. A lot of people are saying 2018.
We are not saying early or spring or right.
You're not. No, you're not.
Yeah.
Well, are you? I don't know.
No. Right? We are saying early for God of War, spring for Detroit, and February for Shadow of the Colossus.
Yeah.
So none of them,
okay.
I guess.
More
I guess.
More information that isn't.
I guess.
Real information, I guess. But
the other game I'm playing is Days Gone. That's another open world horror game.
There you go.
Yeah. Okay.
What happened in this game?
Days Gone?
Days Gone is it's not playable unfortunately here, but
2019.
there's awesome setup in the booth. But the game's playable. I think through now, so it's in the phase of doing the tweaks and the polish and testing. Sure. And
is it good?
It's a big game.
Right, that's the thing. When I was talking to Sony Bennett E3 about it, it still seems like we haven't seen what the game actually is. Because the game obviously is shooting, it is taking on the tweakers, the freakers, but
freakers,
the zombies. And so
no, they're not.
Freakers. My apologies, everybody. Freakers, TM, PlayStation. It seems like when we see it, it is, all right, let's fight them. But in reality, when you talk about it, they talk about it being the open world and how your bike's a character and how you have to upgrade it and keep the gas in it and get supplies. It seems like it's not going to be just as action-focused as, demos have led us to believe.
Yeah, there are lots of stories this time around
Yeah.
as well. So some of the trailers are focused on the struggles of the characters and death or but it's pretty much action game. It's like approach the situation. Each situation you can approach anyway.
Well, that was the cool thing about Behind Closed Doors of D3, right? Is that it was the same demo, but this time it was at night, and so fewer people. You were using snow. It was being stealthy. You were not being hurt as easily.
Yeah. It's time of the day changes and the difficulty or the approach you have to take each situation changes. So it's very cool.
Talking about you overseeing the first party, right? What all these guys.
Oh, I've been playing Dreams as well.
By the way,
I like this interview.
If they want to know about Dreams, they'll go there. They'll find out about it.
Okay.
Whoa.
Talking about releases. Do you guys? How do you decide who goes and in what order? Because I feel when we see Last of Us at Paris Games Week, I was like, oh, well, for sure we're not going to see Days Gone then. And then it was that interesting question of, well, would we see anything at PSX that was new? Because I feel like the games on paper, in the trailer, in just a glance, seem so similar that you can't have them come out one on top of each other. You need to give them room to breathe, both in their marketing beats, I'd assume, right?
Well, when the games come out, they're very different.
Yeah.
But I understand where you're coming from. And your question is about which game to show in which.
How you decide, I mean, really, and more than.
Yeah, so it's pretty much so. We tend to try to do big, like media showcase twice a year, like E3 and Paris this year, and E3 and PSX last year. And teams have the development schedules and have milestones and some optimum time to showcase the review or showcase the gameplay or put demos on the show floor. So the calendars of these entire games and the PR production team have a conversation with each studios and try to position.
Sure.
Yeah, so that's a long process. It takes probably over 6 months to produce one show. So our PR team must have been working on or starting preparation for next year's E3 already.
So when the way it works, correct me if I'm wrong,
It's
is
a fair
that
question.
you guys
Just The Last of Us, Days Gone in the same game.
A first party studio wraps a game, then they start prototyping or deciding what they want to work on next time, and then they come to you and pitch you, right? So was there concern about Sony, Ben Studios getting involved into the zombie world when you do have The Last of Us, you do have this key franchise?
Well, in terms of the particular, because Last of Us already existed, and Days Gone came later, there's a conversation a little bit between Ben team and Naughty Dog to make sure that the direction that these teams are going are different enough.
Sure.
Yeah.
And you feel that you've hit it.
Yeah.
And we'll see both these games when.
What?
When will it? God.
Days Gone 2018.
Sounds good.
I have memory.
I have memory. Oh yeah, great. Okay, great.
And I don't remember what we've been saying for Last of Us.
Oh, nothing.
Nothing.
Neil Druckmann,
yeah,
zipping his lips, not saying anything about that.
Right.
They just put out these trailers. Some people get mad.
That says something.
Yeah. What is your take here on PlayStation VR? Because when PlayStation VR first was getting ready to come out, you were the one walking around, beating the drum, telling me how great it would be. I got it. I agree, it's great.
Thank you.
How are you dealing with it right now? The fact that, like we were talking to Shawn, you weren't prepped for the success you found. Newest numbers come out, 2 million units sold, which is something. I guess, why do you...
2 million sold through. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Fans. Why are you guys finding success with PlayStation VR, whereas other VR people seem to be middling more?
Actually, when you talk about other VR people, like because VR is such a passion project for all of us, not just our teams who worked on PSVR.
It's hard to hear the door slam in the audio, like it's just rough.
Those Oculus guys, who worked on
just hearing people leaving is heartbreaking.
And Valve guys teaching and
they came for PSX.
Teaching lots of the researches they've been doing. So it's a small community, and we respect each other and we discuss, and so we understand. We had the same kind of passion and goal to make this amazing new medium, new technology in the hands of lots of people, in the hands of game developers and creators and the media companies, people, creative people to use. So, I think success of any of us is a success for all of us. Because VR, you have to experience to really understand the potential of this new medium. That's the most difficult part. All of us are struggling.
Is it Sega Master System that his shirt reminds me of?
We
game
cannot
cases
just show
that'll have
the
that
trailer
grid on them?
because
Is
the
that what that was?
experience is so different. So any of us releasing a new title or doing the demos, doing these kind of event, and getting more people to try good VR for the first time is a win for all of us. Really working on.
In my head canon, you've been thinking about that since
when you were
the
coming
start
around
of
before,
the second he came out, I was like, "Is that Sega Master System?"
This is PlayStation 1 again. Like we're not going to come out of the gate and be where we're at with PlayStation 4. We see it as a 20-year process.
Yep.
With what you've had in terms of success so far, but also what you've seen with just people, how much they want to play VR, what kind of games they want to play in VR. Are you still, you think, in that mindset that this is this long-term thing? Do you think you're going in a different direction than where you initially thought it was going to go?
Yeah. So what I've been saying is the things that we are seeing, for the launch of PSVR and those, first
I'm digging this.
consumer
I could listen
VR
to Shu
product.
talk.
Very, similar feeling that I worked on when original first, PlayStation was the very first consumer-based, gaming system that allowed the game developers to use the real-time 3D graphics for the first time.
Yeah.
And lots of new experience and lots of genre were created, and the advancement.
I gotta be honest though, I love PSVR. When we start talking about VR, I check out.
I check out immediately. Yeah.
Chad, I love
It's
PSVR.
amazing.
I love it.
And
but
it just keep going and going.
VR is something that I feel like
can
we don't
see,
need to talk about. The
PSVR
people who've gotten
and
it are gonna. They've gotten it,
sets of
and not a lot of people are going to
consumer-based,
continue getting
VR
it.
systems.
Though we have
is
sold for
like
2 mil.
the first
People are
generation.
continuing to get it.
Black Friday
And, we
sold
can
so
see
many
for,
VRs.
long-term
I mean, sales are the
future
way.
that the creative people and tech people, because the VR is
But it's
not
kind of
only
like what Shu
concept,
just said, is that it's a
been
passion
around
project.
since, like,
They're not necessarily concerned about
1960s.
making big money
so
on it.
I think it's a
research
niche
being
thing,
already
yeah.
made. We've been waiting for this
Gave us Resident Evil
technology
7.
to advance enough so that we can make it reality. So there are a
Resident Evil
lot
7
more
DLC is Monday,
all the
baby.
things that
Oh, really?
different
Wow.
companies want to
Monday
work
night.
to make
Monday
it
night.
better
When's our
and
full
more
playthrough?
exciting.
How are you
And
going to play the beta for Monster
pace
Hunter if you're
and
playing
the
that?
amount of money and
Little
the
appetizer?
amount, number
Monster
of
Hunter appetizer?
great
Hold on,
Wait a minute.
we gotta do a full
Monster Hunter
playthrough.
Appetizer?
It's
I was
beta.
like,
It's
which
a
one's
beta.
the appetizer?
It's not the full release.
around
Of course,
VR.
Neil.
It's not the full release.
Design
Ben, does the
Progress probably
beta
won't carry over.
Yeah,
does the
that
beta carry over?
makes
No.
progress faster
No,
for
it's not.
everyone.
Dang.
Yeah, so the what I have seen for the last 2 or 3 years is amazing, and we are not
Jones
full
is
of
gonna be an
games
honor and a
and
privilege.
is
I know.
leading
It's gonna be a
because
good
the
time.
It's gonna be the best.
VR,
this
good VR
weekend?
requires
Oh, sorry. I gotta go check out a venue.
You know what? All we need
so
is
the
one
gamers
time.
are
Once
the
we get him
first
in,
users,
once
and
we let him
game
taste the
creators
nectar,
are the
we'll
first
put
If he
developers
misses
working.
one,
But
he'll feel like
when
he's
you look
behind
at,
on
all
everything.
the things happening.
Kyle, are you gonna
all
weekly
different
hunt?
kinds of industries.
Are you gonna weekly
You just
hunt?
have to, yeah, I'll try it.
Of this new
You just have to
Brad's
say
already got it
yeah.
downloaded. Brad's
had to
ahead of
say
all
it,
of you.
You can download it right now?
so
I had
the-
to
Download right now.
It was more than that. I had to say it and
you
believe
will,
it that Ben meant it.
Do you still believe it?
Use
Okay.
VR
I
systems.
believe Ben will
we
do
need.
it. I'm questionable on
Part
Huber
of
doing
your
it.
life without
see.
you realizing.
Are you?
it,
Is
you know,
Huber
pretty
questioning?
soon.
We'll see. He says
I
yes.
locked,
Yeah,
this-
people are evil.
I
Realize
locked
I'm
in
using
weekly
it.
hunts
Uh-huh.
6 months
when I
ago.
put it
You did.
Okay.
I think you'll follow through. I believe in you.
Yeah, but so what we talking about in the future, this can happen or that can happen. I think looking back
15
in the
minutes, Greg
future,
Miller.
that will happen sooner than,
Somebody just said,
"Play this like a damn fiddle."
But as upset, I have the opposite of upset. So somebody said, "This is some Goku and Frieza
games like I've been playing."
Did I click full game trial?
It's amazing.
Yeah, that's what you want.
Full game trial.
And games like Moss.
Moss is awesome.
Yeah,
I can't wait for Moss.
Very pretty.
you
Manifest
gotta release it.
99.
Download it.
The Invisible Hour. Lots of people are experimenting with different use of VR technologies.
Manifest 99, that's the one you tweeted out recently, right?
Yeah.
It's the one that doesn't have trophies, right?
Right.
Why is that happening?
Yeah, where did you get? Who made that?
I am. Put trophies in your game. Who wants to see a video game? Let's play some video games. Who wants to stop talking? Yeah? Trevor Starkey does.
What is that?
Yep.
I feel like
We're
I'm
gonna
coming
bring
out
out
of a
some
coma.
people to play some games. Are you down for that?
Okay.
It's a game called Concrete Genie.
Yes.
Are you familiar with it?
Absolutely.
You want to see the developers there from Pixel Opus come out here?
Yep.
All right. Let's do it.
I love Shuhei.
Yep.
Coming out of a coma.
This is definitely a weird show, though.
I mean, the show's technically over. It was over an hour ago.
I think this might still be PlayStation Presents, though.
No.
I mean,
They wrapped and started. Kind of funny thing.
I'm saying, like, if you're looking at their budget, if you're looking at the person who directed this, they didn't switch out the director. You know what I mean? Like, it's the same show.
all the same crew is still working.
Yeah.
The same crowd is in the same audience.
Yeah.
The same people are doing their weird commentary live stream over.
Great. Thank you for coming.
So I think actually, if it comes to it, any bets would include this stuff.
You're in one.
Whoa.
You're in.
So,
You have not left.
following
Yeah.
everything.
I like
no
that
break.
if
What
it
is
makes
Concrete
me
Genie?
win.
Yeah.
I don't like it if it
Genie
makes
is
me
a game about a boy called Ash who can bring his paintings to life. And so all of our unique and special gameplay mechanics are about having
But
fun
this
with
wouldn't count as
paint.
new characters.
And that's why we're
Lord
here today,
MNF.
actually.
I'm
We
checked
thought
out
after we
right
announced
now.
the game, which we had an amazing response to. We got a lot of
I am
questions about
hungry.
How does the painting actually
I actually
work?
had like some
We've known
snacks.
for a long
Get some
time
Oops All
that
Berries.
the first time we were going to debut the
Ah,
game
you
and show
sure-
it live.
That's an
to be
open
here
box
at
of Oops
PSX
All Berries.
with all of you.
Sitting in a box in a room full of
We
ants.
thought this would be a great opportunity to come and say hello.
Well, hello.
Well, hello.
Are you guys ready to say hello?
What's that? Like a,
So what are we doing? What are
Just
we
some
gonna
rock
jump into?
song.
yeah, like a
So Jing,
Trent Reznor
our
guy.
game designer over there. Hi, Jing.
Jay?
Oh, we're playing. Let's go.
Are you going to get started on the demo?
Chat says
so
kind
one
of funny
the,
isn't even
most important
streaming.
parts of the game is that we want to make anyone.
They
That
bailed.
is
Sure,
Really?
This is on my mind.
Wow.
They're not
You're
even
gonna look
hosting
me in
Because
the
the show's
face
tomorrow, like
and tell
early,
me
dude.
this isn't an
True,
infamous
yeah, we
time.
gotta
I gotta
get up and go.
That this
I gotta
isn't
film
Dexter.
in like 11
Literally
hours.
the same red hat. He's got a bag on. He's doing graffiti. You just ripped off Sucker Punch and everybody knows it.
I knew you were going to do that, Greg. You know what?
This game
It's
looks
completely
very cool.
coincidental. And when we showed the
Chess is
trailer
their
at Paris
hosting,
Games
okay.
Week, I actually got an email from Nate Fox
I really like
teasing me about that as well.
Yeah.
And so I had to assure him that it was completely coincidental as well.
I say you lean into it now. It's just an infamous prequel.
There is that option.
There's, yeah, right?
Yeah.
Give up
There
all
is
your
that
dreams of the game you're trying to make. Shove it into this.
You know, it
Anyway.
genuinely was completely coincidental.
This is a cool one to
when
demo.
when you're making a game, you go through so
looks
many
really
revs and
good,
iterations
like
on the character.
The real life versus
and we
the
just ended up with
game
here
stuff
for a
looks
lot of
really
other
cool.
reasons. He used to have a blue hat, and I think when we changed it to a red hat, it suddenly became
That's when it happens.
evocative of Delson. Yeah.
All right, so what is happening right now? We're just painting?
Yeah, so we use the
More
motion
signs.
controls in the DualShock 4 pad, and so you can see Jing motioning there. And you have these selection of brushes that you find as you play through the game, and we call this living paint. And the goal is to take any of the marks and the gestures that you make in the world and grow them into something beautiful. And a big part of our player fantasy is making sure that anybody who plays the game can feel like an artist. I can't draw at all in real life, but in this game, you know, I can pull something together that looks half decent.
Hubert, does this game stress you out?
Was that a concern when you got going, right? Like, what was the original iteration?
Not
Was it
as
freehand
much,
painting and then
but
go,
I
oh,
probably
what
will
about the-
feel stressed out when I play it.
That's a good question.
Not as much
this
as,
is
like-
actually the third iteration.
Like, this is
on
cool
the
'cause
painting
you can just,
mechanics
like, run
that we've had in
around.
the game.
I mean, you have
and we
options to
realized
select, which
that
is nice,
getting
right?
the
It's
right
not-
balance between
when you start getting into like grids,
so that whatever you do, you feel like you
then
made
I'm
it,
overwhelmed.
But
Okay.
what
Then
do
I
we
can't
add
handle
to
it.
that through the
Do
technology
you think
that we've built
part of that has to
make
do
it
with like
something
creating
beautiful, but you
something
have to still
2D
feel like
versus
you did
3D?
it.
Sure.
Yes.
And so this is where we've ended up, and we're really happy with how it's turned out.
Yeah, there's
How long have you
like
guys been working on it?
3, 6, like
Quite some
12
time.
things there.
Yeah,
That's
we
not
have
too
been on this now
overwhelming.
for nearly 3 years.
I can manage that.
And so it's a labor
Yeah, like
of
Little
love,
Big Planet.
that's kind of been coming together.
Little Big
slowly
Planet,
but
I would just
surely.
play other people's levels.
And you know, we're a very small
that's
team.
what I did.
That's
Like
the other
Dreams
thing.
actually looks fun to play through the
There's
campaign.
14
Yeah.
That's
people on the team.
how I did Mario Maker.
I'm
I
just-
just played other people's levels.
I'm just excited to play your guys' Dreams.
Part of the process we're in.
It's
I
all
want to see the
want.
Huber
But it's
dreams.
very
It's a-
small, and that's
that's
why
what Ian said.
iteration
Yeah, I wanna
of the
see
small
Huber
team is
Yeah.
the most important thing.
Also, I want
but it's a
Mario
If
different
Maker.
Jason
challenge.
Voorhees is not in Huber's
So
dreams
then-
level,
We're
like,
showing
it's not
Katie right
Huber's.
now.
Like that's how
You're
you
being
know.
stalked by him the whole time, but then at the end he
Is it
just
a
wants to
puzzle
like
game?
give
Like,
you a
how
cup
do
of
you
coffee or
So it's a
say give you a hug or
third-person action
something.
adventure.
He's not trying to kill you.
It's
And
just
later
Jason,
on
but
next year,
instead
we're
of
gonna be
killing
showing
you, he
more
just
of the
screams
action
Shenmue again.
Yeah,
elements
yeah,
of
he
the
just
game.
screams Shenmue when.
But because this is such a pivotal phase,
And then it ends with a
one of the
release date
most
that Huber just
striking
made
things
up.
about the
Right,
game.
like it's tomorrow. Like
Yeah,
whenever
you play it,
Huber's
it
dream,
shows release date
Shenmue
tomorrow.
3 is coming out
In
tomorrow.
a little
Yeah.
bit, Jim is actually going to go around the corner and start painting creatures, which is another really important part of the game.
make some
And the
friends.
story and the theme of the game is about bullying. And one of the reasons that these creatures are so important is that they're the friends that Ash wished he had in real life. And they have a really important gameplay function as well. And
Someone
depending on
tweeted
how
us
you
20
paint the
minutes ago
creatures,
about
the
in
colours
response
that
to
you
a Shenmue
use,
1
they
and
have
2
different
Streets of
abilities.
Rage remaster.
And that's really where the puzzle solving
Sega
comes
Europe.
in. So if you paint a
We
red
have some
creature,
exciting
for
projects
example,
coming
it
up.
will have fire
Stay tuned for
abilities, then you can go and
details
solve fire
in the
puzzles.
new year.
Paint
It's
it
happening,
with yellow,
dude. It's
it'll have,
happening.
Electricity
This just wasn't the
powers
show.
and things like that.
Yeah.
Wasn't that kind
Is
of
there
show?
going to be just
We
a
have nothing to
canvas
announce
mode,
right
like a
now. It's
relaxed
coming.
mode to
It's
jump
coming.
in
It's
and
coming.
talk about the story or
We are not
anything?
currently working on any projects. Shenmue Dave
a
confirmed.
great thing to have in there, so that people can just go and completely
But I will
relax.
be
Oh, there are
Because
there are multiple tabs, Huber.
The bullies
Yeah, it
actually
goes-
exist in the
it
world
goes
as
on and on,
AI,
Huber.
and they have an important
Look at those
part to
arrows
play
at the
in
top,
it.
Yeah.
right and left.
And you're able to paint
cool.
as you go through the world.
Yeah, I think
And
this
so
looks awesome.
having some way to just sit there and relax and just chill out and do whatever you want.
Yeah,
is-
see,
is
there's
a
like
good part of it.
there's less
Now, when we were backstage
stress
talking,
surrounding the creative
blew my mind.
process, though.
Yeah.
In this
So-
game.
Like no matter what you
Like
make, it's going to
Locust
turn
in
out
the first
cool.
part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
You're actually working out of the San Mateo office.
That's right.
you're saying.
Yeah, so
Somehow mine won't
tucked
turn out
away, hidden on the back floor of
Are we
one of the
sharing
floors
their
in the global
concrete
headquarters
genie
is
stuff?
Pixel Opus, and we're the only development that's happening there. So we're kind of flying under the radar, but we get to kind of make our own creative IP, which is quite a unique situation.
Shuhei, that means you're their boss.
It does.
No, Connie Booth is their boss, and Scott Rod is Connie's boss.
But we all know Scott Rhodey doesn't do anything. You know what I mean?
Scott Rhodey, not Road.
Nice.
For you,
Confirmation.
Shu,
We've got it.
why
Already
was this a
confirmed.
game PlayStation wanted to get behind?
Wait, give us some eyes. What are you doing?
Why was this a game you wanted them to make?
Oh yeah, so they.
Oh, it has its own eyes.
after they
Dude.
finished
Dude, that's
the
rad.
Unquiet,
You can't give me eyes.
I like that you
they
make
came
it.
up with the wall flow
I didn't know it'd
concept,
be like that.
ideas, sketches, and I was let in to see all of the different concepts.
That's
And this concept stood out, and I was like, well, I can see, I'll be playing this game. And Dom and the team said,
Smell
wow,
the
everybody
flowers.
picked the same
Yeah.
concept. Right?
That was an unusual moment. Like one of the things that happened when we kind of are in our dream phase is we came up with 10 different concepts for a game, and we go through an exercise where we imagine the gameplay and the story, and we do a little one sheet where we try and picture it as a finished product. And then we do a bunch of supporting artwork and prototypes to try and figure that out. And when we came to the idea for this game, which actually came from our VFX artist, Ashwin, the boards were like 5 times longer. There was
Someone
loads
said they
more
wish
to
they
talk about, and
time-lapsed
you could
our
actually
posture
imagine it
from the
as a
beginning of
gameplay
this to the end.
experience.
somebody
It's like
described
melting
this
like
as,
candy.
yeah, melting candles.
So
That was
Melting
fun.
like
that's
candles.
something we glossed over
I'd like
in
to
that
have a
conversation
discussion
there, but
about
Entwined
Devil
was
May
the
Cry
studio's
5.
first game.
Yes.
Yeah, should we just talk
At the
over this
time,
at this point?
Who was making up the staff of the studio?
Neat things pop
You
up.
guys
also brought in a bunch
But
of
yeah,
students.
That's correct. Yeah.
I think
So
the rumor
everybody
that
on
said
the
it was
team
delayed
were
to
graduates
E3
from different
to
academic
bolster
gaming
E3
programs,
is true.
in the States.
And I think it would have been bad in this show.
Original 6 were from
But I think the original plan was for it to be here.
Yeah.
Do you think that decision to move it to E3 was part of the decision to make this super low key?
I think the decision to make this super low key was made a long time ago.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I mean, Shu did say that they do 2 a year, and this year it was E3 in Paris.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was the thing. Is I think they bumped a lot of stuff up to Paris Games Week.
Yeah.
And so as a result, when we see Devil May Cry 5 at E3, is it playable on the show floor?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good
Yes.
answer.
It's
There was a correct answer there, and you picked that.
It's plump and moist in the oven right now.
Plump and moist?
Yeah.
Juicy.
And that is the thing. I mean, PSX is more about just people getting to go and play games on the floor. It's like an E3 that's cheaper and easier to get into. That's obviously Sony only. But like it is more about that than about reveals and stuff. But previous PSXs have been really good shows.
Chat, why are you telling me stuff isn't true? What did I say that was not true?
How do you feel about us going down the list?
Do it.
Let's do it.
Okay.
I mean, what's the volume on this for the stream?
I gotta get down there, man.
You gotta get down there. You gotta ask me about Shenmue.
Yeah, I am so like
muted. Okay.
I just need to see Shawn Layden on the floor for it to happen. That's if
you see Shawn Layden,
if
it
I'm
will happen.
If I'm filming and our paths cross, pumping him,
Turn off the cameras and pump him.
pumping him for the world to see.
Say, Sean, the camera's off. Let's talk.
Sean?
But really, the camera's
Really,
on.
the camera's on.
That's an old
It's like the
trick.
old Dateline cameras down, but then the audio subtitles.
Speaking of Shawn Layden, what did you guys think of him and Sid? How'd they do with the show? How'd they do with the presenting of the show, opening it up?
It was fine.
Sean wasn't really a part of the show. He got like bumped out of the
got bumped?
couch.
He's Andy Richter, man.
He was a big
bumped.
part of the intro. He was a
Yeah.
big part of the intro for sure.
Was it a strong intro, Huber?
The intro kind of set the tone. There was excitement. There was there was
scale.
There was a anticipation.
Okay.
When the show started, Corey Barlog was the first guest, and I thought that was cool. It was fun to hear, like, you know, it's easy to forget that video games come from people who make them. So like the intent of interviewing the developers, I thought was awesome. Like I really liked the Kojima interview. I really liked the Barlog interview.
Yeah.
I felt like it really dragged. With
I agree.
Detroit.
Yep.
Detroit really brought it down. No new footage for God of War and no release date for God of War also really hurt. So it was very inconsistent.
Sometimes I just got the sense with these conversations that they weren't even really sure what they were going to do until they got out there.
Yeah, it was all improv.
I think that hurt the vibe a little bit. Not that you want everything to be scripted, but I think just a little bit more structure.
The Detroit demo was cool, but it's something we've seen
right.
numerous times.
Right.
Like that whole, like if you've been following Detroit Become Human, you've seen that exact demo so many times.
Right. I do think that doing it with the audience like that did add an element to it that I actually really liked. I thought that was cool. But yeah, it's something that we've seen before. So going down the list, we've kind of already talked about Firewall 0 Hour. Is there anything else to say about that? Good idea, weird footage. I think was kind
not
of our
great
thoughts there.
footage. VR doesn't always show well anyway, but that footage was pretty rough.
What do we think about Wipeout VR? That was a pretty muted reaction.
It's the right choice. Wipeout will work well in VR and it'll be cool, but it's not a smashing announcement.
It's not. There's not much to say.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I would like to note that during the Detroit Become Human, before we really got into it, Kyle Bossman said we've reached Nickelodeon levels. Mm-hmm. That was a good comment.
Nickelodeon.
One of my notes. I think something where we really picked up. I'm kind of going through and it's like, ooh, we were down. We picked up at Donut County, and I think the show needed more games like
Donut
that.
County.
Something that was
sweet.
that, you know, if we're gonna do a relaxed vibe, give me relaxed games. Give me something light. Give me something fun. Give me something interesting. And I think Donut County was really that.
That's
that was
true.
Good stuff.
That was a cool new trailer. I haven't seen that trailer.
We could use like 3 or 4 more Donut County-esque things. I think that was a high point for me.
Yeah, previously announced game. It was definitely geared obviously toward this press conference with the dumb platinum joke. Does it have a platinum trophy? Like that's funny. Like that was good.
In the trailer, they were playing it on a PS4.
But I think
I'm sure there's so many other indie games who would have loved to put a trailer together for this.
That's the thing is, I think there are a good handful of games that they could have pulled out and done stuff.
Guacamelee
with,
too.
Like
Yep.
Oh yeah.
So then we had Jupiter and Mars, and I'm not really sure what to say about Jupiter and Mars. Dolphins?
It's Flower and Abzu, but you're a dolphin.
I did forget about Jupiter and Mars.
Right.
Yeah, cool. When you're going through like the subway stations and things.
Yeah. I feel like that's one of those games that we'll know more soon enough, and we'll be able to say more
Oh,
then.
Ben, I bet that's a 20-minute game.
Yeah.
I bet that's
Jupiter
a short,
and Mars?
Yeah,
I think it's
bet
VR.
Yeah, I think that's a short
Sure.
VR game.
I can see that. We had BlazBlue Cross Battle, which is cool to see.
Yeah, that gave me hope.
Yeah, it
that
gave me
was the
hope,
most
too.
hopeful I was all night.
Yeah.
Because of
Arc System Works.
Arc System Works, that showing that type
Right.
of game right in the middle
Right.
of this, it was like, okay.
And you feel like there would be like a lot to do with it, and it kind of happened.
Yeah.
Wasn't as exciting as I was hoping.
Yeah.
Chad says it was the same trailer for Evo.
Chad says it was from Evo.
Yeah.
That's trash then.
That's okay.
That's not the right Arc System Works game to put in your press conference.
Yeah.
We had SoulCalibur VI, which did, from my understanding, and correct me if I'm wrong, that was new stuff.
Correct.
That was a different
characters.
trailer. Yeah.
The first one
Different
didn't show
stage.
supers, which was cool. It's cool to see a super.
Yep.
Yeah.
I would say the SoulCalibur 6 was the point where I had the most hope.
Absolutely, because it was that, and then SoulCalibur 6.
It was kind of my dream of we're following up from Game Awards.
Yeah.
We've got
Yeah.
stuff to show.
Yes.
This is something you care about. This is new. This is big. This is exciting. And I thought that Monster Hunter World trailer was really good.
That was a cool
Going into
trailer.
that.
I'm
Just
very excited for that game.
in terms of trailers shown that was new, I think the Monster Hunter World trailer was the best trailer that we saw.
I agree.
I think that the Death Stranding trailer was the best.
It wasn't new.
New trailer, so that was a key.
Not still the best.
It wasn't
Still
new.
the best.
All right.
We just saw it last night.
The second time was still
You
better.
worked on it.
So
Ben,
saw-
you're right though. Sorry, you're right. Monster Hunter World was the best trailer.
I like
Weekly
Monster Hunter
Hunts.
World and Donut County.
I saw a mixed reaction in chat. I didn't really personally have a problem with it, but the Mega Man Palico.
Wait, mixed reaction.
It's for sure weird.
Who's not into it? What? What?
I saw a mixed reaction from chat. I did a quick glance over at chat, and they're like, "What is this? Ew, gross."
Oh.
They didn't like it.
It
But I
looks-
didn't have a
it's-
problem with
It's
it.
immersion shattering. But
Yeah.
like, if you're there to have fun and listen to Mega Man music while you're playing, Monster Hunter.
I think that's kind of the thing. Is that you're not going to be going through the story and then suddenly Mega Man. It's an
Right.
option that you
It's
choose
your
that you
choice,
get into if you
yeah.
want to jam out to Mega Man tunes. I didn't think it was
I won't turn on Mega Man if I don't want to.
right. I thought it was just a cute little thing.
Ouch. Man.
I'm going to be turning on Mega Man.
Oh, heck
I was
yeah.
into it. I'm on the yay side of that.
Once
But,
I've
yeah.
played a lot of it, maybe.
Can't you also make it look like one of the robots from
Horizon Zero Dawn. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep. And
really?
you can make your
Yeah.
character look like Aloy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still
That's
won't do
funny.
it. It's non-canon. It doesn't make sense.
Wait, you can make your character.
Oh,
look
that's
like
something I
Aloy?
wanted to talk about.
That's weird.
Yes.
That's
Kyle,
funny.
how does it feel to know that Link in Mario Kart 8 is now canon?
What are you referring to?
The motorcycle.
It's a different motorcycle.
It doesn't matter. It's canon. He rides motorcycles. It's canon, Kyle. Live with it. Deal with it.
I'm actually really stoked about the motorcycle.
Okay.
I'm very excited.
Because they showed it. They showed like their dev documents. They showed like, here we were thinking about things really early, and they showed Link on a motorcycle, and everyone was like, "Oh, why not?" And then I think they went back to like DLC meetings, and they're like, "Why not though?
Why not?
Why not?
Why not though?
You know
Why
what?
not?
Let's just
not?
do it."
Yeah.
I hope that you can just summon it. I haven't earned it yet.
That's
but I
got to
hope
be
you
the
can
most
just summon it
cathartic
all the time.
feeling when making a game, where you just at that point where you're like,
Sure.
why not?
Why
Yeah.
not?
I mean, there's a
problem.
Switch.
Let's just
There's
do
a
it.
Switch T-shirt in that game.
Right.
There's a bizarre subquest that pops up when you start the DLC that just says Xenoblade Chronicles 2 in parentheses.
Yeah. Didn't go on that mission.
I was like,
didn't accept that
what?
quest.
Coming back,
Sorry,
the
back
experience.
to the
we
experience.
had Cerny cross Andrew
Nice.
House. I really liked that. I thought that they Cerny was awkwardly entertaining, and I thought
Yep.
House said some interesting things. And then we had the Death Stranding trailer. I liked Kojima out there. Again, I think Huber. Everything in this just felt like way longer than it needed to be.
Yeah.
Like almost everything.
Yeah.
Almost every
Kojima's
single element
like
of the show.
some of those stories though were so great.
Oh, they were. I agree
You
with
know?
you. I agree
But,
with you.
Like Cory Barlog could barely really say anything. I think because maybe just the game is so close, he didn't want to let anything slip, so he was guarded.
It's crazy that he said we just finished our first testing phase,
Yeah.
and the game is 25 to 35 hours long.
Yeah, that was big information.
Yeah, that was kind of cool.
I like the personal stories with Kojima and House, but yeah.
But I think Huber nailed it when he said this wasn't the right venue.
Right.
The video we were imagining this going to be, just hanging out on a couch, probably in a smaller room. That was it. That was what those stories. That's where those stories
when you said roundtable, that was perfect.
Right.
Like if these had just been
It
a
would've been
video
fantastic.
that they put out, save yourself $2 million or whatever.
Yeah.
Right.
Just put out these videos. Don't do a presentation live. and then the expectations will actually have been managed.
Yeah. Because that idea, like Kojima and
Right.
It's a great idea.
Because this could have been an amazing video. Like, if we had
felt
known
like they were
this is what
trying
it
to
was.
cram that into the way that they had done things before.
Yeah.
Like they didn't change the structure for the stuff they had to fill it.
Totally.
And that was a bummer.
Right.
That was a bummer.
Also, like, the language beforehand was incorrect. Like, they
Right.
managed our expectations by saying it's not a press conference, it's a presentation.
Yeah.
Right.
They really should have said talk show,
Developer
roundtable,
areas.
developer
Yeah.
panel. Yeah. But, you know.
Because, like, they have so many panels. Like, tomorrow they're doing
Right.
Ghost of Tsushima and
Right.
Last of Us. Like,
Right.
if they had just said it was one of those,
Right.
we would have known exactly. Because we know that those panels are just, like, an hour of
Right.
talking to developers and
Yeah.
digging into the game. So,
The last thing, arguably the biggest thing of the show, MediEvil coming back. Not the one that I expected, but I'm very happy by this announcement.
that's cool.
Yeah.
Feel-good announcement.
Very feel-good announcement.
Feel-good moment.
So the way that Shawn was talking about MediEvil, he said, hey, expect more soon. There's an emphasis on that.
Yeah.
How soon is soon?
E3.
So my dream at this moment, this exact moment, is that there's going to be something in between now and E3.
Don't. Why would you hope that?
There's
Because you
not going
gotta
to be
fit Shenmue
humor.
in there somewhere.
Yeah, you gotta find some place to
Why
put
would you hope
Shenmue.
that?
I mean,
Nintendo
sometimes developers just put out trailers here.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Not necessarily a presentation, but
Okay.
like a Nintendo Direct style thing.
Okay.
Something along those lines from Sony. I don't know. I'm just dreaming, man.
You're dreaming.
Don't crush my
you're
dreams
dreaming
right
too
now,
big.
Kyle.
You're dreaming too big.
He needs to dream. The boy needs to let him dream.
No, because it's like a friend who's like $30,000 in debt, going, dude,
Right.
I gotta buy a boat. that's where Huber is right now. And I'm like, Huber, don't buy that boat right now. Don't.
Listen,
Please
I
don't
know
buy
my
that boat.
last
Huber
idea
Finney's
failed,
gonna break
but-
your knees, man.
But
He's
this
gonna break
time,
them.
I found the scheme to get rich.
Yeah.
Shenmue's coming.
I'm doing it for
Do you want to be in on the ground floor? After that, we had the interviews with Shawn and Shuhei. Honestly, I think the biggest thing for me from that was, hey, we're working on, you can change your PSN name. Hopefully you won't have to ask me this again next year. How much does that matter to you guys personally?
I would change my name.
No, my name's cool.
My name's cool.
Your name
Yeah,
is
I'm good
cool.
with mine.
Yeah.
I mean, my name is what it is ever. So
Yeah.
I would change
So.
mine.
But still, something that
A lot of
people care
people want
about that they're working on.
Absolutely.
Good to hear. Good to check in with.
Yeah.
I absolutely think we'll have the same problem this time next year.
Is that a bet?
Ooh. Yeah, that's a bet.
That's a bet.
That's a bet.
That's a good bet.
That's a bet. Who'll take it?
That's a fun bet.
Given his answer, it seems like he knows something like the PlayStation Network will be wildly different or something. Like, is the impression from his answer. Like, we'll be on PS5 and there's a new network or something by E3.
Yeah. And we all
Like
gotta
some
get
wacky
new names.
thing. Right.
We gotta get
like
new
some
names.
crazy thing.
Oh.
I mean, that's pie in the sky. That's like Huber level.
Yeah.
If they don't ask that question again next year at PSX, you have to change your PSN name.
Got it. Yeah, that
And
makes
then
sense.
the reverse is true for me.
Wait, if you're not able to change your
if the
name
reverse
by
is true,
PSX,
you won't be able to change your name.
Then I'll have to change another name.
I got six. No. Because I want.
you got six. You got
I
six.
got one that I've been thinking about.
Okay.
I want the shackles off.
Okay.
I want to be able to call Captain Toad whatever genre I want to call it.
No.
Yes, I can.
Yeah.
Damiani is alive!
Yes, I can.
Damiani is alive! Did you hear that?
Damiani will not allow it.
That bet is locked to me.
What happened? I haven't heard from him in 8 years.
No.
Damiani is alive.
You and me, Kyle. Alright.
Kyle, do not ever let him do that,
You have to
ever.
make mistakes with me.
Never let him do it.
All right, I get to choose your profile picture then.
You get to choose my profile.
Oh,
picture?
that's good.
Okay.
That's good. That's
for a year. For a year.
And then, do I get to choose your name?
For a year. Yeah.
For a year.
Yeah.
Wait,
Dude,
so
you guys are crazy.
that's if you can change your name or if someone asks about it.
If you can change your name.
Right.
If you have the ability
But
to
by
change
this
yeah.
by this
changes.
time next year.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
You guys are crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
High
one of you
stakes.
is doing something next year. Changing something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
High stakes. That's a high stakes bet.
I don't agree that it has to be with Damiani for some.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
Why?
You can't
Go
undo.
back and rewatch it.
Yeah.
What do you mean go back and rewatch
The
it?
bet was between you and me.
I remember that was
I
between
made the
you and
stakes
me.
for you.
Yeah.
Betikit rules
It's
are.
not etiquette.
No, it is.
This is
You
etiquette.
gotta
Yes.
to undo it. You gotta re-bet
Really?
me.
No,
You
I
gotta
want the
double or
shackles
nothing.
off.
You gotta come back at me.
Yeah.
Okay.
You
all
can't
right,
go to
Damiani.
someone
You
else
can't just
and
go
go.
around like degenerate in the back alleys. Like, hey man, can we make a bet where if I win, the shackles come off of Captain Tony?
Absolutely.
We
No
can't-
sneaky bets.
You
No sneaky
Yeah.
bets, Kyle Bossman.
Okay.
We cannot set the precedent that our stakes don't matter.
I'm gonna trick Damiani into a bet. It's happening, dude. If it has to be with you, it's happening.
Shackles
try.
off.
Kyle
Shackles
are
off
coming
bet.
off.
Kyle Bossman, you can try.
You know,
Team.
we
You'll
really
never get it.
we ended the show not only with a bet, we brought Michael Damiani back from the dead. That felt good. What better way to close out Easy Allies thing, whatever this is. Yeah. You've got to wake up early. I've got to wake
Yeah.
up early.
Oh my goodness.
Questions need to be answered.
I have to film soon.
Thank you everybody so much for watching. Thank you, Michael Huber. I almost just called you Michael, just raw, and
That's fine. That's fine.
no,
It's
weird. It felt wrong for me.
Okay.
Whenever people call you Mike, it's weird.
Kyle Bossman and Ian Hank at the end.
And Michael Damiani.
And Michael Damiani, that's right. Don't let me forget that. Michael Damiani in the back.
Are we doing scores or are we just past that at this point?
We didn't score it yesterday, but
Damiani,
Oh, okay.
once we're gonna go from Ian down to me. Once I give the last score, we hard cut.
Okay.
out of 5 or 10, or is it letter grades?
Letter grade.
Well, then we should do Damiani first. He should get to do a score
You're right.
too. Yeah.
We should do Damiani first. You're right, Kyle.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard for me because they said this is what it was going to be.
Yeah.
And they did exactly what they said. I even feel like some of the trailers, even throwing Death Stranding in, even though the same trailer, was just an effort to placate some of the concerns people were going to have, like some of the complaints people are going to have. So I'm going to give it but it still is boring, so I'm going to give it a C. I like the developers, like the interview stuff.
Yeah.
But like I'm giving it a C for just my personal interest in it. So C.
Oh. C for personal interest.
Yeah. Along the lines of what Damiani said, this is pretty much what they said. They tempered expectations. I was hovering B- C area. I think I'll give it a C+ because it was what they said it was. But compared to other, an actual press conference, it's like an F.
This is nothing short of a D. This is a D because you got so many people watching.
Yeah.
It was a wasted
Yeah.
opportunity.
Yeah.
You had live people watching, and I think you kind of put on a bad show for a lot of people who were watching that live. Obviously, because of what was present the last 3 years, there's a huge expectation for what you're going to put on.
Exactly.
And so to even fill up the same crowd, the same arena with the same television screens, I think is misleading, even if whatever they wrote ahead of time coming into it. So yeah, I think this was the wrong venue for the right show, maybe.
I'm going D+ because they did try to manage expectations, and the intent was jolly. There was jolly intent. Trying to bring all of the people in the crowd in on it, like the intent of trying to have a intimate conversation with developers about video games that we care about with the audience there. Good intent, poor execution.
I'm going to go D as well. I really agree with the bulk of what Kyle was saying, and I want to bounce off the poor execution by saying, like yes, they did lower our expectations, but I think even with those lowered expectations, I think you could have made those conversations with the developers more interesting. You could have presented them in a more interesting way. The whole show could have been more structured. It really just felt slapdash from beginning to end, and
from the loop.
The loop was
It is. I think what is really painful to me, seeing Concrete Genie after all of the energy has been drained from me, something that looks genuinely interesting, genuinely cool. It seems like there's a lot to say. You're playing it on stage, something that we didn't get the whole show, and you're like, yeah, let's throw it after these 2 interviews. That just seems like there was not the amount of care that needed to be in there, which would be fine if, as Kyle said, we didn't have PSXs that were completely different things. A wasted opportunity, for sure.